Hello. Shit. Hold on. I didn't do the thing. There we go. I was silly. Alright, what was the last thing I said I was going to do? Tell Priscilla about doo-doo. That probably was the next thing I was meant to do. There's a couple of things, actually. So I'll do this, but then I want to do... Actually... Hello, Jim. How are we today? How are we? How are we? I think we're going to... I want to do these two side quests as well. I wasn't here, sorry, couldn't tell you. Wasn't where? The song? I'll play the song for you again at some point, because genuinely, it's one of the best pieces of music I've ever heard. And the fact that it's for a game is ridiculous. Feel a lot better. I'm glad, I'm glad, I'm glad. Oh, I've got contracts to do. Didn't I do that? Oh, yeah, I need to... Yeah. And I don't actually have any, like, urgent contracts to do. And I can't go to Kaer Morhen yet, so I can't get the wolf armor. I do need to do this. Let's do this, let's do this. Hello, Tyrex, how are we, how are we? Whoa, it's fucking miles away. Where's Priscilla? Am I tripping balls? Oh, she's back there. Ah. Yeah. I completely forgot that I was in a different place. I thought I was still in the city, but I'm here now, aren't I? I completely forgot. Oh my god, bless me. Sorry, I sneezed right into the mic. Oh. I should have muted myself. Thank you. Should have muted myself. I sneezed right into the mic. Also, Twisted Minds are playing Project Zero right now. On Tom's stream, which is where everyone is at the minute. We need Twisted Minds to win. So Twisted Minds, no, we need Project Zero to win. Sorry. So Project Zero and Twisted Minds are both tier 2 teams, but Project Zero have 3 Englishmen on that team. They're the only team around that actually have a number of Englishmen in
Don't
them,
touch me.
which is limbs. Okay, so now that we've discovered a load of stuff from the heist and where people are,
Know how to
I need to
free
speak to her.
Dandelion. Got a plan, but we need Dudu. Gotta find him.
This plan. What is it?
Our Doppler friend will assume Menga's form. Order Dandelion moved to Oxenfurt. We can grab him on the way.
Brilliant. But how do you aim to find Dudu?
You're his friend. Any idea where he might be hiding?
With the Doppler, the question's never where, but as whom. In the past, facing trouble, he disappeared, then reappeared.
Yeah,
on
Project Zero are the
somewhere.
team you should be cheering for.
But this
Well,
time,
unless you like
It's return.
Twisted Minds, in which case, obviously, Valve for Twisted Minds, but
We need to convince
Project
him
Zero
to
were
do it
like
himself. Any
are
friends we can
almost our
invest
home
with
team.
someone he trusts.
Dandelion. Irina Renard's troop. That's all, really. Not certain he was friendly with anyone else. Spent dawn till dusk with the troop, on stage or in the crowd.
So he liked going to the mummings.
Yes, I'm actually surprised he didn't come to
Who's
us after it all
Twisted
happened.
Minds?
He certainly
I mean, they are
couldn't
T2,
handle
but
the
they're
Fox
they are very, very
These
good tier
mummings
2
are ready
team.
to help.
We need only mention Dudu. Irina and company are deeply in debt to him.
Maybe we could use a play. You know, work a message to Dudu into something. Lure him out of hiding that way.
Not a bad idea, but I doubt a few lines would suffice. Besides, do you really think Dudu whiles away his days attending mummings he knows by heart?
So what do you suggest?
We must write an entire new play. From scratch. Something grand. Something that will grab Dudu's attention. So most importantly, it must have a splendid title. It must be the talk of the town. If you wish, we can start.
Are we gonna write a play? What?
All right. Guess we can start.
Oh
writing
my
the play.
god. This game's so rogue sometimes, man.
Actually, I was hoping.
The key is to convince Dudu that he can rely on you, and that we wish to free Dandelion. The message must be clear, though naturally woven into the play's dramaturgical essence, meaning we need an appropriate dramatic structure. Following along?
More or less.
That'll do. Now to find the proper expressive form for our content. A gripping, contemporary story, that would be best. Perhaps about the condottieri of Povis.
Who?
I know. Lorenzo Molla. A tale of a handsome but ruthless bandit and the Doppler who manages to fool him. But now the Doppler must hide and can only count on the help of his friend, who's a witcher, who in turn is prepared to do anything to save his daughter. No, better. His beloved.
That feels too on the nose. Sure.
Sounds great.
Really think so? Lorenzo Molla. Yeah.
Tyrex. Honestly valid. I'll keep you posted on what. Actually, Project Zero just won the first round. That went from nothing to Project Zero winning the round really fucking fast. Alright, PZ are up. PZ are up. PZ won a lot.
He's a monster, there to steal Princess Pavere. They want him dead, but at that instant, a witcher steps in. And everything ends splendidly. So it's settled, yeah? You wish to say something?
We need a good title. Venture to say that's more important than the story itself.
I've some ideas. Perhaps you can choose.
Gonna consider my opinion this time.
Of course. We're partners in this. I'm just in charge. I've two really good ones. The Doppler's Salvation and A Changeling Rescued or The Witcher's Triumph. Which do you prefer?
Let's go with the Doppler's Salvation. It's shorter, catchier. Just one problem. No Dopplers in that story. Just a princess and a cursed urchin.
Nothing simpler. We need merely swap the Doppler in for the urchin. The message, that's what's important. A witcher arrives and saves the Doppler. Got it?
All right. So it's a comedy.
I was thinking more along dramatic lines. But if you prefer something lighter... Listen, merely decide and I'll get to work.
Drama. Comedy's too light-hearted.
You're right. A drama'd be better.
Very well. I must get to work. While you must pick a corner. Sit down.
Can I not go and do other stuff while she works?
All right?
Fine. since you don't need help with the writing.
Wasn't for that one early stream. I'm sorry.
A rightful Witcher?
Did Itcher?
Just keep quiet.
Alright, PZ it's a 5v4 for
Done.
PZ right now in
Could make a
favor.
small masterpiece of this had I a bit more time, but
We're fresh out of that.
They've just given up quite a lot of
Message
control,
to
but
duty.
3 of them are still above. Holy shit.
You were gonna work.
They had
something
full vert. No one was on site.
Fisher at dawn, or
that wouldn't be in keeping with the tone of the play, not at all.
you wrote it to contact Dudu.
How dare I stream whenever I want to. It's so true.
Fine. So how do you see this work?
I was thinking, by the way, Tyrex, and feel free to share your thoughts on this, because so I'm not doing it to step on anyone's toes, because Tom is actually the person that told me to do it. But so me and Tom were just texting last night, and he was like, "Oh, well, you should co-stream at some point," and I was like, "I'm not allowed to, am I?" And basically, as long as the main stream is on, you're allowed to watch along with it. So I was like, "Do you really think?" And he was like, "Yes." And then I was like, "But I also don't want to step on his toes," and he was like, "Just do it." But a part of me really enjoys watching Tom, but then on another point, like I do enjoy watching it and thinking like reacting myself to it, not reacting to Tom reacting. So at some point, maybe like the next time there's stuff live and like if I'm around and available, I might do it. But what do you think? Could give it a go, see how I like it. But I already know I like it because like I've had it before where Tom's not been on, and like I've watched it just privately and I fucking loved it. We'll see. He did mention, and this is on his stream, so I am allowed to say this, but he did mention that maybe for the tit, instead of me competing, I will co-host it with him, or co-com with him. So I guess we'll kind of see how that goes and then go from there. Also, Project Zero 2 and all that.
Yeah, one.
Here.
Yeah, he mentioned maybe for the tit, instead of me playing, I'll co-commentate with him, and we'll have 2 commentators. When's the tit? He's not said yet.
Madam Marina, can we talk?
It'll likely be next weekend, I imagine.
Geralt of Rivia. Dandelion's told us so much about you. Is he with you?
No, but I hope to bring him back soon. Here to talk about Dudu.
Let's speak in my quarters at the back of the theatre. We'll be undisturbed there.
You need to be on a Sunday so I can compete. Well, it's usually over 2 days. It's usually the Saturday and the
Not
Sunday.
seen Dandelion or Dudu recently.
Because the early stage is on the Saturday, and then the knockouts are on the Sunday, usually.
I want to stage a play.
That's how it was last time.
It'll really draw the crowds.
It primarily depends how many people enter, but that's how it worked last time. Because last time there was 3 sets of games, and 3 games happened each time. So there was 9 games, and then it went through to the qualifier, through to the knockouts. Can't do Saturday though. Well, there's only so many games you can play in a fucking day, Jim. That's why he had to do 3 at once, because even when there wasn't that many entries, there was still a lot of people.
Think we need ushers?
Make the day 40 hours long.
Controversial, but are ushers absolutely
So I remember it started at like 11 or 12, and then
rotten apples, tomatoes.
he started at 11 AM or like 12. I think it was 11, maybe even earlier. And then he was on till like 11 PM or something silly, just with the tit, and then he was up again the next day. So he was on for a while.
How can I help you spread the word?
Obviously, all the competitors aren't, because it's easier. Like they're just gaming, and then they have like quite a bit of off time unless they sub in for another team. Well, for him, it's a long day because he's also doing all the logistics, sorting out all the observers, making sure that all the lobbies are running smoothly, looking at all of the who qualifies, who doesn't, making sure no one cheats, making sure everyone abides by the rules, making sure that everyone's nice to each other, monitoring his stream, making sure anyone else that might be streaming is doing it right. The only reason he doesn't do it more often is because it's such a headache for him.
Back once I found some ushers.
See you then.
Then I goes from 11 AM until 5. That'd be class. I think he would if he didn't have to organize it. Like, he loves the tip, but the organization of him is brutal. Like, I like organizing things sometimes, but I think even I would be a bit like, what I mean? Get a team. Who's he gonna pay for that? Tom's not like absolutely balling, and like, although he knows a lot of people within Siege, no one wants to do all of that for free. And those that would willingly do it for free wouldn't do it right. And because he ends up having like a few partnerships with like very important people for the tier, and I'm pretty sure Ubisoft get involved with it most of the time, he can't risk giving it to someone that he don't get. Yeah, I know, but he can't risk giving it to volunteers. Because like big people get involved sometimes, both in terms of competing and like the logistics of it. Like Ubisoft get involved with it and shit.
Versus the beast of Metina. Killer instinct versus primal rage.
So like he would, but then if something goes wrong because a volunteer has like messed up, or a volunteer like puts a word that cannot be on stream in there, that's then on him, and he'd be like his neck would be on the line.
Gets kicked on stage or off.
Got the wrong man. Ass kicking's what we do.
Let's fight him.
How about a wager? If I beat Hal, you'll come work for me gratis.
See, Hal's no fan of mummies. You'll need something special to convince him.
Exactly, like
Here's an idea.
there's too much that could so quickly go wrong if like he wasn't on top of everything, but he fucked.
What if I lose?
Oh, you'll lose. But we'll still do your little job. You'll just pay us double.
Fine. Fight you both.
Cough up the coin first. Lose, and it stays with us.
What?
My wages, as promised. But if I win,
I'm only
I get
getting
it back.
100 because I think this game's more like it's not, it's a 10-year-old game. It's not very well optimized, and I've got everything on ultra. Like everything is on the highest graphics possible, and it's a game made in 2015. Ow. I would get more if it was a newer game. Which sounds silly, because a newer game would obviously have... Shit. Shit! No! I've just lost so much money.
Oh, well, how like it. You see it in his smile. We've time for a little rest. Then we'll guard whatever it is you want. Don't fret. We'll get there before
Yeah, it's just an old game.
dancing starts. And we'll keep that coin, right out?
God damn. Where are the jugglers? Alright. I think the jugglers are what it's taking me to next anyway. It's 2-1 Project Zero, by the way, Tyrex. Let me use this. I want it. Hello? There's 1,500 to consider mad about. Well, yeah, that's still nearly 10%. I'm not in the charity business. I'm a stickler for money in real life as well. So like, I don't mind spending money, but if I just have an eye for money. So even in this, I'm like,
Enough to
So we need to get jugglers for this play. Chat phase over. Prep phase for the siege. Try hard. Be right back. You're a good fella. Good luck. How do I get where I need to get to? I don't know where I am. Why, you can't take it with you, spend it like... Well, yeah, but there are some things that are more worth spending money on than other things. Off the shop need a monster, you're a good fella.
Nice tune. Damn sad, though.
Then it successfully conveys my mood. What do you seek here?
Looking for the puffins. Have I found them?
We've no coin. Leave us be.
Think there's been a mistake.
Sorry. Thought our landlord had hired another thug to collect from us.
Hold on.
Don't want any coin from you. In fact, I'm willing to pay you, provided you agree to get the word out about Madame Irina's...
Let's go, baby.
Oh, afraid that's impossible. Ever since we premiered our fateful ballad about Holy Hemelfart, who his faith ignores, gorges himself, diddles old whores, Fatso's gang has been harassing us incessantly.
Fatso's gang?
Common thugs in the church's pay. City's full of gangs like that now.
They threatened Nisa. Said they round off her pointy ears with a carving knife.
They don't let us perform. Chase away spectators, destroy our instruments. Lately they've taken to lurking outside our home. We're at wit's end, no clue what to do.
All right. Say I get Fatso and his boys to leave you alone. Will you publicize Irina's play then?
Of course. But you shan't find it easy. There's no talking to that lot.
I'm not a great talker anyway.
You know what we might do? Oh. Miss Morkelpeter, how are we? You seem to have progressed a lot further. I've been sweating. Sorry, I was looking at a different stream there for a second. How are we? Yeah, I progressed quite a lot. I've done quite a lot of side quests as well. Like, I'm level 15 now, whilst the main quest is like level 11. What was happening? How are you?
So you're the one.
Your level says not as much side questing as I do. Have I really? I feel like I do all the side quests that I get that are like around my level. What level are you?
Now, what you doing in the city of eternal fire?
Level 17 when I was doing level... What, were you like level 17 whilst doing the Bloody Baron quest
Leave
line?
the puffins alone.
That's so funny.
Called him an whoremonger. I'd sooner snuff out the holy flame itself.
Tell them fucking poets to come down here. Shove their fruits up their blaspheming arseholes.
Blaspheming arseholes!
Different tune then, every time they fought.
By the way, speaking of the Bloody Baron, wow. What a quest line. We're just gonna fight them.
Get out of here. Now.
What?
What?
Fuck yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Time to end.
I don't know why I'm not reacting to anything. I'm being an idiot. Why have we just put the sword up? What? Oh, we only had to kill one and then the other two ran off.
Ah, what a sight! You really showed them. 1-2 over the back, then pow, right in the noggin.
I'll finally be able to leave my home without hiding beneath a hood. Thank you
What the elves?
very much.
Come on. It was nothing.
Oh, it was something, all right. I don't dare think we've forgotten our...
Am I right in thinking in Witcher lore, the world that we're
How
on
much will I
was actually an elven word first, and then the collision of the three spheres, or whatever it's called, happened, and it, like, So The Witch is very like multiversal, isn't it? And then that happened, and then the human world that was basically dying and ending collided with this one, and then humans sort of swarmed in from there. It's side quest with level 30 something monsters when I was level 7. Okay, I can possibly understand then. Why you're rather high level. Hello Knocker, how are we? How are we? I haven't read the books. I've not played Witcher 1 or 2, nor have I read any of the books.
Witcher. White Wolf, they call you?
I'm debating reading the books though, because the lore of this game's fucking sick.
We've orders to take you in for interrogation.
Ending religious
Surrender your
settlements. Get fucked.
Over my dead body.
Shame on
Told you
us.
we wouldn't fool you. Well, you're
You read me. You can try.
just be more of a challenge.
You can try.
Remember the preacher who spoke of
Knocker, why does Stream Elements hate you for
the
some
man
reason?
you humiliated before his faith?
No money at the min.
He asked
Nor the time to
for the
read.
sacrament on his
Yeah, treat
behalf.
yourself on Easter. If you get a Twitch payout, treat yourself. Like if you get a half decent Twitch payout, 100% treat yourself. Oh, I'm not reacting to anything apparently. That was fucking close. I was blocking. I'm an idiot. I was reading exclamation mark. Can I time myself out if I do exclamation mark banners? I feel like that could be funny. A lot of death. I'm an idiot. I'm actually really bad at games. I'm just really bad at gaming generally, I feel. Paint for room, for example. Okay, that's fair. If you've got stuff and cable management, my cable management's fucking awful, I'll be honest. My cable management's really bad. I got a new PC not too long ago. My old PC works, the GPU just wasn't good enough and like a few other specs, so I've currently got a dual PC setup, which I know is fucking crazy. So I've got cables everywhere.
Over.
Tell
Guards!
Ow. Much more fluid, much more fluid. Which is what paid for food, but I survive on 10 euros a week. I eat too much. I eat way too much. Like yeah, I like food too much. Hello Vinny, how are we, brother? Luckily food in Germany is cheap. Oh, are you German? Okay, cool. I was in Munich not too long ago. I was in Munich in... The fuck was I in Munich? Start of December, end of November? For the Rainbow Six Siege Major. If you looked at me, you wouldn't tell, but I love food. Like, love. If you look at me, you would be able to tell. This way the woman is.
Ah, there you are.
Managed to
I
hide
don't
some
see
mushrooms.
Bavaria as Germany.
Wonderful.
Why, whereabouts in
That's
Germany are you
wonderful
from?
result.
And also, how come? Can you let me in on some deep German lore?
Wanted to talk about the text itself.
It's not at all badly written. In fact, I quite like it. I was willing to relax my standards to help Dudu, but we may have something very interesting here. I've very clear ideas who to cast as the servant, the Witcher, and the Queen, but I'm not certain who should play the Prince and the Princess.
Who's playing the Witcher?
An amateur. It'll be my first time working with him, but I'm confident he'll pull it off.
Newcomer to the troop.
Is it me?
In a sense. Oh, stop pretending you don't.
Yeah.
know. I'm talking.
Let's
about-
go.
It's a good
I get to play in a play. Yippee!
But Dudu will see me.
This could be
That's
great.
the key.
One of the
But
construction
you
site, I
won't
also just
connect,
forget
will
to
you?
go home and get food.
Learn your lines at least.
I'll give it a shot, of course.
Take the top half of Germany and throw a pin in the center of it. That's where I'm from. I need to look at a map. I don't want to say the city in case you don't want me to say the city to say the city for you to say yes and then know where you live. So it's up to you on whether you want me to say where I'm about to guess or not. Hanover? Yes, no, maybe so. I feel like that's... If I took the top half of Germany and threw something in the middle of it, I feel like that's where I'm looking. Yeah. That's pretty close. And okay. That's a great guess. I just typed in on Google map of Germany and then just got off the top.
So, about the princess. Small part.
You have to look for something smaller to find the more exact spot.
Priscilla would be
Okay,
the obvious choice.
interesting. So you're within an hour's radius of it,
Yet
possibly more
I
in.
do have
Okay.
more stage experience.
No, Priscilla's doing it.
Let's have Priscilla do it. No offense, but
Your description definitely works, yeah.
Assign greater importance to appearance than to talent. I understand. I shall let her know. I'm certain she'll be wonderful.
There's not much water in here, but there's enough for me to hydrate.
So who do you see playing the Doppler Prince?
I'm finding it hard to decide between two candidates. Abelard Ritzer would be the safer bet. He's been part of our troupe for ages, has
It
flawless
doesn't
technique,
exactly captivate
but
the
he doesn't
crowds.
exactly
Well, then he's shit. Why has he been part of the troupe for so long?
Who's
What?
your other option?
Maxim Bollier, outstanding actor, an audiences love
Sh-
him. But sadly, I can never be sure he'll show up sober. Or that
Well,
he's
surely if
going to
we're involved in production, we can make sure he shows up.
Let's risk it and give the role to Maxim.
He's had a good spell of late, so maybe he won't let us down.
If he does, he's getting fucking battered.
All right, got the cast figured out.
It seems so. Prepared to plunge headlong into your career as a mama?
We can start now. Looked over the script.
My distribution tunnel. Today I took a break for the first time in 4.5 weeks. Tomorrow I'll sand the corners of the walls and plaster some drywall floors. After that, after my day job, that is. How do you have time to stream?
What are you doing here?
Like, dead ass, how do you have time to stream?
Putting on a play. Were you playing the lead?
I'm not the lead.
Oh, I thought to myself, I'd sooner shave my beard than miss that. Tell me, Witcher, you going to wear hose and a codpiece?
You get so busy.
You must focus your mind before you go on stage.
Good luck.
Let's go. We get to rehearse our lines.
Ladies and gentlemen, most honorable citizens of the hallowed city of Novigrad, welcome.
Was on holiday for 4 weeks. Hence no time for food. Legit.
Heartbreaking. Its title.
What's your day job then?
Salvation. The players: Witcher Geralt as himself, Katarina as the queen, Leo Raib as the humble servant, appearing as the prince, the delight of audiences far and wide, Maxim Bollier. And as the princess, the lovely Trabaritz with the voice of a nightingale, Priscilla.
Now with job, there's less progress in my house. I'm probably back to only 2 streams a week for a bit. 2 streams a week is still better than nothing. Like, 2 streams a week is still a lot more than a lot of people do stream. Especially, like, small... Oh,
The monster slayer awaits. Your summons he
silence in the crowd.
stands at the gates.
Show him in. I must speak to the man. Lest that dread beast take my daughter's hand.
Me!
Witcher, your task is a matter most tender. Her monster shall show at tonight's feastly splendor. Stand guard, Beware. Kill the beast if he shows, and a grateful queen shall reward your woes.
To slay beasts most foul, 'twas for this I was made. I kill as my calling, not just to get paid.
He's swallowed the bait, this fool of a witcher. I'll ensure the foul bow reveals his true
We're gonna IT
figure.
for a car manufacturer
The
that give the
monster
city away.
revealed,
Damn.
The witcher shall strike. The beast will he slay, thrust his head on a pike.
Ah, my child will pity her love, this beast, but a fiend and a maid. No, this must cease.
Funny. I like this.
Gathered are we, a host fair and noble, to celebrate this day, the princess's betrothal.
Alas, no monster do I see or hear. Perhaps midst the guests he hides, in fear.
I love the idea of Geralt acting.
Long have we hid our love's tender fires. In stealth we'd kiss, deceitful like liars. Tonight shall it end. Be my wife. That's my plea.
Oh no, he's drunk.
Our heart's torment over, we shall love for centuries.
Oh, darling, I will, I will, I will!
Wait, with wine must we toast this moment joyful. If not, a foul curse shall rend your lives woeful.
Ah, 'tis not wine, but a brew spiked with silver. Soon all shall see my true monstrous figure.
Hark, 'tis no prince, but a Doppler impostor. If the maid loves him, it seems we've lost her.
Behold, Witcher, the beast of which I spoke. Unleash your sword. Let fly the killing stroke. Stop, stop, beast or man. 'Tis my love, my betrothed.
Sheath your
Betrothed.
blades, fear a Doppler.
5'3".
Most
Fucking
foolish.
Oscar is 16 and 5. Like what?
Remember, 'tis not flesh a monster makes. But a lack of morals. And a surfeit of cakes.
Witcher, 'tis true. This wretch's foul suspicions tainted my mind with this plan so malicious. The Doppler must live. My daughter he'll wed. Beast or man, she loves him truly, without dread.
'Tis our tale's end, good folk, and its moral is this. Show love for Dopplers, as well as for fish.
The Witcher is just a true Doppler's friend. But you, foul pain, in chains you shall end. Guard! Call the guard! Remove the traitor at once!
Hey.
Oh no, it's 5'4".
Command, come up here.
Come on then, Governor. Up you go. On stage.
Toss the traitor scum in the dungeon!
Don't be afraid. In the end, everyone will live happily ever after. Doppler and Princess wed the same night. The servant's heart melted. He wept at the sight.
Dopplers to the stake! Burn them all! He's right. I'm Mummers. Don't know the Eternal Fire's commandments?
Blasphemers! Order teach some respect for the faith!
What are you on about? Shut the fuck up and clap before I tear you new arseholes.
Tear me a new one? We'll see about that. On your feet, boys! Give them a taste of hell in the name of the church!
Give us a hand, Witcher. Can't take them on our own.
Here we go. It's kicking off. Oh! Ow. Why are these all so weak? They're all so weak. Like, I'm aware I'm a little bit over-leveled for this point now, but they're pathetic. Ah! Console Valorant. Oh dear. Tell me it ain't so, Tyrex. Tell me it ain't so.
Geralt, you recognized me. How'd you do it?
Greetings, Dudu. Heard about that souvenir Horson left on your face.
So, you know everything? Have you seen Ciri?
Tyrex, I might switch over to the Siege stream just for the rest of this Project Zero game and then come back to this after this. Because I'm really struggling to not look.
Won't believe it when I tell them.
Explain one thing to me. How'd you and Dandelion manage to displease Reuven, Horson, and the Temple Guard all at the same time?
It's not as if we planned it.
I know Ciri went back to Horson's to get you. How'd you manage to escape?
I ran after her, wanting to keep up, but I'd have been a hindrance. She called out to me and treated me to shapeshift and disappear.
Zeggy! 10 months! 10 months! What the fuck? Oh my god. Wait, how even have you... What? Oh, 10 separate months. No, 10 months in a row? What the fuck? How? That's crazy. Thank you, Zeggy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We weren't even streaming 10 months ago. Thank you, Zeggy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you lots, brother. We're switching over to the Project Zero Twisted Mind game after this, because I can't take my fucking eyes off of it, bro.
Transform. Change into her.
The Willy Witcher.
I feel strange. Both of you staring at me bug-eyed. Is that enough?
Yeah. Plenty. Bad idea.
Not angry with me, are you, Geralt?
No.
I feel relieved.
And Dandelion? Were you able to find him?
Witch hunters nabbed him, but there's good news too. We think we can free Dandelion. Just need your help.
What could I do?
Take on Menga's appearance, then go and give the order for Dandelion to be moved to Oxenfurt.
We'll lie in ambush in a ravine en route.
2020. Ah, yeah. Fair.
Wait, not so fast. How am I to be Menga? And I've no notion where Dandelion's being held.
Listen, you'll manage. Everybody believes Menga's missing. You can make up any story you want.
My lads and me will lie in ambush in the ravine. Geralt will then join us and we'll await word from you.
But how am I to contact you as Menga? Send word that the convoy's left.
You'll need to figure that out. Come on, Guile's your middle name.
So, we all clear? Dudu, get your ass to Temple Isle. I'm off to assemble my crew. And we'll be waiting for you, Geralt.
Alright, we're gonna switch over to the Siege momentarily.
Whoa, wait! Hold on!
Skip this. Shut up.
Not bad.
Oh my god. Shush.
I'm just such
Gosh. Right. We're switching. So I've been given permission by Tom, by the way, to just watch his stream, so we're gonna do that. One second. I just want to make sure that when I open this, it doesn't fucking dox me. Seconds. Okay, there we go. There we go, baby. No more spoilers. Yeah, we're switching to this and then we're switching back once this is done, but I can't take my fucking eyes off.
No one yet able to confirm the kill. Trig's gonna be forced out of position. Somehow tanks that grenade. Groovy, the Reaper.
We're now on top of Tom.
Finding 2 with the secondary, but the fight is coming back from Twisted.
There we go.
2 versus 2. Hasham on low HP. Jalad on low
So we want Project Zero to win this. Oscar is currently 18-6.
Left in at 1 versus 2. Oscar spots him out. They might know about the rotation in towards IT here. Oscar's shins eat up a big chunk of damage. Oscar goes down, sprinting in. Skeptic versus Jalad. Shotgun in hand.
Not the shotgun. Not the shotgun.
Fight here and maybe look to try and force a plant here. Skeptic, what do you have in your locker, brother? From that range, you've got to feel Jalad will not win that gunfight.
He's planned what?
Skeptic sticking the plant. Skeptic.
That's a huge plan.
Jalad reposition. And
Skeptic!
Crashes out the 1v1. What are the Twisted Mind fans saying now?
Oh my god.
0-7 for the victory.
Oh my god.
Twisted Minds map pick.
Project Zero, bro.
Quiet in the chat unless you're a Project Zero fan. Up the bloody PZ, baby. 1 foot on the plane to Paris.
Wow.
Up the PZ. I'm fucking sweating. Up the fucking PZ. Come on now.
Wow. Good God. Oh my God. Did not see that coming.
Pressure on, baby.
Holy
Pressure
shit.
On. That's me pretending to lick an arsehole cracks.
Alright, so Project Zero have taken the first round. First game.
Oscar is so fired, bro. I might
Let me get Tom's chat open. Theater mode, yeah? Yeah, there we go. That's crazy.
Yeah, what up, Hyper? How are you?
That's crazy.
Mate, what a game.
So Project Zero take round 1. Game 1. That's nuts. We're dropping an 18 kill game in Pro League. Like, I'm aware both teams are T2. But with that in mind, like, you'd think it'd be more even? Not one of them just fucking sweeping? Like, what the hell? What a game. What a first game. Wow. Gonna dive into Stardew. Right, I like Stardew, right? Like, I'm a fan of Stardew. I enjoy it a lot. However, every time I play it, I just can't get, like, really into it. I don't know what it is. Like, I genuinely get bored. Let's get off of Tom's, actually. We'll just watch this one. Like, I'm assuming it's just me being an idiot, right? Which is why I can't, like, just... Which is why I can't just hack it and stay on it. But, like, how do you do it? Because, like, either I get bored or I get, like, stuck, and then I just get annoyed that I'm stuck. Which, this is on Chrome. I never use Chrome. I only ever use Chrome if I'm showing Twitch on the stream. And I've done that twice in the entire time I've been streaming. Hello, Nomo. I've done that twice in the entire time I've been streaming. That's it. That's why. Nomo, how are we, bro? How's stream going? How's stream going? How's stream going? Did you just want the confirmation that you were allowed to co-stream? Well, I wasn't gonna. I was playing The Witcher, and then I told Tom, and he shouted at me for not watching the game because I really wanted Project Zero to win. And then I couldn't look away from his stream, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just watch the stream." And then switch back to The Witcher once it's done because I couldn't. I couldn't focus. Let me try something actually. Can I do? Let me try something. I want to do this, and then I want to do this, and then I want to do this, and then I want to do this. Yeah! Now we look proper. Bro, the siege has been ridiculous. The siege has been so good. It's silly how good the siege has been, bro. Like, what the hell? Absolutely ridiculous. It's getting me back in. It's getting me back in the mood for SI, bro. Let me. Can I? Oh, up my overlays. There it is. Duocast map 2. Ooh. Why do we do it so we have each other's cameras both on? But yes, I am down. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. One of those TikTok videos with the Subway Surfers. Like, it's a... do you want me to get another graphic in the other corner? Do you want me to put Tom's stream in the other corner? Hold on. Let me just go into my... This one. I want to make the chat bigger, but it'll delete the chat so far, but bang. And now, yeah, there's the chat's deleted, but every chat from now, it'll fit more on the screen. It makes more sense in the long run. Trust me. Trust me. I hope. Boobies, you know how to get my attention. You know how to get my attention. Wee. I love how that's what shows up. That first game was nuts. Tom bottom left. Oh, hold on. Why bottom left, not bottom right? Hold on, let me try and add something. I don't even know if this will work. Okay, no, that doesn't work. What about... Oh, I could do this, actually. Let me do this. This will work. I know how to get this to work. I know how to get this to work. 100% I know how to get this to work. I do... this. That's wrong. There you go. You got an insight into my like master devices there. Why don't I put Tom there? Why don't we put Tom there? There we go. Perfect. Perfect. What? And then do we put Nomo on the other one? Did you watch any of the VP? I watched all of the VP game. It was nuts. I feel like Spotify's better. At least for me, it's better. I watched all of the VP game. It's crazy. Got more channel points. Yeah, I've not got that many. Yeah, but you've also been around for a lot longer than me, Vinny. You've been around for a lot longer than me. But Nomo. Like, I've not got Chrome open. Hold on. Let me open Chrome. You are a Tom OG. You're a lot more OG than I am. You're a lot more OG than I am. I wish I knew Tom for longer, but at the same time, I feel like if I knew Tom for longer, a lot of things would be very different from like me and my stream. Like I'm a very different person than I was with you. I feel like it'd be... I actually pissed in Tom's computer when it was built. Oh, did the Punk PC boys make Tom's computer? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Alright, Noma, I've just invited you, bro. Noma, I've invited you, brother. We sponsored Tom and Into the Breach. Oh, sick. Sick. That's very cool. That's very cool. I like that. Hold on. I'm just doing a few things. We're going DC? Yes. 2 seconds. We make every POV slightly delayed. And now Tom's a punk. Tom's a punk partner, is he? I love that. I love that. You can't see that, can you? I just want to make sure. Good. Hello, Tyler. How are we, brother? How are we? How are we? How are we? How are we? I missed you too. He doesn't show it off because he's mean to us, but we're in his bio. I love that for him. I love that for all of you. Like, the connection you guys must have is class. It must be really good. I rate that. Like, I look forward to if I can get this to where I want it to go. And where, like, I would dream about Twitch going, if, like, I could have, like, meaningful partners. Like, I wouldn't want, like, random bullshit sponsorships with people that I don't give a fuck about. But, like, to have, like, partnerships with companies that either I knew personally or, like, had similar sort of aims to me and, like, aspirations and goals and values and stuff. I think that'd be cool. Obviously, you know, we're very early. You need to fuck. We're not getting a... Maybe if I was a punk partner. Maybe if I was a punk partner, who knows? I'd get another PC just for the foot cam so that it never crashed. It's just perpetually on. But I feel like that like obviously my channel's still in its baby phase, but eventually that'd be so cool. Thank you for the bit, Tyler. I don't know why, but you do. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, how are we?
Not bad, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I'm excited. I'm excited. I need this next game.
I know me too. I think Project Zero are going to do it. I don't know.
They look good. They look really good.
Stole them, by the way. I have no.
No, Noma moved himself. That was all him. That was all him. That wasn't me. Right, anyway, I'm just gonna hit deafen for a sec. I'll be back. Hello, Jack. How are we? How are we? How are we? How are we, my sweet prince? We'll sort your PC if you need a new PC. Is this on the exclusive deal that it's for a foot cam though? Is that the caveat that it has to be for a foot cam? Tyler, I wasn't asking you. Right, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna fill my water up. Calm down, or I don't have any socks on. Stay calm. Hello, Carl. How are we? How are we? Mwah. Stay calm. Stay calm. Do you want to buy? I don't need a new PC. I was talking about hypothetically. It's all those souls. You're freaks, man. You're freaks. You're absolute freaks. It's disgraceful. What PC do I want? Well, I've only recently got a new PC. Right, should we see what the what these guys are saying?
Important
You should
moments
still
when
be
you
able
find
to hear
yourself
them,
a
I
map
hope.
point, because it
Unless
sounds
I've done
so
this
easy,
horribly
but it
wrong.
isn't as easy said as done when you think about like, oh, it's just one more map and we
I
make it
realize
to the
what I've
biggest
done.
tournament of the year, which is a big goal for the players
I need to
inside
do
this roster.
this.
Stamina will come into play, right? Twisted Minds have already played a best of 3 earlier today, and I feel like if you do want to punch that ticket to SI, you need to earn it. You need to deserve it by showing that you have the depth inside of these best of 3s. The players are still joining the lobby though, of course. We need to give them some time. As we said, Stamina is going to be coming into play. Twisted Minds have already played that best of 3 earlier. This is probably
I
the
don't
most
realize where I'm
important
going
map
wrong.
of their career. Also, looking forward
Says
to
it's
what's
got
coming after
sound, but
this,
I can't
right?
hear it on this. Oh, it's because
Sure, it's great to go to an S tier event,
just
but
being an idiot.
for the longevity of the rosters, they want to
I
make it
said it's
inside
on
a tier
monitor.
1 as well.
Fucking moron.
Even
Yeah, I can hear it.
knowing, Whippet, that there are some organizations right now in tier 1 that have dropped their players or will kick players at the end of this competitive year and will be looking to pick up other players.
I really think Project Zero are the team that I will
Build
look
one to
for
scale
through
of your
Europe and
ass.
even internationally that
That
you
sounds
might poach some
sensational.
of them
I like
from.
that.
The biggest shout will always be Groovy coming back in with that tier
I
one
like the
experience,
sound
but
of
this
that.
team have put themselves in the words of what Super would say, sometimes in outside tier 1 you gotta play to put yourself on the best shelf possible. They've done that inside every
Jack.
competition they've played, and making SI is a perfect kind of sign us now opportunity if they can find their way there. Huge investment for them, but they are so talented, and the fact is, they are playing Orgless right now. That's an insane thing to think about. They are on the cusp of the biggest challenge, and they're doing this all on their own backs.
Yeah.
Project
100%.
Zero
Like,
winners,
this is the
surely.
opportunity. Like, yes, you could say,
Oh my God,
you're
excuse
putting
me.
yourself in the shop window, but just remember,
I shook
SI
Oscar's
is
hand
the
at Manchester and it's
pinnacle
like shaking hands
of
with a
seeds.
bag full
It
of
is the high
beans.
table.
What?
Every single big moment, all
Is
the big memories
Oscar
the players
a
want to
particularly
make is there.
fragile man?
Like, they don't care about being picked up by an org. They want to get there. All
Check
that other
this
stuff will
goddamn
sort itself out later. And if any player's thinking about orgs right now, they're not doing the right thing. Just focus on winning this one map, and then worry about what happens comes next.
That's true. It's a different perspective, I guess, you can have. Of course, you're thinking about your future, but the near future being so much more important in this one. The whole of the SI LCQ has come down to this. We started with 8 teams, as we said. Only 3 remained at the start of this day. We said goodbye to Virtus Pro. The fact that we're remaining here with 2 tier 1 players, and one is going to guarantee their spot into SI.
Oh,
Join
God.
Falcons, G2, and Secret as the representatives
Just for
EML
reference.
is an absolute
Hold
big
on.
thing to tick off the bucket list for these players. And I mean, that's the biggest event of the year that you can attend, you know, in regards of a career of a player. So
How do I add
also
this?
important. The game is almost starting. We're waiting on our final players to join in on the
Oh,
lobby. Speaking of
God.
starting sites as well. This is
That
indeed
wasn't good.
Project Zero
That
starting
wasn't good.
or pick source. So that means that Twisted Minds can start on the defense. They want to make sure they push it back to who the game is about to start. As you can see, the question is,
Oh,
can Project Zero
man.
finish this in 2 and punch their ticket to the 6th Invitational, or will we witness a legendary comeback from Twisted Minds? Consulate will give us all these answers.
In February, just a couple of weeks away, all of the best teams in the
I
world
wanna
will
add the
sit
thing,
down
but it's
and
not
walk past
here.
that hammer as they start their journey with
It's
it to
not
try to
here.
become
Oh, it's 'cause I did
world
it.
champions. It's what every player dreams of. And who would have thunk at the start of the year that Project Zero and Twisted Minds would be battling it out here? To
I see
be
now
there
why I
to
couldn't do
join
it. This
the
is
best
this is
of
what
the
it was.
best. And Project Zero, they are on advantage. They've got the map in the bag. They're just one map win away from being the best table in the world.
what an achievement this would be for these young players, but Twisted Minds as well.
So
do not
Noto
want
saying,
to
"I'm
go
so sorry.
quietly
I'm
into
so
the
sorry."
night this time around. They have been at the mountaintop. These players.
Keep
have
that-
large
I don't
organizations
see
have
why
stood
to not
upon
keep
the
that there, you
precipice
know?
of siege before,
I don't see any
and,
reason
well,
to not do
staring
that.
down the barrel of Project
Know what I mean?
Zero, that's the mountain they have to get past yet again.
Know what I
to find a
mean?
way
Like, we're definitely getting rid of
table.
that.
We're going to consulate the defensive side of Twisted
Wait, why
Minds
do
and
I
Wilkinson.
have-
We talked about it briefly, but I really want to mention here, this is the favorable
No 10
side
gifted. If
on
10
Consulate.
gifted means
Your defense
toes,
is also
then-
where you want to have
then
your big
definitely not.
investment. You want to get your
Oh my god, I'm not
5 rounds
subscribed. I'm
ideally.
not subscribed. I'm
Project
not
Zero,
subscribed.
obviously, they'll be content with the 4-2 split here, but are they going to push super hard to try and find this level on a 3-3?
I see. They're
I
one of the
need
teams
to
that I think
resub.
actually
I need to
try.
resub.
You know, I think they're not happy. with
I
two
don't
rounds
want
of
ads.
attack. I
Let
feel
me
like they
resub real
really wanna
quick.
push for the third. A map like Consulate, you can't
Let me
find joy.
resub.
You can build.
Oopsies!
Screams it. That yes, they're going
Alright,
for
here
the
we go.
spawn peak. That early bit of aggression. They might find it. That silhouette's a second away, but he was using audio and it didn't work. But whip it. Barbed wire, Goyo casters, Denari, Tachanka, smoke. Everything about Twisted Minds is saying we are the team that is going to control the clock this round.
They want to try and choke this one out as best as possible. They want to cinch in a deep predicted choke and just grind out Project Zero to make sure there's no way out. Now, being the default site here, we're not going to see that traditional kind of pressure from that window, and we're going to see a more spread
Lovely.
out.
There we
They
go.
likely want to have that initial pressure arriving
There we
from
go.
the
I just have
side
to
of
sit-
admin. They're going to
sit
open
like
up
a
that
cat
single
instead of
wall, and
leaning
they're
back
going
in
to
my chair.
scout from your window what they
Sat in
can
my
deal
ranked
with.
position
The
right now.
Goyo canisters are going to be a nightmare to burn away. The first one has been popped, and with the Chonka with those Shamika launchers,
There we go.
sit here and hold on.
On the
Project
dog
Zero,
ship map,
consider
but
sorting things out. And the
make
concern
do.
I have for this, you commit to your CO
I don't mind
take.
Consulate. I quite like it.
No first down below to clear the player
Are
behind.
we going to see another Oscar masterclass?
Yeah, that's a really good point
I
that you
hope so.
have, and I think that if you
Was
want to clear that player behind
sensational.
us, maybe getting a little bit of control over on this
That was
opposite
so
side
good.
could be the play.
Consulate's good
The
map,
yellow pings,
disagree.
you can see the
Yeah,
drone,
thank
you
you
can
for
see the Denari.
Disagree.
You know that there's somebody
What?
playing
The
in more
Denari
bending
tech.
as the rest of the team start to
Gatti
push
would
up.
be
So I
proud.
think this is phantom pressure. You're putting pressure over by that CO, that window
The
side,
Denari tech.
to enable
Oh, Jesus.
the rest of the team to go for that more horizontal
Denari
approach.
is-
I like.
I don't
the
know
way
why, but I can
Project Zero
smell
setting this
J-Lad
up.
having a good
This
game.
could be a really big fight. Flexi steps in.
Oh!
Skeptic just walks in.
Never
Gets
mind.
2 kills. Oscar's
It might be
inside
slightly
split,
behind you.
but just as
I
they
am
get
slightly
2,
behind- I am slightly
Twisted Minds get 2 of their own.
Holy
And
shit.
Are you
Skeptic's
on?
got
Are you on
himself tucked in
Chrome
the
or
corner in the middle sight.
Opera?
However, the case is
I
called
don't
out
know,
by
bro.
Baguette, and that's
Yeah,
going to be
it's
Twisted
slower.
Minds firing off 2 of their own guards at
I
P9,
don't
find
have
that
Chrome, but we can
success,
do
and,
Firefox.
well, we find ourselves
Yeah, do
in a
that, do
position
that.
where it's all down the Flexi. He's alone by himself.
What are the
but he
laser?
does have
They're
the
like cap cans, but they do like not much damage and then they slow you down.
Recovered, and the SMG-12 is
And after like
poking
10
in
seconds, they
close
turn
to
themselves
narrow
back on
hallways
unless
of
you
top
destroy the thing that they come
Consulate.
from.
Will he be able to creep in?
That's
to
not
the
very
alarm?
realistic.
In that range advantage, he can contest from a distance. Yellow pings are there, so he knows where players are sitting and holding, but likely deep by the window. He doesn't need to worry
Lexi?
just yet. He'll try and stick it.
Twisted
He'll try
Minds
and
have done
tighten
well
it.
to
Pros don't
bring this back.
fake, and he might get
Yeah,
all
pros
the
don't
way.
fake,
He
baby.
does, and that will force reaction.
In the 5
As
seconds
the
of
implication
the
of my vending
switch,
machine
you
is
can
there, but I think
grab.
he's going to get caught out with too many angles. Finds
Oh my
one!
God.
This might be a moment. Flexi!
Oh,
Going out
Flexi's so good.
huge!
Flexi's so good.
5v2! Twisted Minds!
Oh my
let it
God.
slip, and Project Zero take full advantage. 1 round in the bag.
Oh my
Always cheer for a
god!
clutch
Put it
whipping.
together, bro.
1v2.
Oscar's
I
on the
thought
mind
Minds did the
games.
right thing. They sent one
To
player
play the
on
devil's
flank, the
advocate,
other player
welcome
there
to the
to play
fucking
the
game,
trade once he
Flexi.
stepped
Oh
up.
my god!
Flexi with a big one. And whip
He
it.
might have had a
But
quiet
didn't
game
mind
there, but he's
everybody.
just
He got
just
one
planted and
kill
got a
in the
double.
previous map. He's
Oh!
got 3 already on the first round.
Oh, we
What
are
a
actually
great
seeing
answer
Prime
back
Siege
that
today.
is. And
That's
Project
disgusting. Am
Zero
I a
are
big
gonna be
Twisted
feeling
Mind
beaten.
fan? Same owner as your
Imagine how
oil
Flexi
shagging
is,
football
particularly
club.
after that last map, being the guy in the first round. to drop
No, I
first
actually
blood
fuck with
unconscious.
Project Zero.
That's going to be a huge boon to momentum, morale, and
So I'm a big fan of that round
single
outcome.
mental attribute that Project
Flexi's
Zero
just dropped to
will
3k.
have. He finds a way to win that, and that's a huge play. He realized that rotation went deep from the auto queue. He didn't actually see.
Jim! Thank you for the the resub, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Jim. 6 months. Can't believe we're going into our 6th month of knowing each other. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Jim. I really appreciate you, bro. Really appreciate you.
Getting those cameras under control meant the teammates were able to give him solid, good information. We saw those yellow pings from the earlier stage.
What do we think they're doing here? Is this
information and confidence to make that
main breach and hatch?
Yeah, Hasham's going to
Maybe
try
a chance
to
Sledge takes
but
vert.
we can see there's no
Where's Groupie going here?
side, but the Solace on the roam.
They've got no EMPs.
Would it be an
it's
issue?
only
Remember, we
like-
spoke about how condensed
they've got
of a map
grenades
this
then.
is.
They've only got
They've got
You
two
can
lots of
spot out
grenades.
Those drones from pretty far away, and you can move. You can spot
Unless
those
Groupie's gonna
players.
try and slip down
Real
backside.
external roam.
Two lots
being
of
played
nades
by
is
the
more than
defenders.
enough
One
to-
player
yeah.
top floor, one
There we
player
go,
on the
they're already
middle.
opening
When
it.
all that's going on, Project Zero. they
I'm
get the
intrigued by
breach
Groupie
open.
here.
I think
Groupie's
there was a
exciting me.
Attempt to trick that on the defensive side,
I mean, there's
tossing
someone there.
the
There is.
I don't think he's seen him.
explosive
though.
over, but I don't think Impact stopped it. So the
Groupie!
Groupie, there's places to sit.
Oh,
Not the Mistrone! Oh no! Oh, Crispy! My guy! Welcome back to the game, Crispy. Thank you for the resub.
And this is what Project Zero need to avoid at all
Thank you,
costs.
Crispy. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
First
How are
of
we
all, they
doing?
need to
How
keep
are you? How are
themselves
you? How are
in
you?
the
What have you
fight,
been up to,
level
big
playing
boy?
count all the time. Not the position
Hibana attack?
they like, but they'll try their best to walk in and out of visa, get that hatch open, or at least try
Hibana
their
attack?
best
Right,
to do
Hibana
so.
attack.
Believe that's being clicked down below.
Why don't you have a
Mr.
streak?
Mines
Because I think you
set
missed
up
last
towards
month.
Sighton. Play this nice and slow.
Look at that, Jalad's going to get a bit aggressive here as well as he pushes over towards those yellow stairs. Gets rid of the
sledge being there
gets
wasn't
that
on my
quick
bingo
position.
card.
The nade will force them out, but the pixel angle not working in the attacker's favor. Jalad still plays this position,
Oh,
but
you
he
pulled
will
very-
surely know that that angle is being held. So he
Jalad's in a sticky sitch here.
If you're going to be tucked in a corner
He's
close
got the
to a
shotgun
door,
though.
I would take a shotgun.
50,
He's
50,
pretty
like
well
half
equipped
HP
for that
there.
fight whenever it comes.
Flexi looks a little bit
Some
fucked
damage
there.
taken out by vending as well, and
All it
Oscar
takes is
wounded
the
too.
go fire with
And
them.
while Twisted Minds, they
Move
haven't
the
found any
front
kills
of
from that opening, but they've been able to just to chip away at the damage of two members of Project Zero. And the deadlock here by bottom yellow stairs makes this oh so difficult for the side of PZ to get.
Someone needs to make something happen. 55 seconds. These guys aren't really
Fake vaulting
that
from
late
Gully does
usually
not
on the
disrupt
push.
The rhythm of guards who plays nice and posted up with that
And we
SMG-12
saw in
working
the
above the
last
open
game how good
breach. And
Twisted
wow,
Minds were
40
against
seconds
the late
running out of
push.
time.
Exactly.
Project Zero,
They're just shutting
like the
down
hero
every
yet
time.
again.
They know how to wank it
Moving a little
really
further away
well.
might actually enable that vault bin as well, because the audio queue will be there. But
I mean,
Yeah, we're making moves. We're
Yeah,
on
they
site.
did.
We are on
Middle
site.
You see
Holy
the
shit.
double
Holy
with
shit.
the mind, and they're
Skeptic
going to
just
be killed
walked
for
in.
Skeptic. He's got the case. He's
Oh!
got the sight.
You plus there as well.
There's a little gunfight. If
Oh!
this is won by you, poor.
Oh my God.
They've just let them in.
So Skeptic is going to find a spot to play.
They've got to look at yellow.
Bottom yellow.
I don't think they have any idea about yellow. They have no idea.
Solace,
Turn
still
around.
alive from above, but you've got to go very far from where you're standing if you want to prevent this case from going down. A reposition.
They know about Spiral. They know about Spiral.
Shotgun in the hands of P9.
Jim! Thank you for the gifted sub to Kokafe as well! Thank you, Jim. Thank you for the gift, brother. Thank you, bro. Jalad was huge and they needed that hold. If they didn't win that, the game's
Played
dropped.
this perfectly. That's for
Oh, yeah.
somehow they managed
Well
to get their
played,
lines
Twisted
completely
Minds. They
breached.
needed that.
Project
Jim,
Zero
thank you
is
so
down
much
to
for
the
the
main garage,
gifted,
and they find
brother.
themselves deep
Thank
inside
you,
of
thank you,
sight.
thank you.
With
Getting
the
yourself
numbers
on that
advantage held
leaderboard,
early
bro.
for Twisted Minds and
Thank
has
you, big
grown in the
dog.
middle of
Thank
that
you, thank you,
chaos,
thank you.
helped them hold on, and most importantly, the Solace had the info. Hisham knew exactly when and where that case went down. There's
What's this
nothing
about?
they could do
Paris,
to stop
Crispy?
it. And when you find
Where are you
yourself
staying
with
for
one player
Paris?
standing with so many angles on that basement to hold, and while Project
Just,
Zero
I'm like
stalled
15
themselves
minutes
out a
away
little
from the
bit there.
venue.
They were very slow and uncharacteristic.
Google
compared to
dinosaur
what we
with
saw
500
on that
teeth.
Haven Labs. They had the tempo under their control on that map.
Exactly the same thing we
Twisted Minds
saw
are finding the rhythm
against
setting
Pro though.
themselves here.
Twisted Minds just picking up
Yeah,
that
you think
entry
about
kills
that
and
side as well, but is there,
falling
there's
back and-
virtually nowhere.
Yeah, if
that
Twisted Minds
Twisted
get a
Minds
pick, they're
can
more than
go
happy to
to
just turtle up
if
after that.
Solace is playing above. Like, it's just impossible. And if it was a 1 versus 2, it might be easier to hold the Solace.
Its
above,
mouth
but when
looks
that
like it
1v3,
perfectly
there's
fits a
just
pizza
way
box
too
inside
much
of
for
it.
the
What is
cover player
that?
to worry about. Hisham got the kill. Twisted Minds. Pull one back, but it was a slow round. It
You
was
don't
a
think I
long
no, I'm not
round.
in the Ibis. I've
And
got an
that, I
Airbnb
think suits
with like 7
Project
people.
Zero. The longer rounds, the longer they go on.
Look at the
Causes
name. Wait, what was it
problems for
called?
Twisted Minds, who go back to the top floor with it, and I'm not seeing any real difference to their setup.
What's it called?
They're bringing the
Oh
Goyle,
my
they're
god.
bringing,
That's
you know, the
try and
same
read
setup,
that
all
out.
set up to score
Okay.
things out. The only thing I will say is it's
Right.
not as if everything went wrong for them last time. Like, they did everything right. It was
Uh,
just
J-
a
uh,
hero player
J-Lad has kinda
after
turned it on
getting
now.
defender cam. cams.
Gillard,
so
sorry.
it changes things up a bit.
Gillard, P9 and guards.
Project Zero, they want to keep this within touching distance. They do not want to let some daylight grow. Even
Their issue's going to be if Oscar turns it on again, because he's currently 0-2.
Box towards Projector, gain themselves some access, and this can be a difficult one to break. I often mention how I would imagine Project Zero are
If Oscar cooks again, oof.
Takes, but not really finding
Coca
success.
Fay, how are we? How are we? You got gifted a sub, but let's go! How are we?
Did you see any of the argument last night that,
they can begin to get a foothold deep inside of
that we had in Tom's server?
Was this about
so
football?
much pressure as well with all the
No,
filter
no,
window
it's
being
gotta be
open, the
with
visa window
fucking,
below. It gives those attackers something to worry about, something to think about. As
Warstar.
we'll start to
No,
see a
what
little
went
bit
down?
of work being put in. The Flores sending
Warstar
the
was just
drones
saying
in,
like NA so
hoping to
much better
clear
than EU. And
Oh, that's
like,
pure
not
cap.
having
That
any
is
shit.
complete
those
copium.
Daenerys that are going to be on
That's
that door, because
no,
those
not even
Daenerys
close.
are
Like, yes, they've
very
won the
much a
last
key
couple of
part
events,
this
but
fallback, this layered defense that
the
Twisted
actual
Minds are going to
standard
play
is so
on that
far
side of
off.
the map. Flexi, on the other hand,
Oh yeah, we were watching the
wouldn't be
game. We were watching
surprised to
the
see a creep
DG game.
up the spiral stairs, followed by
DG
this
Cloud9,
creep by
it was just
Oscar as
like
well,
that.
but
This yellow push could be
foiled by that
limbs.
pesky barbed wire that's going to force them to stop.
Oscar on the yellow stairs here,
Make
and
a
they
lot
have
of
no
noise if he wants
idea.
to go further.
I think Oscar might just try and burn through this, but he will be a patient lurk here.
This could be
sitting,
big.
waiting for the
this is
prime
better.
opportunity. And the
Oh,
Rotera drone
if Flores was able to get that, wow.
And that might just show their hand.
Wow.
Why would you want to clear that barbed wire from the rooftop? There might be someone lurking, and Oscar, with the game knowledge he has, realizes it's time to make that relocation. That's
Yeah,
on
Oscar's rotating his pick.
Profit from that
Gelad's
rotation
future.
here.
He gets a
But he
freebie.
makes a lot of noise.
Easy!
That's one, but a complete
Lexi's
attack to
gone!
Flexi. He wasn't using his ears at all. He was a little bit too focused on the flank the other way.
Skeptic's in.
But a repel
Oh!
in by Skeptic.
Oh.
He's
Skeptic's
gonna
not in.
burn as many of those Tamika launchers as he possibly can.
Turned around.
Now Oscar,
Instantly.
he'll begin
Trying
to
to
be the one
burn those
to
is
wrap up
great,
those
but he's got
spiral stairs,
so
but
many
once
of them.
again,
You
barbed
have
wire,
to
but
clear him
if
one way or
it's
another. You
as
can't
make the
No,
noise,
get him
it'll
to
get the
burn
player on
unless
that
you've
long
been
desk
doing it
to
from
go
like the
for
start of
peek,
the
and
round.
Oscar
30
is
seconds is
waiting,
not
he's
enough
ready.
time
He
to
knows
burn
that
that.
usually
I
there's
don't think they know
somebody on
God's
bending
behind the
or
desk.
there's somebody behind this desk.
Does
And
he?
this is a
It
bit of a
looks like he
tense
does.
I think
standoff.
he
If I'm
knows.
behind that desk, I don't move. Do
Minimum
not
he
give away
suspects.
your
Maybe he
position.
doesn't know.
But Groovy,
Groovy.
he'll
Groovy's
get it
there we
going.
go.
That might
There we
make the
go.
defenders a little antsy.
He'll have to burn his time.
The
He'll open
smoke
up that
being
barbed
gone's
wire. That
huge.
might
There's
be
only
Mirabelle.
one
He'll
more.
fall out
Oh!
the window. That will be honorable. Trick's gonna get
Trick
one on the
Groovy
skeptic.
gone.
Groovy finds that trade. Back to level
Oscar,
5.
there we
Oscar
go.
finally gets that one. They have to try and dive in and make this case go down. Oscar holds
Oh,
that in his
Groovy!
hands. Groovy finds a third in the round, leaving us all down the one. Guards, it's 0-0, gets
Oh,
tapped
guards,
by
holy
Zimikos.
shit.
He finds the
Yeah,
opening
good
pick.
Great
Try and find
pick.
a way back in this round. The
Oh, there we go.
Groovy finds himself
Let's
fourth.
go,
0-0.
PZ.
Find a way to scrap and brawl.
Wow.
He goes top floor to find a second round.
They made
what
that
it
happen. They made that happen. That
Is two
that
rounds
looks
enough
sketchy
on
for them
attack
there.
on Consulate Whippet? Like,
No,
do
I
you
reckon it's
think
gonna
Project
be
Zero
another
have done the
really
bare
late
minimum? Or
decision.
do you
Yeah.
think they need
And you
drinks?
can't.
Because that was another good round on the top
Not
door.
against Twisted
And the
Minds. You can't go
chances
late.
are,
That's good, PZ.
Twisted Minds will
Who's
have to go
winning
back there
SI?
again, right? It's 3 rounds down. It comes
Project
back
Zero.
into the rotation. If they win
Yeah.
basement, they'll have to go to
It'd be
piano,
limbs if
and then
Project
like
Zero
start
won.
the
A
top round
T2
again.
team winning,
Project
that'd be
Zero have
sick.
won twice already.
I think Secret on their day look good. I think obviously the Brazilians are always good.
Is this
So,
is this the bare minimum?
like,
to get the year second
Furia,
half content?
if
For
they're
most
on
teams,
it,
they would say yes. For Project Zero, I
they
don't
can
think
beat
so
anyone.
as well.
Furia
They
on their day
want to
can
get
literally
themselves
beat
either
anyone.
3-3 opening half,
So,
or an ideal
Fu-
world,
Gotta keep
they
looking
want
at
to
M80
lead
as well.
5-1.
Yeah, Fury are good. M80 are on an
Put off
unbelievably hot streak,
expectations
a good
and
hot
keep
streak.
going for round for round. We'll go down to
Falcons
our
are going to have that
middle
little
side,
bit because it's in
Expo
Paris.
and Piano.
Yeah,
So
Falcons will be on
going
going to be on home soil. They'll be absolutely gagging for it after losing the major and last SI. So Falcons will be a favourite because again they're like Furia, where on their day they can literally slam.
They commit around the various deep angles held here on this map. Some repicks from the side of Project Zero, nothing really too major. Oscar does move away from the Blackbeard, and a repick actually Sledge, Cavitao, and Brava all getting repicked out here. Massive shuffle from Project Zero.
And look at the fluidity of the roles as well, the way that these players play. Like Oscar, who was so good on entry and flanking in the last round.
A four-way.
More support operator inside of Ace. Flexi.
If I got a kill, I'd be happy. Get yourself in the next tick,
Yes,
Crispy.
I know
Probably
there's
next
only one round, he
weekend.
got 3 kills in, but he won that round. He switches over this
Carl,
time to the
no.
Ash, and well, I like it. It's a change in lineup, it's a change in the operators you're bringing, but it's also a bit more aggression because you don't see Ash as much as you used to
Rooney
with
could
it.
be.
But look at the roam game again. It's a
The Solace, sorry, could be
from Twisted Minds.
Gelad on Solis
top
could be
floor,
big here.
bottom floor, and then you might have one player on site if you're lucky.
You're working. No.
I just got a feeling
Damn.
Drunken needs to be perfect.
Next week's a guess. He just said he said he was going to do it in
Jan,
Jan, and that's the last weekend of Jan.
To get that drone network
it?
established.
No, it's
because you
not,
have
it's the weekend
players a lot who, well, Not really
Lying,
hunted as
spreading
effectively as
misinformation on the
old Solace
internet.
can, but certainly knows when they're
Hello,
coming.
Tyler.
Smoke grenades go out, and the first Selma is tossed to try and get access into the B bomb site itself.
Hi, Poppy.
but
How
not
are you?
finding
How are you?
success.
Fuck
And
damn
Groovy,
it.
on a little bit of a solo mission. But Hisham is tantalizingly close. He's just
Anthony, how
lurking inside a
beautiful.
storage room, and all Grubby will take it
I read
slowly.
Hisham's
He'll
name
be
is
very
Hisham on Twitch,
patient.
though.
He has no drone ahead of him.
Huh?
Does he know? I don't think he does.
I read Hisham's name as
I think
Hisham
they
on
might
Twitch.
not be
then I got a
annoying,
little,
but there's definitely a sensing. Like, you've got to assume on a site like this, there
Oh,
will
yeah.
be somebody below. So Grubby, yeah, there we go. He gets the drone, but the drone's above, right? So
yeah,
get
good.
another drone
W.
down there, work it out, clear the long angle, so you know that all that way is.
They're clearing,
going
but
to
they've
be
already wasted
safe.
quite a lot of
Just go left.
time.
Please go.
no
Oh,
way.
They've
Wait,
they've misdrawn Hisham as well.
Surely.
Oh, no,
This is
no,
gonna be
no,
bad.
no, no,
This is gonna be
no. They've managed to misdrone Hisham, but as he crosses
Oh,
that
no.
doorway, he does it in a wide position as just as Groovy
Groovy saw
kicks
the drones
out.
out.
He
I
might
think
reveal
Groovy
his
may have
shoulder,
saw that.
And this could lead us to a round
No, he didn't. He didn't. He has no
long
idea.
hold-off
But
and a
Hisham's making a
heel
lot of
kick
sound.
roll.
Oh,
But no, Groovy falls
He's
away.
going on now.
Hisham
Never
falls
mind.
away. He doesn't want to commit to that one. He wants to get back
He
to
should
his
have pushed
team.
that. I feel
And
like
realizes
he
the
could have
job
got
might be
Groovy there.
done here. 60 seconds, and he's held Groovy in place for a tremendously long time.
2 minutes gone, and you're still alive.
55
That is
seconds on the
perfect.
clock.
No real
5v5.
inroads whatsoever.
What?
Repelling on down. There is a player close by, but I don't
What?
see where Project Zero are going to get the little bit of advantage they need inside this round. You've still got the Solace, still playing below. I think the Flames
not play
is to
top
try and
four
prevent the
last
Solace
time.
This executes
from stopping
far
the
too
clash.
slow.
Flame off just
I don't
above
know.
where
Have
you
they
want
even
to
been
get that execute
upstairs?
to happen.
Yeah, that's
It's
Hisham,
on
the
the
refrag.
front,
There we go
back
again.
instantly. But the repel, you cannot skip steps. You
Yeah.
cannot get into the site.
I-
If you don't control the top floor, that's what happens.
Groovy?
25 seconds to go.
Oh,
Grubby and
no, yeah, no,
Skeptic,
man.
no case.
Shut
No
They took
chance, because
far
the
too
lad is there
long.
with a double
That's
on the
Really
so
have
cool.
any commitment to that top floor clear. They were reliant on the
Can't
Buck
do that.
walking in and having that to be their pressure. But with no solo entry,
Very
once
poor.
they
No
wander
surprise on that one.
into the vertical
Average, thank you. Just got back from Wales and pretty tired. I'm great, thank you.
leaving us in a position
Well,
to
not
explode
great. I'm
once
average.
again.
I'm very sore today.
Exactly what you want with the stakes as high as they
Very,
are.
very
Fate
tender.
out yet again. And for Twisted Minds, they want to ask themselves one question.
This is just text
How
me.
did Project Zero simply walk in previously? If they had a few more members standing, Project Zero could have got that case down and it might have been a different story.
Floor.
We should do a sweepstake for our side. Well, there will be that would be good actually. There'll be blah, 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 what's it called? A
Maybe the predictions in the fantasy league.
yeah, the fantasy league's what I'm meaning. Fantasy league, good crack. I want to know why I'm so. Just gym, not even in like gym. Not that gym. the gym where there's weights, not in like a gym lad. More just, I think I've overcooked it a little bit.
Why you saw Jim?
Yeah, Jim had his way with me.
Does not surprise me.
Finally got permission. As long as the main account is live, we're allowed to stream it.
Yeah.
From the top to the bottom, using the double shields, and that will give them a little bit more comfort when it does come to the plant later on.
Yeah, Jim made me really sore. Particularly my legs and my glutes, you know?
I've had quite a few rounds since the opening. You found 3 in a matter
You and him
of
doing
but yet
jumping on the
really
bed
haven't
together.
impact past that point. Reach towards projector. And well, if the one
Makes
lined up,
everyone
bolting
sore.
in the gumball might lead you straight to a shotgun.
Oh.
TCSG is waiting, and P9 wanted to get aggressive, but he backs away from it. Now those footsteps would have been audible, and Oscar, he needs a dab hand with an
Oh,
like this. and well,
J-Lad.
pulls it off, gets one,
J-Lad
no
just
retake
walked
from
into
type of
that.
gumball, and Oscar will scamper off in the wind. Huge pick from him. Opening pick, opening blood, and Jalad falls.
You feel a bit hot done by
That's a tough opener. That's a really tough opener.
Ain't going to give that one up for free. Hisham.
Oh, they know he's here. He's about to get fucked.
Oh my god, how has he got away with that? There we go, yeah. Losing a Blackbeard there is pretty rough, but yeah, I would as well. I take that.
What is this rat angle
This,
from Oscar?
this is big. This is big. This is big. This is big. Oscar needs to stop being silly. Oh no, they're giving away fights. They're selling fights. Oh my god, P9.
2 versus 3. Twisted Minds clapping back hard.
This is huge from them. They've got a really
Youpore's
critical
taking too long.
roadblock here in Visa. Not a lot you can do to contest this right now.
They're giving away like 1vx's for no reason.
Even more damage done as P9
They've sold this round so hard.
1 versus 3. It's gonna be Upor with a single point of HP to his name.
This was so unnecessary.
Upor on 1 HP.
Camera will spot him. The Goyo canister waiting, and the peak from the Ela surely to arrive. But
The-
still a wise choice from Trix. Sit back, wait, and play the time.
The only way he wins this is if Twisted Minds throw the round.
Hold the angle that's most likely for him to step through Upor. His health is really low. You've
No
got
HP.
Goyo canisters essentially set up as well.
Two of them have 100 HP, like, there's no...
Yes, you'd expect a team from the region to peak, but they know
Ooh.
what is at
They just, they don't peek it, they win. They don't peek it, they win. It's as simple as that.
He might get one. I want
I think I went to Watkins somewhere with it.
Oh, he maybe gets this. He maybe gets one.
Forcing the early engagements, forcing the picks, clearing the solace.
Oh, he doesn't get one.
The thing we spoke about.
They're just backing away from him perfectly. They're playing this really well.
Clear one player. There was still 3 more in close quarters to
there
get
you
the
go.
kills, and then they just fall back.
Honestly, they could have won that round. They just gave away so many freebies. Like, both shields didn't need to die. Blackbeard didn't need to rush the Solace, and then Blitz didn't need to rush that room because they had no idea that no one was on the stairs. You can't just assume that no one's on those stairs.
Twisted Minds realized we lose a lot. We lose
First
that
bite
point.
through
Now
minus
he's gone.
26
Well, they're
degree
gonna come from
weather.
Visa. They're gonna
Oh
try and
my
make that
god.
pressure work
Good
for
luck,
them.
Hollow.
So we stacked up and had that rotation with players in
Yeah.
close proximity. Wow.
Hollow's right.
You might
2
have-
attacks already is very good, but they could so easily have 3. Or 4.
I mean, you will absolutely take a 3-0 split. You'd take a 4-2 split.
I'd take a 4-2. 4-2's not bad.
Yeah, you'd be delighted with 3-0
Against the
split.
team who just absolutely stomped on their game prior.
This has been the
Sorry, not as in matchup prior,
I mean-
not the first game.
for Twisted
I mean,
Minds.
Twisted
And the lineup,
Project Zero beat VP as well.
barely changed again. The only real
Yeah,
difference
but I
Less
just
less
feel
domination, but
like Twisted Minds are coming off of the back of absolute destroying Virtus Pro, like convincingly.
they've been
Yeah.
faking pressure on
They've got
one side
momentum.
and
They've
flipping
just
to the
played.
other. If I'm Twisted Minds,
Project Zero then win the first
what you
map.
gotta think
I'd be
yourself, this is
very
what they're
happy with
doing.
that.
So
I'd
if we
be
get
pretty
early
happy with a
pressure on one
4-2
side,
split.
don't bring
If they can get a
both
3-3, then
forces over.
oh.
Stay in the middle ground.
Problem with
because
this
be
is
prepared
Project
to
Zero's
fight
map
on the
pick as
other
well.
side. And I think that we'll see that
true.
adjustment made by Twisted Minds and Whip It. It
So
looks
they're
very
gonna-
similar again.
Yeah,
Actually,
this is
they're-
true. I
they're
think
not
maybe
gonna
their
wanna-
defensive
they're
hold will
not
be
gonna
stronger.
back off with it.
I think this
Yeah.
might be a bit more of a direct. I think Project Zero want to dictate the tempo this time around.
I couldn't agree more with you here. Actually, they really want to go very aggressive from this, and I'll hop on board here with Oscar. He's going to be
They're pushing
careful, he's
faster
gonna
here.
Open up this angle, but he's going to be safe from it. He's going to use those hard breach secondary utilities. to
IRL
open up that
stream during
single
this
wall,
SI,
and he
do
gains
it.
some access in the printer. And that's going to be just. a
Can
little
you
bit
stream
faster
from your
pressure
phone,
setup.
or do you have to get one of those Elgatos with like a streaming coder in
Make
it?
this full commit with the
No,
raw
you can't just stream from your phone. You can stream from the Twitch app.
Actually.
See, the other
Yeah.
option with
Crispy,
it
I'm not
is
saying I will,
a
but
little bit
maybe.
different, is you could go through that main breach.
I'm
and
gonna,
you could
I
potentially
am gonna
cut off
co-stream the
baguette
whole thing.
door and go a little bit more direct as well. As of right now, though, all
Yeah, you should do
signs
it. That'd be good
push
fun.
For that CO tech
Yeah.
on that side, right? You've completely cut off the flank with the gridlock.
Nice.
You've
You
need to
got
get into the-
shield,
the,
you're setting everything up. You're
the Ubisoft
droning.
creator program
You
so I
know
can get the
there's a
drops.
Tachanka, you know
Oh,
that
yeah,
there's
true.
a Goyo, so you've got to deal with those canisters and those flames if you want to make something happen. I think that
They've taken decent ground, but they can't slow down like they keep doing.
10 seconds. It means once the go signal is there,
Skeptic,
you
go
go.
on.
And there's the first phase of it dropping. in
Okay,
that
first
yellow
smoke gone,
action,
done
the
absolutely
smoke's going
nothing.
down.
Candelas lobbing
Is
from the
Ying gonna
window.
push
It
off
might
of
be
the
go button for me.
Candelas, or is she
Robert's
just
not
gonna
used to
use him
his
as
raw
bait?
panels yet. No,
That's
no,
it.
no,
That's
no, no,
tough.
no, P9 shots hit
Losing-
down.
That's the
The pressure
roller
from
as well.
Valkyrie
Losing
is going to be
Rayora
over, and actually,
straight
those panels have
away.
been deployed, and they're gonna lock
None of her
P9
utils
Valkyrie.
down
They're
yet.
gonna try and
That's
get back
rough.
and hold him, and that's going to be the labyrinth set up by those Zenari panels.
She
all
got
off by
one.
admin.
She got one door down.
Control, and he'll try and get himself out, but
He's stuck,
unfortunately, poor panels, she like that sometimes, and he's stuck in there now. Oh,
Oh.
finally gets opened up, and they're going to try and vault him. He's
oh.
going to be perfect.
Nice.
Some damage, but not enough to get that kill. He'll
A decent
dance
amount of
so bad,
damage,
he'll
but not
duck, he'll
enough.
turn, and the gas
Makes
can's gonna
P9
hit,
actually
going up
immune
the
to
back
grenades.
sometime.
On Cafe as well. Did you see that
The
on?
smoke as the cover that he
You're
needs to
simply
fall
not
out.
allowed.
Eventually,
Oh.
will vault on through, but the Blackbeard will step across another one of those smoke canisters. Has
When
it
do they
been
announce when the
deployed?
next year's SI is doing it? We don't know
Will be
about
deployed,
any
but
information
40
about the
seconds means they
upcoming
don't actually
tournaments.
need all all that much. Another
I heard something about Blast being out of contract after Paris, so I think logistics need to be agreed before they're allowed to announce where it is.
Yeah, they haven't even confirmed any of the other. I think they confirmed what's happening this year in terms of comp at SI.
Yeah, they've said like, and then they've announced the new layout and stuff, but they've not announced where anything actually is.
Upor gets the pick.
Oh no!
Oh no!
We're capitulating. No, he's got 8 seconds. Yeah, nah.
You want a perfect
I mean,
example of
you can't be
why
mad at
Fear
4-2
is
split.
strong on maps
To be
like
honest.
You take those. Consulate, I feel you
Blinded by
take
those
those.
F-Nuts, nothing they could do, choked out by Fear, and they
It's not bad by any means. It's not great, but it ain't bad.
on their offensive side. Project Zero will now move to the defense.
You're gonna go regardless of where it is. It'll entirely depend on how well me and Izzy settle into our jobs, because we were saying, right? So we might treat it so the say it's in Brazil, like Rio. Maybe we will do like a week and a half holiday or 2 weeks in Rio around the event. So we'll do the event, but we'll also just have a holiday throughout that.
It's a class idea.
Yeah, so because we're both going to be working, we'll then have a bit more expendable income. Gonna do any events that are in England, but SI regardless. What, so SI in like Japan, you would go, Crispy? Sick. So yeah, we're thinking we'll just treat them as a holiday. So like our big holiday of that year, if SI is in, again, say Rio, we'll then just have our big holiday be Rio. Well, Vinny, I don't just want to give it to anyone. I want to be seen publicly as a Will simp. You can achieve that. I back it.
Give me another UK major.
Our second map for our grand final here. Map 3, if we do need it, will be Clubhouse. A map that Twisted Minds have already played today, where they beat Avertis Pro and sending them home from our lower bracket and ending their hopes of the 6th Invitational 2026. Project Zero on the defensive side. This
Go just ask for VIP. Yeah, but Crispy, you literally have a founder's badge, big dog.
My only worry is here is they don't really have a setup for a fast plant.
Yeah, they've got no denial. The Osa, Blackbeard, Capital. Yeah, Osa, Blackbeard, Capital.
Don't have anything below.
If Skeptic gets picked, they're cooked.
Yeah, you just go in the window and plant.
Yeah.
No C4s. Well, they've got one C4.
They've got one, Gruby. If Gruby plays below, he's not needed anymore for his util. Suppressor? What? Psychopath. When am I going to get you on RuneScape? Crispy, I've got so many games to play at the minute. I'm playing The Witcher. I've got all of the Resident Evils to play. RuneScape's going to be a while.
You've got Champ to hit.
I've got Champ to hit.
Whereabouts are you now? Are you what, Diamond?
I don't want to talk about it. It's gone really badly. We don't need to talk about it.
No, we do need to have a.
No. It's gone really badly.
You're getting tracker stat, dude.
Get off my R6 tracker. Right, I'll be honest. I'll be deadly honest. We're back in Emerald.
Ooh. Ooh.
I was Diamond 3. I think I was Diamond 2.
That you want to use to clear them, but you can just see Capital not too far away, playing tucked in the corner on this side.
My win loss is like 0.7.
He will elect to swing at some point. That's the one thing with Neville. Gruby will always swing whenever he thinks the time is right. And I think
They need to get rid of guards.
It's low though. Oh, Flex is big.
That's huge. Oh, Flexi and Oscar. Here we go. Hasham being dead.
Look at them all just walking down.
Oh, Jalad's dead as well. Oh, they need to slow down. They need to sticky toffee pudding. Sticky toffee pudding.
We are not swinging this one by one.
Seconds, Gibson. There's no way he gets himself back in this one. And Project Zero.
As if. Oh.
Of
I just gonna die to that.
Hold your ground, hold your nerve, and let the map to the top.
Oh,
It's
Mop.
not over yet, but he's got no easy way in and choked up with the flames. That's Shamika Launcher.
Skeptic can literally. This is a freebie for Skeptic.
I think he's just gonna run off. Yeah.
He's saving up. He's saving up.
Take attack time out for a few seconds.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. That was well played. That was really well played. Are they hitting a Taki T here?
And I think that the problem was
Might
Twisted
do.
Minds was a completely linear attack.
I mean, we knew Project Zero weren't gonna go down with that fight.
For Project Zero to fix it on, as I said,
Emerald was when I joined you, and you ended Gold 4.
if you're pushing across.
Oh,
Are they not taking a Taki T?
This
Oh,
is
they're not
where
taking a
I
Taki T.
worry
never mind.
for this team.
I'm in
Because
Diamond
if you
4
think about
right
Virtus Pro, Virtus Pro made mistakes.
I've been
and let them
overtaken
into
by
the game
everyone.
with those opening
Tom's
picks that he found time
dangerously
and time
close to
again.
champion now as well.
Project Zero, a team that I
Water.
expected to be able to just throw the gloves off and go boxing with them, and decided, nah, we're gonna show how we're a little bit better than you might expect from us. We can play beyond our years. You might be a young
Praise is
roster,
getting
we
a
might be
little bit,
fairly new to some of you guys watching, but they're
little bit
showing
particular.
their class of a
With
side.
his stack.
Q2 not to be taken
Yeah.
lightly here
I don't
inside
blame
our
him. He's
LCQs for the
creeping
DML.
up to champ. He's getting
With
close.
One round separating these sides from parity.
Said to me last
Minds,
night, we sat there
how do they
talking,
have
and he
to
was
play
like,
this
"You gonna be on
kicker
rank
advantage
tomorrow?"
games, and
And
what's
I was
their
like,
main
"Yeah,
game
this
plan going to
before
be?
I,
As we see
like,
some
had even thought
interesting
about
repicks
coaching.
as Sham opts to
was like,
take
"Yeah,
the
I'll play
roar this
rank."
time.
Oh, I think they're
And he was
doing
like,
the right thing.
"Right,
Bring
get going to
the
stack up."
Solace once more. Play above.
I want him,
Twisted
him,
Minds
him, and
clear
him.
the map. You
Honestly
cannot
fair.
plant
Honestly
on this
fair.
building if you don't control piano display when there's a Solace in play. So
I do
U4
think having
is
like
the
a
key to
strict
victory.
stack
Look at
is
the
like
extensive roam as well. Grubby
can
on the
get
roam.
there
Oscar's on the roam.
outrageously fast.
U4 the same.
Oh, yeah.
They want to make this really difficult for the side, and I feel like we're seeing three members.
If you
of
have a-
Twisted
if you
Minds
make a sweat
stacking
stack,
up over
oh.
by Secret.
You
And
start
they
playing
want to
again
get
ready
that
for
wall
SI.
open. Give them
Play,
something to think about.
getting your
Look,
rank
see.
is
Here's
like
the
a
noise by
necessary
the window.
caveat to going
There's a
to
drone
SI.
that's gone past him. I think that it's spotted him as well with it, but he can
You need
feed
big
so
holds
much
there.
I promise
of
you,
it.
Chris,
And
you
Grubby's got a
could
trick
like
as well.
so
This is
fully
even
pull out
better.
love the siege
He's
as
in
soon as you
position
go
to
to
stall
an
that
event,
even
you
more.
fall in love with it. Like the whole weekend.
Oh, it's a freebie.
But
That's
unfortunately,
such a
Flexi
freebie
gonna
on
wander into a
Flexi.
freebie. Gets
There you
caught
go,
out
good
the trade
reflex.
with
Oh
the
my
super
God.
finds
Oh
it.
my God.
Oh my, the
Holy
kill feed
shit.
floods in
Wow.
blue. One trade-off happens from P9 to get a U4, but advantage flurries out.
That
being all
opening
in
frag
favor
just
of Project
opened
Zero.
everything
3 versus
up.
2. And well, P9 will creep his way down the server.
Superb.
His teammate Asham feels to be many leagues away, super far away, also away on that top floor. Not a lot he can do to assist right now. The drawer panels, no good. He'll drop in, mask that drop with the sound of his DMR as it billows across this. The site is, or the case is cold. So a little bit of a recovery job here for Twisted
Surely if
Minds.
Twisted loses
C4
round,
in the
they've got to
pocket
take
of
attack
Oscar as
time out.
well, so even if you do
Tiki
get within
Taki
plant
T,
range,
yeah.
he can throw one of those without putting himself at risk. Yellow ping, he
bring it back
realized
to
somebody was
4-0.
pushing down
Yeah,
spiral
but you
stairs. But
kind of
you can see
expect that on attack.
everyone is falling back. Somebody inside coffee now.
think
That
maybe one
is
more.
P9 trying to work his way across from that secret side. Oscar, his job is hold the side. Because whip it. Oh, they know now. There's only 3 places
cross for
these two
Skeptic and
players can
Oscar's
come
gonna
from.
be,
Yellow stairs, spiral stairs, or the
3v2,
horizontal
a
side.
minute
So
15.
two
They
defenders
don't need
are
to rush
watching
too
both
much
sets of
here.
stairs. The other
Oscar's
is going
pinned.
to float between the two.
I don't think he
Well, he
knows.
has to
That
get past
cover that's
Skeptic.
needed. Orange silhouette, not too far
Oh, he
away.
knows Skeptic's there now,
P9
he's
creeping up
switched
with the
guns.
DMR. Warden at the ready. This is the fight that could hinge upon the entire round. Whip it. The flash grenade is thrown. Will there be a ping, a swing from pillar? Yes,
Oscar,
there will,
he's
but
just
P9
big.
doesn't fall yet.
Just glancing
Oscar
blows
needs-
at
Oscar
this
should have
moment.
killed him there,
Great
likely,
crossfire
but
held to drop
it's
throw in the
not
wrong
bad.
moment.
He
Tries to
knows
fish
now.
for a head, deep in security,
Oh.
and every team scrapping
Yeah,
and
good
brawling.
swing.
Grubby strings out
Great
wide,
swing,
finding
Grubby.
a second. The head gets exposed.
Windy.
Grubby
It's
can't
windy,
go to the
P9,
escape,
it's
but Oscar
windy.
swings out and finds P9.
Great round.
And will a
Great.
nail-biting conclusion of that round with Twisted Minds. We're never out of this
Great
fight.
round.
That went-
Brings us
that went
back
from
to parity.
Flexi getting
4-4 after
free pick
8 rounds
to
of play.
absolute
Project
That
Zero
opening pick
all the
opened
way back. It's a
everything
level
up. I
playing
feel like
field
they
with
got
their
that pick and
defense
was like,
half.
right, execute.
Now the
And
game
they was
begins.
ready.
This is the point now.
They
that
were
this
so
map
ready
really
for that.
Starts. Round 9, 4 rounds apiece. We are in the depths now
You
of
caught
this
instantly
second
swung
map.
and got the
Will
trade and then
Project
2
Zero
of the kills
secure
just went
their
back.
spot in Paris in a few weeks' time?
Jim,
Or
it could have
will
been
we
soon.
at least have one more map? Will
United are playing
PC Clubhouse, if I'm not wrong, as that
Yes, I
final
think
map to
Let them
separate
lose.
these two
Oh, never mind. They are losing. Brain
two
opening.
teams. And Whippet, we said all
Amazing.
long the Twisted Minds are a tier 1 team cosplaying in tier 2. I think Project
It's
Zero have proven they're
it's
the
Derby on
exact
Saturday,
same
isn't it?
on the other side of the
Told
coin.
you earlier. Crispy, I'm surprised you weren't
Display
rubbing it in.
piano,
I literally
the
went
site
to the City
of
Brighton game the other day
Whip
when we
it.
drew against
This
you.
was the site that was
I
run
genuinely
dominantly by
thought you were going to
Twisted Minds
DM
when
me.
they were defending it. Can Project Zero do the same?
I was
Will they
convinced I
hold
was
the
going to
top
get Crispy
floor?
DM
Will
like,
Twisted Minds delay and stall too long in the basement like we saw Project Zero do?
I'm worried about that stall out. That's going to be the real problem for Twisted Minds because Project Zero are
I've moved
super
into
good at
rage bait
controlling
mode
the
in my
map
mate's
on this
picture.
larger scale approach. You know, they take a strategic way of holding it. They think about the biggest picture possible. How can you make this a difficult map to walk into? Look at the map choices or the operator choices they've brought out for it. They have Grubby and the big one.
Said it was going to be
cameras.
3-1
He has
Brighton.
so
A
much
little bit
influence, so much information, and he can really.
Fairness, we do have a
see where
centre-back
this pressure
pairing that we've never
initially
had before
will
because we've
arrive.
got like
Twisted Minds
4
have brought
injured
out
centre.
Jalad on the shield this time, and that's been such a key part of the DNA of this
It was at the
roster.
Etihad, you
Have someone
moron.
on a shield. Normally it's guards, but they want to have that Capital out for that big utility of
I was
two
there
guards
on
and those smokes
Wednesday.
to work
I was
with,
there
and
yesterday
they're
as
using
well.
that shield perfectly. Dive in the Visa, get that control,
Oh,
get that
Skeptic.
info, and
Oh,
Skeptic.
Skeptic.
Find a freebie here.
Oh.
He swings out wide. Drones do see him, and he does escape just in time.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry,
that was a big
sorry.
opportunity that was there, but he isn't going to get the kill. Jalad is
Just slows them
already
down,
in there
though,
with
so
the
they're gonna
shield
be
as
like-
well, but that door
they're gonna
being
be so bad.
barricaded
Yeah,
is
they'll
going
be
to be
worried as
so
hell.
much
If he literally
information
all
to
he
those
has to do is
defenders
fall
that
off back
fall a
side.
little further back. Remember,
'Cause Jalad's gonna
they're
be worried now.
defending inside of Piano, inside of Expo, and they want the horizontal push. That gives them all the advantage that they need from above.
Oh, no.
Here could
Oh.
be an opportunity, but that Monte shield is just too tall. And
Lexi needs to
not
play
able to hit the shots.
very
Whip it,
cautiously.
but reveals his position,
Oh,
which could be
oh,
even more important.
oh.
Damage on the Groovy to the wall. C4 does not connect to find its mark, and he's going to find
How Groovy's
significant
escaped that.
pressure in Visa's side. DMR cracks open an angle, just lurking by spiral stairs, and well, Grubby needs to be very, very careful here. He's caught out
Grubby's
by
in a
multiple angles. The drones will likely start
spot
swarming
here.
around his
Grubby's in a
ankles.
dangerous
3
spot.
red silhouettes from Twisted Minds lurk by the bottom of Visa stairs, or spiral stairs. Skeptic will find
Skeptic's
some damage.
caught
Sourced by
in
yet
a tough
unknown.
position here.
A very
Skeptic
tense
being the
moments as
anchor here
chase
is
begins
really
upstairs.
tough.
Diving up spiral stairs, Jalad will spot one.
Oh, no.
And well, the crossfire cover
No,
might
he
be there
has to
from
challenge the
Mondes.
Monty
T-Man
here.
does get the
Look
opening.
down!
The cover is
Hey, what are
perfect.
we
Does he
doing?
know? Shut down by Jalad.
Lexi,
A
hello?
perfect opening for Twisted Minds. Project Zero, tails between the legs. They got run.
Monty had walked up the
They
stairs.
need
What?
that. They really did. Oscar now is focused on the other side.
my
because he
God.
realizes that he is all alone on this top
Oh
floor.
my
B9
God.
with another. It's a 2 versus
They're about to get
5.
that one.
Holding the cutoff.
Oh,
Gets the
no.
kill.
Jim,
Garrett
thank you
knew
for the
exactly
bid.
where he was coming from,
on,
and
you
it
pop.
leaves it all down to the capable hands of U4 and a
Oh,
1
yeah.
versus
Oh.
4. But
That was
Trix is
silly.
holding the other cutoff. Whip it, they
that's
got
not
control of above. They
playing
held the
silly,
cutoff,
that's just
and Twisted Minds get another
basic
attacking line
stuff.
to get into the lead.
Basic,
Twisted Minds
basic
played a
stuff.
perfect tactical
Twisted Minds
chess
put
like
themselves in a
round
good
of
position.
siege. They played
Pushed
into
and put
every
themselves in good
weakness that Project
positions.
Zero's defense allowed them to have.
I feel
What
like
the
they
fuck
did,
happened
but
to
they
that
also
Monty?
You're gonna see
didn't.
that shield.
I feel
Now
like they
expect
got into
Project
good
Zero
positions
to
because
ban
PZ
that
fell
right
off
now,
when
and
they didn't need
that's
to.
exactly what they
Like,
do.
they gave Monty
do not
so much
want
space 'cause
guards
they
or Jalad
assumed
on
someone was
that
playing with
shield
him
because
when
there's
there
so
wasn't.
much free space.
They
free
just didn't
information
bother to
and
get any
free
info,
pressure
and then when
that they do not want to
things were happening
absorb
right
in
in
that
front of
high
them, they
pressure
just
rounds
they didn't
they're
use
now
their
having to
eyes.
go. Twisted Minds
Yeah.
retake the lead here
So
on
odd.
Consulate, and we might creep close
So
to
strange.
a complete flip.
As soon as the Monty was banned.
Yeah, that was very odd. But they banned the Monty. They just bring
Yeah,
Blackbeard
God,
in that
it's
case,
just
no? I know,
God,
that just got
it's
on
just
Blitz,
for
okay. Glaz. God. What's this setup? Is Glaz gonna go window? Sledge? I understand everyone bar the sledge here. This sledge doesn't make sense to me. The Gridlock, Flores, Blitz, Glaz, kind of. This sledge doesn't make sense to me. There's nothing to sledge.
This section of the map. The round begins. The attacking lineup.
No
is
hard
set,
breaches.
And Whip it. We're seeing
No,
guards.
no, exactly. I don't get it.
Where he's comfortable. We're
They
seeing
brought a
Sean bringing
bandit.
out the Glaz this time around as
Meanwhile,
well, and just
Jalad's
point
playing
4
sledge.
Smoke grenades at the ready to assist
Hi, Madison.
that Glaz. And
Why are you in his chat when I'm also streaming? What's going on here?
and try and get some kills from that side with some help from some smokes.
They got two options with this
Madison's
Glaz,
very
and we've
welcome
seen
here.
Twisted Minds do it again. He can get aggressive and walk in the site through the smokes. We've seen
This
them do
this
it
was why
previously
she
against
decided what she was
Pro,
getting you for your
or will
birthday.
they do a classic smoke in the mix
Yeah,
of
no, she
chaos
told me that she
and
told
plant
you,
with
and I was
Glaz
like...
on the cover?
She didn't just tell
All
me.
these
We
options,
we
I'm
fully
sort of
discussed
liking this
exactly
lineup.
what's
It looks
going
like they can go super aggressive, but they do leave the door open to that slower plant-based style of play. They'll make their entry way towards single wall on yellow. They'll crack this open, giving some
like,
easy access. Regards dive in with his shield if they need
Bold.
it.
They
And
need to-
posture themselves up on the rooftop and begin to gather.
Twisted Minds need to be
Lily
quicker.
Wise looking from this two bulletproof cameras
Ooh.
getting brought up in Project
Oh,
Zero.
oh, Groovy.
Some C4.
Oh!
He's running too far, yeah,
Does not
Oh,
find its mark.
no.
Oh,
Oh
the
my
shotgun on a window
What a
sends
freebie.
him to the Shadow
That's
Realm.
toxic.
Opening pick for Twisted
Oh
Minds.
no!
Double there. He stops the C4 from
I
going
can hear
off,
Lewis
and
talk. There's a reason for
shotgun
that.
kill to boot. 5 versus 4. Opening blood drawn. The bandit falls. No more tricking on the breach. And Groovy, who's going 7-7, having quite an effective game. Now getting an advantage. The Samika launcher will start sending those flames over.
Okay,
towards top
the yellow,
The smoke
the
is
glass on
strong.
yellow wasn't on
Check
my
out
bingo
that
card,
and
but
move in
that's not
towards
bad.
connector.
I think he's cooked, and I mean that very literally.
This could be
Oh
huge.
no.
Oh,
Shotgun, no, Jalad will get himself
it's
one of
fine.
the
There's still some good
4v3
ops up.
3v3.
There's still some good ops up.
Tristan Sledge shotgun, but whip it. The case is
3v3.
cold. A minute and 14. But look at those blue silhouettes. They've all fallen back, and I think
Oh,
they know they've got case.
Flexi.
What a headshot that was on the Flexi.
Wow.
What a moment from him.
Jalad's having a great game.
Consolidate as much control as they can. They find themselves pinned and held down. With that case being dropped cold and
What are we
just
using
from
Flores
the
for with
lifeline.
50
It's vital.
seconds?
It's few
Oh.
seconds, moments, leading
Oh.
ones, and a shotgun peeks
Oh,
out wide.
no.
Why are
One
we-
more
No,
with it. He
we're
will.
feeding.
Hasham gets Oscar with it, and more importantly, Gibson for the side of Twisted Minds. This is now a map point situation.
But how good was that change though as well? Bringing the shotgun with
Very.
Sledge. Once you
Project
clear
Zero
the
has to be
desk
perfect
and
from
you've
now
got
on.
control of that connection,
Literally.
you can get in with that shotgun close and personal and cause so
Ah.
much problems for any defenders trying to retake. You get the round, now you've got map point. Twisted Minds, will they take us to a third map, or can Project Zero win 2 rounds on
They
defense
need to make the
back-to-back
most of this
and
defense.
force overtime? One thing is for sure, I bet the nerves are starting to ramp up just a little bit for Project Zero, because Twisted Minds whip it. We've said it. They have been an invitation.
and my
to
residents
compete
sitting here
at
laughing.
majors under a different flag.
Your
of course, under the
residents?
Falcons name. To them,
Yeah, she works in
this
care.
is normal.
What, is she
Project
just
Zero,
stuck the stream on
not
for the
something
residents?
most of this roster are used to.
Yeah, your
It's a
stream, not
phrase you
mine.
often like to say, pressure
I love
is
the
for
commitment,
tires,
Madison.
and Project
I love
Zero,
it.
They're not made of rubber. So can they find a way from this one? They're already
One of them
2
called me
rounds
handsome
down,
yesterday,
and
so...
the funny thing
Hello,
is,
handsome.
they're not too far off
I
it
swear
yet.
anyone over like
The big thing is
5'10"
you have
when
to
you
be
walk
careful
into a
on
care
those
home,
cutoffs.
like
We saw
they
Twisted
think
Minds
you're
play
like a
that
male
perfectly, putting
model.
a huge pick on the Groovy early, and
Yeah.
they
Like I
cannot
go and
let
visit
those
my
mistakes
granddad, and
begin
literally
to build up.
the
They've been a
women there are
little
like,
bit more
oh
sloppy
my
here on
lord.
Consulate, and they need to begin to tighten
Just
things
because I'm
up, because they are
6'1".
now forced to be flawless.
Literally what
There's
the
no way
residents
back
did
into
to
this.
me.
Yes,
unless
yes.
you
Residents did to me
lock in,
yesterday.
sit tight.
Like, hello, handsome. Like, Crispy's 6'4".
Be ready, because this round
Yeah,
right
me too.
here,
Crispy is a
what Twisted
giant.
Minds are made for.
Hi,
They've
hi,
got
brothers,
the
Crispy.
advantage.
I'm
They've
same
got
height as you.
2 map
You're
points.
6'4".
Bare minimum. They're going to overtime.
What?
They've done essentially what they need to up to this
Madison, can we
point.
confirm? Is he 6'4"?
Now, focus on
Or is he-
getting the job done.
or is this
Drone
complete
everything
cap?
out. Let's not forget the skip steps. Twisted Minds know that they get advantage.
Right, to prove
when
this
they
to
can
Sophie
find
yesterday, I
isolated
have
players
pictures
and
on
just
standby of me
use
stood
the
next
fact
to a
that
door
they
for
know
height reference.
mechanically they are
Yeah, but
more
doors
gifted
aren't a
than most
consistent
of the
height.
players out there. So drone clear. And we've got another thing. I love using Habana to clear the castle barricades. It
Oh, Crispy's
turns
actually
this maze
clinically
into an
6'3".
open-plan
Okay,
living
he's
room,
shrinking.
and that works a lot better for the attackers than the defenders.
Oh, Jalad's dead. That's huge. That's such a big pick.
Knows his way around the maze, and he shuts down Jalad, peeks out wide with the SFG11 and finds an opening pick. And that's going to be Habana.
They need
gone.
oh!
X-Harris pellets already used.
Ruby!
Ruby will strike down one more. The Lion Scan only lets out one singular quiet roar before it's taken to
Just
the
play
grave.
them. Now we go back to
have
site. Now we
just
go
over
back to
minute
site.
30 standing.
Yeah,
3
sticky
bodies
toffee
still
pudding.
for Twisted
Sticky toffee
Minds.
pudding.
And while
So
lots of
hard
control
now.
across the map
Get
still
back
held
to
on the
site.
side of Project
Total
Zero.
up.
One player
Time
deep
to
in the
anchor.
room will be Oscar.
Actually, no, they could do with clearing the Deimos. I take that back.
Get out of there, get gone, take your C4.
They could do with taking the Deimos. Someone needs to go clear Deimos, or else they're just going to hold like a floor bang.
There's still about like Flexi and Groovy are still kind of hiding backside those. There's an easy walk up if they want to try and.
Guards needs to make something happen here, because
yeah, he's going to be that.
He's sort of the push point now.
But I don't like Twisted Mind's odds, but I really like the fact that Project Zero, when the pressure is at its highest, have stayed calm, and now they've all fallen back. Good call. Don't be over aggressive. 55 seconds now for these 3 Twisted Minds.
Not much is happening. A lot of vert being taken by Buck here, but other than that.
I mean, the more the time ticks down, the closer it will.
I feel like Project Zero are more than happy for him to just keep keyholing the floor.
Project Zero, reading.
They're just going to turtle up backside and just wait.
But at this point, with that breach
oh, here we go. Here we go, guys.
Pushing in. They've all dropped. That's a good drop, actually. Oh, that's a good drop. It's a really good drop, P9.
Twisted Minds are not out of this fight yet.
Oh!
Revive won't go off, and P9 finds himself.
Alright, P9's down.
Oscar finally shuts it down, but the time he does it,
oh, Oscar Groovy. They know they're well aware of where he is as well.
He'll dance, he'll twist, he'll
10 seconds in a dream. Oh, he didn't know about Yellow Pillar. Oh,
nice, Oscar.
Oscar shuts him down.
Oscar, let's go.
Zero, take round 11.
That Deimos nearly ran riot.
Every single round.
That's great work, Oscar. That's great work, Oscar. Alright, maybe they call it Taki 2.
Yeah, I think I've just seen enough.
That's a valid Taki 2.
Project Zero timeout.
Oh, really?
Was the telling blow.
It's maybe just it's honestly probably just a literally just chill out kind of moment.
They managed to close
Wow.
Look at those stat lines of E9, Jalad.
What a round. That was so much closer than I expected it to be. What am I saying on it? YY6 BVFT, low-key crazy gameplay. That's high-key crazy gameplay, brother. That's very high-key crazy gameplay.
It got squeaky bum at the end there.
Very. Kitchen sink time, some would say.
Call-out was there to guide him. Anytime he had questions, Call-out would answer.
That was extremely high-key. They spent so long making Vert, only for it to be completely useless. The Deimos drop nearly had that.
One more round to
Will's doing Crispy.
Right, Crispy, come on now.
This is big talk from someone whose peak rank is like Silver 3. Come on now. Behave.
3 minutes of their lives. It is overtime.
It's not Will, it's Tom.
On the line here for them, and it's about risk mitigation.
Why are we just shitting on Will? Because apparently me doing a similar role to Tom in terms of like doing this, just it makes you a punch bag for words.
Their goal, their objective is to sink and eat every single
that also Crispy just thrives off of it. Also, hi Shog. How's work? Assume you're working.
We won 4 games in a row in late night rank. I leave, Tom joins, they start losing games.
He is sort of like the kiss of death sometimes. Yeah, Jack shows his love through verbal abuse. Genuinely. Work is poo when I want to play Siege. Enjoy. Joy? Good luck was what I meant.
One thing is for sure, Project Zero know that the trick that was pulled by Twisted Minds.
How much longer have you got to work, Sean?
They attacked here won't be done twice. There's not going to be another glass. There's not going to be another sledge.
I do as well.
So that means
like
that
I've gone from Diamond 2 to Emerald just from playing with Tom.
Watch that silhouette of Hisham.
I went from a positive KD to a 0.8 and I've got a 0.7 win loss. Like
with that shield, where's he
losing so badly on ranked. What's your rank?
To break down a wall.
Need a carry.
In.
What's your rank? What's your rank?
Information gathering, because we have seen guards do both. Historically, guards plays passive on the shield until the end
Project
of the round,
Zero 1 up top yet? I forget.
And I think that he could be a real problem
I think so.
deeper into this game for the side of Project Zero.
They need a big hold here. Because the last time they played up here, I swear, was when the Monty just sort of spawned in.
Oh yes, no, I think they've lost. That's twice up here.
Yeah, pretty sure.
You have to be extra
And
careful.
go back up on fucking 5-6. Maybe maybe that's what the Taki T was. Maybe they talked through.
We have to go upstairs. Be sensible.
They've got the Goyo this time to stop the window as well.
Got the Goyo. They've still got Skeptic on the Tachanka. Groovy is doing well. They've got C4. I think Mirooni's a big play here. Waiting for Will to ask me to... Vinny, I swear you don't play Siege. Wait, there's another Classico today. What?
Yeah, Classico's this evening. 7 o'clock.
The more you know. Our Rangers are winning 2-0. Genuinely, Rangers might win the league. I'm not even kidding. I genuinely think Fraser Rangers win the Scottish League now. Because Hearts are falling apart.
Floppy Sean is...
He's choking.
You look at Oscar's position. He's not behind long desk. The whole point now of his
shot... I don't know why. I can feel a big round
You're there
from
to pick
Oscar
up
here.
the pieces. I love
I like
where
Oscar a
Sean has
lot.
placed himself in. There's
He's
the
in a good spot as well.
He's in a great spot.
As long as they don't drone him out.
Moving this horizontal...
He needs to move. Move. Yep, superb. Great work.
Jesus Christ. Almost like I have.
Knock misses the opportunity. Now Sharm's now going to be completely vulnerable.
This top spiral is...
Don't know he's there, and he's not going to really position just yet. The Goyo comes burned away by bottom or by top yellow and begin to choke this play out. Hasham locked out by that Saria gate. Has to
Hey,
show
one
his
view
hand
is better than
eventually.
no viewers,
He's got
brother.
to work with, but he's right now up against a very patient Project
That spiral play should not have let him cross. Yeah, Crispy's a bit of a wizard with C4s.
20 seconds
Yeah, Oscar was so stuck. There we go. Great reflex.
Project Zero. Twisted Minds, you find a hero, find a moment.
Thank you for the follow, YY6. Thank you for the follow, big dog. Thank you. Absolutely legend.
Of this round, Twisted Minds.
Groovy.
But no one will answer the call.
Superb.
Shuts
Great
down
hold.
Gibson.
Great
We are going to
hold.
overtime.
We're going to overtime, Will.
We're going to OT.
It's not as impactful when I do it instead of aces.
Crispy, I was saying, I remember your C4s. Crispy, although his rank, is an unbelievable C4 player. YY6, thank you for the follow. That's a valid Tekati. Twisted should take Tekati there. 100%.
You gotta win an attack. That's what needs to happen. Project
Oh my
Zero.
god, PGO
Win
looks
this
so
round,
stressed.
lose the next. You've still got a defense to get it
Is
over the
Nino-
line.
is
Twisted
Nino streaming
Minds
as well?
know they need an
Yeah,
attack.
he always
They
co-streams
take the time out now.
Project
This
Zero
is where they cook.
Got it.
This is where
Because
mad
he's
skills.
good
As I
friends with
said, a
people.
player who has played on the main stage.
I always find it funny
is
with
something to whip it.
PGO.
He was
It's
always
like
a coach for
you'll...
this kind of this core.
He's so chilled, and as
Play
soon as
sometimes,
like
and he
a
always
siege
showed
thing
up when he
that comes
played.
up that he actually
But
cares
he's going
about,
to
he's
have
so on
the
edge.
Astro Classic. He's going to have to get these players
can't take him
playing to his
seriously.
tune.
It's so
They want to get
funny.
over the
So
line.
funny.
Do or die now for Twisted Minds.
Is this Infinite OT? No,
Where
Infinite OT will
every
only kick in
single
for
moment
SI.
you've worked for really
Have you seen him?
sets in. And this is maybe
Have you seen
so I'm
PGO
gonna stop
smoking his
saying Twisted Minds
USB-C
have already
cable?
played 2 maps at this stage. They have
He has
had
like a
long
USB-C
day in
dongle that he
question and a
pretends to
long
smoke.
weekend so
And he
far.
started doing it off
This is
stream
a
now because he said he's
culmination
just so
of 2
used
days
to it.
active play. They've already played 1 map. They have the
Amazing.
legs to hold on.
The
Now
C4
we
and
move to
border were
overtime.
different.
Project
Oh
Zero
my god, I
the
forgot about
Phoenix.
that.
Can they find a way to get across the line?
I forgot
here
about that.
or
I was on a
across
vault
with
cam and
overtime?
Crispy throws the
Ready for this
worst
one.
C4
Three
I've ever
rounds to
seen.
decide. Does
Blows
Project
himself
Zero make
up.
their trip to Paris, or do we need one
Oh,
final
man.
battleground of Clubhouse to punch that
Underrated streamer.
final
You
EML
legend.
ticket
Thank you,
Gibson
YY6.
to go
I
upstairs
appreciate
yet
it.
again.
This is it, but you said this is the
Yeah,
project
Crispy's a
of
goated
3 days. No,
C4
this is
player
the
as long as
project
your
of
main aim
12
is to blow yourself up.
months. This is a year of planning for Twisted Minds. SEL, 3 stages, champions of your tier
We
2
could do
tournament
with
for
Twisted
Project
Minds
Zero.
winning this actually,
It's been a
Nono,
case
just so
of
that we have
players
more to
who,
cover,
dare
because
I
after
say,
this it's
they were
done.
misfits, they were not wanted in other homes, but they've come here to Project Zero.
But I want
and
Project Zero to win because I want them to go through.
For the scenes, I want Project Zero to win.
Project Zero win this, they're going to SI, no?
They start
Yeah,
on
they go
defense,
to play-ins.
and they go back to the site that they just clutched overtime on and whip it. I'm not seeing any difference in this lineup.
Well, did they still have
whatsoever.
play-ins or did they go
But I'm
straight to
looking
groups?
at
I
the
can't
other
remember.
side, we're seeing the glass be brought once more. So little wrinkles on the
I
side
think
of
there's a
Twisted Minds as they try to
couple
tap
of
into some
playoffs,
success,
but
'cause they
that's
need to
before
win
we're
at least
it's
one attack.
spectators.
All it takes is
Well, the
one
group stage
attack
is
to flip
no
this all in their
spectators either
favor.
because the group
Yeah,
stage
because it starts on like Wednesday, doesn't it?
To that third
Can't
map.
remember
It's gonna-
exactly
we
when
have
it
been held
started.
off. We've not been given a third map all weekend long.
You need more
Despite the
followers.
closest we
Loki
find
deserve it.
ourselves
Thank
in,
you.
C4's ready for
I'm just,
moving.
I
Here's Lego
honestly, we
lurking
just
on
stream
their
for the love of the
bells,
game.
really
Like,
close, and for the first
I enjoy
time,
it,
Project
and
Zero
I
can
enjoy
move themselves deep in the break room to
meeting
deny an
people
easy
through doing this,
entryway.
and it's been
A huge
fabulous. Like, I
run
met
for them,
Nomo
Twisted
through
Minds
doing
haven't
this, I met
dealt
loads of
with
people through it.
this just yet, and
But
this
thank you, bro. I really
C4's
appreciate it.
rehearsed and practiced
You can see where it goes, eh?
in the
That's
opening
a good
moments of this
job.
round.
You can share the job, boys.
Minds know about them as well. If you see that
No,
Office
Crispy,
has
you're
cleared
here
all
for
that
when they
wall
do
is
it to then deflate
completely
my ego
reinforced,
instantly.
there has to be a C4. You've got to sniff it out. You either bait it out or
30
you
seconds
shoot it
gone
whenever
already.
it's thrown over that ridgeline. Either way, you're asking a lot.
Glass on the window.
It's on that printer window, trying to force a peek.
I like the confidence in going top floor
that
again.
leaves the
I
bandit
know, yeah.
a little bit
It was a
more
great hold, to be
vulnerable.
fair. They just
And
turned
Broly,
up.
like he did the
They held
previous
Logi
time,
for a little
will
bit.
play on this
Oscar
door.
was really good at it.
Little
Oscar
cubby that
slowed them
allows
down
him to
so
be deep
much.
towards that small
Fall off.
Played exactly
Oscar
the same
holds
lineup as
again.
well.
Make them all push through Logi as a way of getting Oscar to move. And then, which they're kind of doing again.
Oscar's playing there again, I think.
I don't
Yeah,
blame
looks like
him.
Oscar's playing there again.
It takes so long to clear Oscar out. I don't blame him at all. Especially them bringing the black.
They want to invite that pressure in later
Them bringing
on
the
towards
Blackbeard,
that
they have to
descending
clear
hallway,
Oscar because
and
he'll
that's
just
when
pop
they
the
can begin to soak
guy.
up that time. You got to remember, they of course have Oscar
Groovy
and
playing close on
Goyo,
that door as
as
well.
the Tashanka with those Shamika
Like,
launchers.
Oscar's falling off
He's
now.
backing up a little bit now. It's fair.
That you can sit and
It's
burn
it's
that
such a
time
tough
right
place to
now.
hold
Project
if
Zero,
multiple
they are
push through.
content right now
There's
to
a minute
sit
left as
still
well.
and bait that pressure in. They got one on the
As this
main door
clock
straight
kicks
to the
down, they're going to
center.
start tearing up more and
Forward.
more and more.
Popped, and the
We
beginning
have
of
Breach
the
open as
launches there.
well.
That first
Where's
jab
Ruby
launch
just
goes
been
out,
shot from?
and
I have
Gobi
no idea where
also
Ruby just
kicked
been
deep
shot from.
towards sight.
Yeah, run away. The Deimos
It's
is
underneath
tracking you
the Deimos.
Ah.
The more work he puts in below,
Deimos
the
shotty.
more difficult it makes for
Right.
everybody else to it. But that's all the defenders that become at risk.
P9 on that glass is
Floors
kind of
open
scaring
up
me.
floors. C4 tossed off in
There you go,
danger,
Oscar.
but will not
There we go.
find anyone, but Oscar
Huge.
will
It's the
find
Blackbeard as well.
guards.
That's such a
5
big
versus
pick.
4.
That's such a
Impacts
big
away
pick.
from one window to another, getting slippery
Oh.
with it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Finds you, poor, gets the second Oscar.
That's why P9 scares me, bro.
Tricks will get another to double on the right.
P9 with a DMR.
He lets down outside though. They have to.
3v2's good.
They've got the cover. They can go for the plant. The
Oh, how's Capital won that gunfight?
All down to Skeptic and the Sumika. He picked
I think that table's bulletproof. Oh,
shut down and Twisted Minds.
that was a great execute. They can't let. I don't really know what the Rooney was looking at.
Twisted Minds, they've struggled to find decent
I
control,
don't
but it all comes
entirely
down to this
understand what
now.
Rooney was looking at there.
Project Zero keep themselves alive for
That's
a chance of a
unfortunate. It was
swift
great
2-0
push from
victory
Twisted.
and a ticket to
They
SI.
learned
One
from why they
offensive
lost
round
that
away.
prior
Twisted
round, but
Minds hold
Oh,
up
yeah.
fast.
they have to do better than that. Have to do better than that.
Just let them.
It's very poor. Needs to be far better. You can't let someone swing long best like that and just assume no one's going to be there.
Yeah.
Not good enough.
2 there as well. Oscar got unfortunate.
Not good enough.
They want to keep the pressure going, but right now they're up against the ropes, they're covering up deep, and the referee is looking close for a stop.
Oscar was unfortunate, but at the same time, he got away with it a lot early round then.
Oh yeah. And the last round.
Twisted maybe take this. On the defense, P9 and Jalad are having great. None of them are having bad games. Like Hasham is their worst player and he's 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Like they're all
Skeptic-
playing really well.
Skeptic and Flexi are struggling a bit.
Exactly. Posture check.
Flexi struggled a bit this whole.
Skeptic's really struggling. So I feel like whatever Skeptic does just isn't quite coming off. Like I feel like Jalad's got the read on everything he's trying. Jalad just keeps making stuff happen, and I think Skeptic's the first person to suffer most of the time. Or Flexi. Oscar just hasn't really ran into him as much.
Clear those trip mines that the Denari put down
Yeah,
as
they
well.
pull out the
Make
blitz,
the
though.
defenders think
Yeah, that
that
could be
there's a
big. That could be big.
possibility you could push from either side.
Pirates
That's
is
where
7-6,
Project Zero
Twisted Minds.
gets success on this site.
I love this lineup from Twisted Minds. We've seen it time
Project
and again
Zero
with
won
big
first
things
map, so if
on
Twisted take
that
this, it'll just go
Fenrir.
into the third map.
Previously, you're on this same site. We saw how effective
Twisted are
it was,
defending
and
as well, so it's
clearly
7-6.
that is
They've got
going to
defense
be
advantage.
number
Twisted
one
might win this one.
priority. That completely choked out a Yellow Stairs push previously, and they
Pretty sure
do
Project
not want
Zero
to have that
gets rid
same
of it
fate
first.
repeated. They'll take their time, get their information, and you mentioned they do have the tools to deal with it, with both Rotary drones getting brought out from Grubby, as well as Flexi with those Twitch drones. but he'll commit to
Like she's
a couple
trying
of
to
admin, so
stalk.
likely wants to burn away those Denari trip mines.
Yeah, keep
Where's
an eye
the
out
I
the
think
drone
Flexi
work
needs to
that's
try
being
and find
done by the
Denari
side
setup
of
and-
Project Zero.
Guard
If
has
you're
some
doing it
guards
home,
has some pretty
watch
weird
what they know, what they don't
Denari
know,
setups.
where
They
the
need
blind
to find
spots
where
could
it
be,
is.
'cause all these things determine everything that happens and around for the
So
attacking
Denari's
side.
playing long desk.
The Denari can't deal with that drone at the first
But
time.
where's
it
his
happens. Now,
setup?
that's just
There
a
you go,
nuisance.
Oscar.
Oscar, big pick.
Gets the opening kill as Hasham will fall.
Oh, he's got the
And
weird
now
Denari
all
deck
things
again,
looking a
yeah.
little bit better. They've got control inside
It's a
of
great
Alpha Core,
setup.
but those
You walk
Denaris,
through
as
that,
I
you're
said,
like
are
20
a
HP.
nuisance
That's a
for the
good-
side. Clear the desk
a
now.
really good-
Another position.
Oh my
is
God,
untenable,
look at it.
and Groovy
Oh my
has to get a kill with the Rotero. As that one will pop
How's
on
he done
up.
that?
He gets to even more work. Project Zero with the perfect clapback.
This is the start they needed for this round. Unfortunately, the
That's
shock
huge.
drone
They
does
needed
get caught
that.
out, so they cannot clear these
They've still
Denari
got
gadgets. They have to do it the
Twisted
long way
Minds still have
around.
their best
There is
players
still
up.
two
So
toxic captures in the back
this doesn't
pocket
mean
of P9
anything.
with one freshly
P9 and Gelada
deployed.
are still
And this is a
going,
problem
so
for this side. They can soak out as much time as possible, and I think Twisted Minds are going to be content even though they're 2 players down. They just need
They
one pick
need
to go their
to
way.
move
They
through
have the
soon.
Crossfires held inside a vending machine on an aggressive
Oh, wait,
push.
who's
The
that
next one's
pushing
gonna be
up?
perfect,
Oh!
and the player down below needs to win his
Deimos.
one. This is the most important pick for Viewport's career.
Yes!
Missing
Oh,
the
no, no.
moment.
Oh, Flexi, there we go. Good. Gelad's down.
Flexi, advantage with Project
Trix is 1
Zero.
HP.
Can
Trix
they
is
finish
low.
this fight and go all 15 rounds as Trix is wounded? Gibson, can they get it done?
40
P9's got-
seconds
P9
to
only has
go
one
now.
smoke
There's
left. They
still
need to
2
get rid of this.
attackers up.
They
There are
all
2
need to
defenders
cross
up going.
P9
When
here.
you've got 2 players up, there's still a
They
chance.
need to-
Does he know?
Does anyone-
Tucks himself back inside vending
they've got
as
no
the
nades.
wall.
They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. They don't even know he's there.
That the fall plan. Skeptic with the case in his hand.
No.
Blind. He walks
Oh no!
Oh, no.
It could be an iconic moment. He gets 2. P9 with a shotgun at the ready. Full information. Traps them into position. Twisted Mind.
Oh my
Trying to
God.
force the third map. As he dips in the cover.
God, he's right. Oh.
Oscar falls. And Twisted Minds get it done.
play.
Patient is a virtue and sitting in a corner deep, reminiscent of iconic
Oh
all those
my
months ago will
God.
force us to the map where that
That's
happened all those
crazy.
moons ago.
Oh
It is
my
time
God.
for a third map to see
Holy
what team
shit,
will
P9.
take our final ticket to the Invitational. Gibson, what a matchup that was. And for Twisted Minds, they will brush the sweat off their brow and say, we saved that one a bit.
Forget about best of 3s. It is simply straight on up a best of 1 brawl on Consulate to determine who from Europe will be attending the 6th Invitational in Paris in a few weeks. We're
Wow.
going to catch a quick break. Let us get our breath. Let
You
the
could
players
tell
get
they
ready.
just didn't
When
know
we
he was
come back,
there.
we're going to get ready for the biggest match of
You
the
could
year.
tell.
And potentially
So
careers
stressed.
of some of these players.
Oh,
We'll be back in
no.
15 minutes.
That's rough. That's
Oh.
it's a crazy clutch, but they should not have let that happen. They should not have let that happen. Oh no. It's something I do. Crispy, I feel like you missed the first kill. I'll level with you. that first shot's getting missed. Oh.
Oh, we're going all the way anyway.
Yeah, we get another game. Mind that. I don't mind that. We got some more Project Zero, baby. If I'm having my 1 in 30 good game, I'll hit it. Oh, God. That was close. Right, who do we think wins this?
Oh, yeah, Clubhouse. I could. Clubhouse map 3, it's... Everything's on the line, really, isn't it? It just depends on who wants it more, I think.
Alright, Project Zero or Twisted Minds. Get your predictions in.
Twisted Minds played very well map 3 as well.
But yeah, we're getting fantastic games. You think Twisted Minds? Get that prediction in, baby. I don't think Twisted Minds. I think Project Zero get this through. First game, they were fantastic, and then that game, they just weren't quite on it. How many more games today? I think this is final game. Am I right, Noah?
Yeah.
This is final game.
This is... Well, there's NA tonight.
Yeah, true. I'm not going to be covering that. I'll be with Isabel.
I might I might co-stream it. If anyone wants to watch NA, I'll co-stream it. Fraser doesn't want me to co-stream it, but if anyone...
Because I imagine Fraser wants to play.
Yeah, Fraser wants to play Siege. Yes, Fraser wants to play Siege.
Yeah, so we had a set of games earlier, Crispy, which Twisted Minds won. They just absolutely swept both games, and then that led to this. Is there any games tomorrow? Come
Any games? I think this is the last of the SILCQs tonight. I think.
Have a look at Rainbow's.
The Age of Cups currently going on. So there might be APAC Siege, but that'll be really early in the morning.
Last chance qualifiers. Emails now. APAC and South America are in 5 days. APAC will be... Yeah, APAC, all of it starts in 5 days, so on the 16th. You've got X-Chief versus Four Angry Men, All Gamers versus Souls Hearts, CAG versus Enter Force 36, and Daystar versus Team Anios. And then for South America, which is also in 5 days, we've got Team Liquid playing Team LFO, 2Game versus Elevate, Loud versus Supernova, and Black Dragons versus 0-0. Okay.
Is that the Brazil LCQs?
Yeah. So we do still have Brazil and APAC. That's not till the 16th. Yeah, and then NA starts in 2 hours, 36 minutes, I believe. Where we have... other games?
NA starts at 8.
It's Oxygen versus Cloud9, and then whoever wins that is against Dark Zero. That'll be a good game.
Yeah, I'll probably watch that.
That first game might not be amazing. Personally, I think Cloud9 maybe win that. Although Oxygen beat them 2-0 last time they played, so maybe take that back actually.
I'll go and get some food, and then we'll go back again for...
All in on
NA
PZ, baby. Rightfully so. When am I playing Siege again? When I feel like I can forgive Ubisoft. I think Dark Zero win. I realistically Dark Zero win later. I think a lot has to go wrong for DZ to not win that.
Yeah, they've looked a bit shaky so far though.
They have, but I feel like they're just a level above everyone else in that. Like, Cloud9 are not where they used to be. Oxygen are very poor now.
Mate, every time I've seen Kobe play for Cloud9, it's giving me a migraine.
The Cloud9 roster just isn't anywhere near as good as it used to be.
No.
Like, it's just... like, who's in their roster now?
Well, Kobe... the only one I know is Kobe right now. The only one that's coming to my head right off the top of my head is Kobe.
Yeah, it's just, my thing's just not working. But realistically, DZ win that. If they don't, it's a fumble. Especially after they missed out on the major. I feel like they have to make SI to prove a point. I answered it, Tyrex.
Yeah, both people taking each other's map pick is crazy.
Yeah, they have. They've cooked. Tyrex, my answer was I will play it once I kind of forgive Ubisoft for being absolute idiots. I have played it since. I played it with Tom. And I still lost my head a little bit then. That and I'm... oh my god, I've just been flashbanged. That and I'm just thoroughly enjoying The Witcher. So never. Soon. Once I make a bit more progress in The Witcher, I'll probably play some Siege and then The Witcher after.
Alex, me and Fraser will drag him to play Siege, don't worry.
I don't know if I make it into Fraser's Godstack.
Fraser will allow you. I mean, if me and you stream, then we have more power than Fraser, so...
I don't know if that's how that works.
Oh, he's a mod in mine. I don't think he's a mod in your...
I took it away from him.
Yeah.
He was having a power trip. He kept doing silly stuff. Crispy, this is such crazy comms.
Will plays Death Simulator.
At least I played the Death Simulator, Crispy, alright? I've not disappeared onto RuneScape for 3 months.
Like, oh god, that P9.
Yeah, that P9 play is crazy. Yeah, I clipped it. I just need to make sure I clipped it right. I already know that was Jim. It was Jim. Thank you for the bits. That scared the shit out of me. I'm just looking at this clip of P9. Stop. Who was that? Oh, it's Jim again. Jim, thank you for the bits. Where does this start? Okay. What's the fart, Jim, as well? I was not thank you for the bits. Can we ban this prick? He's a mod. I'm afraid we can't. Although you may love to, but...
You won't ban Jim, but you'll happily time me out, won't you? Time me out for gifted sub. For 20 minutes? We meant to do it fucking 10, you time me out for 20?
Yeah, was that me that did that?
Yeah.
Maybe it was. You had
Someone
Poppy banned, so you deserved it.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I actually didn't have any knowledge of it until about 3 days later when I checked my bans and was like, why the fuck's Poppy banned? If Poppy, if you're in Will's stream, I sincerely apologise. I genuinely had no clue.
Jack, alright. Crispy, you getting timed out, buddy? There we go. Let's see what they're saying.
I was just... Like, because I knew someone had been
entry
banned,
game,
I didn't know
especially
who.
on their defensive
And I was
side.
like,
What
looking
the
for a
Virtus Pro
moderation.
struggle
and I
with
was
the
like,
fact they
why
could
the fuck
never
Poppy
get that first pick. Twisted Minds are so
Oopsies.
confident here on this map of Clubhouse that they need to play into that and realize that
I've
Twisted
seen
Minds
enough.
are
I'm
going to take
unmodding
space and
Fraser.
take it aggressively. We've seen it so far in this matchup, but a
Cinema.
shield ban very important for Project Zero takeaway. And I don't know if
don't
Blitz
think
and
it was
Monty
Fraser,
both
but-
effective in the hands of guards and Jalad so far. So kind of pick your poison deal for them.
Yeah,
And it's
Jalad's
not
been
going to be the same
fantastic
game
at
that we
times.
saw for either of these teams the last time they played on Clubhouse.
Very
Like,
good against VP
it's
as well.
not VP that you're playing against, it's a completely different style
Well,
now.
I
So
would
argue
you know
VP
if you're
now.
Project Zero, what to
VP,
expect. But if
from
you're
my
Twisted Minds as well,
experience
you
of
know
CG
that
Sports,
there's
are
not going to be a
worse
player
than a number
floating
of
around
tier
inside
2
Strip
teams
Club
that
like
I watched.
always. You know, so there's little things
Yeah,
that
I
you need to
don't
worry
understand
about now
that.
that'll be a
They
little bit
They
different.
either
But
go huge. They're
I
very
think
counterable though.
this
These
is
VP
perfect.
play
They're just
very...
slow.
Whip and I
They're
have
so
said this for a long
slow.
time. When Oregon
they
left
play
the
a very
pool,
set style of
Clubhouse
siege.
became
I
the
don't
map
understand
that
them. Like,
tests your
it's
basics. You have to
you
be able
need
to
to
win Clubhouse
adapt.
if you want to win championships. It's as
Yeah.
simple as that.
You
And
need
we're
to
going there
adapt.
to
You
decide
need to play
who goes to the
differently. You
biggest
can't
championship of
just
them all.
go, we're VP,
It's the
we're
most
gonna
evil
go
one, but I
slow
love it
and
as
it
well,
will
though. And I
work
find
and
it
we'll be
funny how you
surgical with
mentioned
it.
it's a completely
So
different
many
game that
teams
Twisted Minds
now
will
can
have
just
to
play
play.
a bit
The play
more
styles of their opponents being so
crazy
far
and
apart of each
erratic.
other with this one. I agree
It
on the
completely
entries as well.
nullifies
I
what
think
they're
it's
trying
a
to do.
really big part. We've seen Twisted Minds play with so many
Yeah.
shields as well
I
going
mean,
into this
they were
one.
playing
On the side of
very-
Project Zero, I feel like their reflex,
They
when
just
they
play
do
safe. They
get
play
them,
boring. It
they
doesn't
put
work.
themselves in such a good advantage and
Yeah.
such a good
I'd
spot
be
to be winning
very
out these
excited to
rounds here.
see if,
Going back to our predictions, because the game should almost be ready to go into the final
Twisted
map.
Minds play like they did
Whippet, you
against
said
VP,
Project
where they
Zero
were
at the
just
beginning.
flying out
Do you
of
still feel like they have a chance?
runouts and
At this
like
point,
monkey
I've got to
siege.
stick to my guns. I
Although
trust
they
the
did
boys
turn
get it
that-
done.
they
It won't
did
be
turn that
easy.
down a bit
I
on
think in
Clubhouse.
overtime,
It can
our
be
schedule, but I
risky
think they
doing
get
it
it done.
because if a team prepares
I'm
for
gonna
it,
I'm gonna
it's
stick
just
with
free
it.
kills.
I said Twisted Minds.
Yeah.
Twisted
Oh,
Minds.
God,
I
they have
think
to be
they've got
so
the momentum
careful.
now.
And I
Nothing
feel
is
like
going to
PZ
kill their vibe right now. Even if
this
Project
setup
Zero
of
win the
teams,
opening 2 rounds, they're
they
still going to
don't
feel
let that happen.
untouchable. I think Twisted Minds
I've
make
never
it to
been more
SI,
confused
and
in
if
my
they make
life
it to
than when
SI, they're a team that I think a lot of
Pasha
teams
was
won't want to
watching
be in
it.
their
They
group
knew
at all.
someone was on the jump
Okay,
out.
and then to go
Pasha
a
was
bit more
watching
detail,
the jump
Gibson, if
out.
you pick Twisted Minds, one
And yeah, the
player
guy
in
jumped out,
particular that
killed
needs to
whoever it
put
was
up
on the
their best
whoever
performance
it was
going
on
into
the
this
hotel
final
and
map.
jump back in, and Pasha just
I think when they
stood
do,
there.
when they go well, it's
It's
Garrus.
not good.
Right? When he gets on the
Gotta
sheet,
do a 2v2.
he is the player,
Good luck,
like,
fella.
you
Good
look,
luck,
when
good luck,
Jihad
good luck.
doesn't play
You
well, it's
win
okay.
those, you
If
win
Sean
those.
picks up, if P9 isn't playing
wins
well,
these.
you see a little bit
He
pressure
put
elsewhere.
10
I think it
points
comes
on
down to
Twisted
Garrus.
Minds.
He is the key. His
You
shield
can
play, his
tyrants for
DMR play,
18k
he's gonna
on
be
Project
so
Zero.
vital to success for Twisted Minds.
Oh
I think
dear.
Flexi for the side of Project
Oh,
Zero.
dear.
He's a great player, but he's been fairly quiet. I hope he can stand up to all this map.
Well, he has to, because it's just one map that stands between these two teams and one ticket to go to the 6th Invitational. Will Project Zero or Twisted Minds
Here we
take
go,
it?
baby.
The final map is upon us, and it is
Here we
Clubhouse.
go.
But are we
This
going
is
to
gonna be
gather a
big.
breath?
This is a
Are we
great
going to
map.
need every bit of energy that we need to cover this game with the glory
If
that
you
it
could
deserves?
go all in every
Project
time.
Zero
I just
and
bought
Twisted Minds and a
717
best
points
of
on a bet
one
on Tom's
on
channel,
Clubhouse
and I have
to get to the
165,000
sixth
points.
Invitational. Whether or not you've won
Tyrex, I currently
SEL,
have 0
that
points
doesn't
in the Rainbow
matter.
Six Siege,
Whether or
so-
not you've been to multiple lands and lost them, it does
I
not
think I won
matter.
my
What
bet
matters
before,
is
but I
the
can't
here. What matters is the now. For
I mean,
Project
if we're
Zero,
being
this could be
so completely honest
career-defining
about my
victory.
channel
For
play gambling
Twisted
history in the
Minds,
R6
this
channel,
could be the
before the
victory
Munich
that
Major,
shows
I had
we
400k
should have been in
channel points. By
EML.
the end
We
of the
deserve to be
Munich
there,
Major, I
and
had
we are going
300.
to go and ruffle feathers at
I have
Invitational like we have at
12,600.
every
Minute
other
on Project
international
Zero.
event we've ever attended.
I know for a fact these players have one
Yeah,
set
I
of
think I had, like-
feathers they want to
like
ruffle the
300k
most, of course, and
channel
that would
points
be
before
of
the
their
Munich
former
Major, so, like, by
organisation,
the
the
end I had
Falcons. They
300
want to
channel
take
points
that
left.
glory back. They
People-
lost 3ML spot to that
People have
acquisition
put
of the
there's a
team
total
all
of
those moons
nearly
ago.
3
What a
million
sweet
channel
revenge joy
points
that
on the
would
line
be
on the
if
official
they
Rainbow
can get
Six
across the
Siege
finish
bet.
line here today. Clubhouse, the map that's often to decide.
My
You
all-in
want to try
never
a
goes
brand
well,
new
but at
player,
least
you
I'm not
bring them
scared.
here. You
That's
want to
very
test a
true.
strat, you bring it here. You want to try something new, it's on Clubhouse.
got Sega.
Every team knows
Here we
it,
go, ready.
every team can play it, but now comes down to
Alright,
this.
so we're in
Who
church.
can
We've
do the
got
basics,
Ash,
right?
Hibana,
Who can
Ram,
keep their nerve when the
Capitao,
pressure
and
is the
Doku.
highest.
This is a good
And I
setup.
think it's all
No-
up in the air, Gibson.
no
I can't wait
anti-flank.
to see both these teams lock horns.
But
As a
it's
good
not bad.
replacement for our
Setup-
very first defensive side.
Twisted Minds
of
could
Twisted
very
Minds.
well make
How
a
much of
hero
a
plays
problem do
against
you think it's
VP
going
as
to be
well.
for
Like, they
Project Zero?
will
But at the
flank.
start on the
It's not a
attack
bad
here as
setup
well,
either.
they've banned the bandit, they've banned the
I
melee,
would
two
imagine
operators that can be a
the-
nuisance to deal with, but I think that if I'm
I
Twisted
can see
Minds,
Trix and
starting on
Jalad
defense
going on their own here.
Clubhouse where they were so good
Yeah.
earlier today. Apart
Minimum
from one
Jalad.
good plays from Dan, were the only
If
way
guards
that we
are playing
saw
top
VP
floor, they
take
need to
advantage.
deal with guards as
I think
well.
I'm very
Is
happy
P9
about
going
Twisted
downstairs, or is he
Minds.
playing top?
Huge win in the previous round on defense.
I
in
think
the
he'll
last
play
map.
bar and then just
Now
drop
you're on
off.
defense
He'll play
once
bar
more.
at the start of the
You
round and then
can
just fall off
build
as
that
soon as any pressure
momentum
comes that way.
so
Good time,
quickly.
Big
Is this
question
game
for
similar
Project
to Call of
Zero, are
CS?
they
It's
gonna be able
more
to find
similar to
themselves
CS
a
than
good
it's COD.
mental reset. They have to be able to
Depends who
shake
you play with.
every single cobweb away from this.
Mm,
It is
I
no
think
longer-
COD's
it doesn't
far too
matter about
run
the
and gunny.
result on Nighthaven, nor does the result of the previous map matter.
The only-
even
it's only
slightest.
similar to
It
COD
is
if
a
you're talking
fresh
about, like,
start,
COD,
and we're
Search and
into our very
Destroy.
first action phase here.
Yeah,
Hisham stacked up with Jalad
Jalad's
on the
baby
Ella.
steps.
Just
This is
trying
a
to
good
hold on
position.
to this main lobby lounge area side
a
and make
great
this
angle you can
entryway
hold on to
difficult
the,
for Project Zero.
bathroom door.
And
Yeah.
this is what I expect from Project Zero, or from Twisted Minds. The same
Oh, no,
defense
it's a
we saw getting brought
flexi-
out from the
flexi.
side when they played Virtus Pro.
Careful.
Will Project Zero read into this and know what they're up against?
Let's see.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We see those
Cross.
same castle
just
structure,
gone
and we're
straight across.
seeing Flexi use his utility
So
to
they know
clear from this
something's
position.
far
You
now.
can use some of those ramps, but it makes that position a
Good
little
job.
bit
Yeah,
harder
it's a
for
job
the
there.
line to play in.
Lacey just gonna fall off
Realizing
as
that the
soon as any
temperature
fresh comes up.
increases just a little bit.
I don't think they know
can
Vashon's
fall
in stock
back
though.
up. This is similar to what we saw earlier with
They do
Hashan
They do now.
deep inside a stock, and this is easy to deal with. Open up stock door right behind him, and all of a sudden you
Yeah,
force
Hashan
him to
passed the
drop
job
hatch,
there.
but
There you go.
that phone call
Well,
will
this
do
is
the
what they'll
job
do.
for
They
you.
just, you know.
All of the defenders bar
I don't
one
know if
pushing
that's worth.
backwards.
I don't know if that was
Oscar
worth it.
will get the first kill of the final map.
I feel
That's
like
a massive
you
thing to
just
find early.
use
Shalon's
a
playing
lot of
off
util
that
to slow
road.
them
Yella
down by
has
about
been
5
silenced
seconds.
for now.
They
You
know
have to
they've
think
got
about this in the long
stop
term.
walls
It's a
all,
basement
although he's now
attack.
just been
And
spotted.
look at
It's
this.
dangerous.
Oscar's got some juicy information.
Just like a
Trex
fallback.
is none the wiser. The drone lurks in a hole below him, and he's calling
Hello,
us out
Brad.
to his
How are we,
teammates
brother?
As he ascends and
What's the
bounds his
games?
way
These
up
games
this
have been
rapid
fabulous.
beam. He might give
Group is
himself
down.
some
P9
information
picks-
away.
P9
P9
picks
finds one. Grubby falls. And it's going to be a repeat
Oh,
as you
shot,
put
you
snares
bot.
up the hatch.
Really good
Some
shot.
guards.
Guards going
you
down
knew
there
he
is
was there.
needed.
You
So
had the
everyone's
yellow
on site
ping, so
now.
why
They
is the
know
player
this.
from below challenging it when you have the flank
Oh,
coming on the
hatch
other
is open.
side?
Kitchen hatch
Great
here doesn't
kills for
feel like the
Project
play.
Zero
It feels
to
like
get
I did
themselves
not
back
know you could get
in the
that angle.
number advantage. Players dropping back towards side.
I did not know you
Five
could get that
doors
angle on the kitchen
barricaded
hatch.
as well means that there's
Anyone's
nobody
really
inside
got
dirt if they
balls to
elect to go for that kitchen drop.
Today is last
right
day
decision.
of
Open the
LCQs
door, give yourself
for
the
EML.
ability to play
There
inside the dirt.
are
45 seconds
America
to go.
tonight,
One
and
death
then
mark
it's
available.
APAC
Both
and
fire darts,
South
both
America
smoke
in
bolts,
5 days.
and you've still got the ability to get rid of any mirror windows
that's
if you're
a
at.
great pick as well.
That's the kill from Skeptic that matters. Hasham
was
is
far
down.
too windy
2 defenders left
from,
standing.
whoever
You
shooting back at
force
him.
Tricks now into a corner, and when that Goyo
Nice.
bastard clears off, you
You
can
know?
walk right on and whip it. 20 seconds to go. And
Milan's got a lot to do here.
I've got this open
Yeah,
round,
he was
and
never
they
winning
do.
that. That's a
Yeah,
great
Skeptic
attack.
comes on that
That is
final
a
kill.
superb
P9 hero
attack.
of our previous shutdown in an
Exactly.
unglorious
That is a
way with that
superb
vendetta,
attack.
locking
Really
him
well
down. The
played.
castle falls to it. Now the big thing from Project Zero is they need to keep these offensive
Qualifiers 1
rounds
month before
rolling.
South
And
couldn't
what a
get
start
close.
this was.
They tend
You
to
four
do that. I
turning
feel
hot
like
at the
they
beginning,
give a
finding
lot of
two.
time
But
between like, the main
that
teams
lockdown
qualifying
of
and then
Jalad
doing
from
like, we'll do the
Oscar
rest now.
is huge.
My name
Keep
is
in
on
mind,
pots.
in our game earlier today against Virtus Pro, we're masters
Let the
of
mind
being
games
sleepy
begin.
with a late round
Man, I
flank.
fucking love
You
T2
need to
features.
shut
It's okay.
down these
It's
lurkers,
great.
these off-site threats.
You know,
quicker,
Gatti is technically
quicker,
competed in
as
T2.
quick as possible, because Twisted Minds take
He's a
full
sub
advantage
commit,
if you
he's an
turn your
actual
back for
T2
too long.
Well, as in, like,
Upstairs, gym
he's
bedroom we go.
without
And the
subbing,
lineup
he's
for Twisted
also just
Minds
played them.
sticks to a true tested
Yeah, he
method.
played the
with
land,
guard,
didn't he?
guarding
That's
the
great.
anchor to help
He is
shore up what might be a
unbelievable.
hole
Like, whenever I
inside
play
of
with
cash.
him, he does stuff and I'm like,
cash
what is
hold has
happening?
been vital to success that we've
He's
seen from Twisted
unreal.
Minds. You've got P9.
He's better than
Think-
me with a
think
pen
back
than
to
I am
earlier
with
today.
people on
P9
Same.
with the
He
bravery.
he
I was
would
gonna say a
play
different
more
word
in
there, but I remember we're on
T2
a
were
different
it not
broadcast,
so
but the
ridiculously
bravery
time
to
consuming.
pick that shield up with a nade at his
Like
feet
constantly
and then
running
put it back
scrims and
down
strats and
and
stuff
use
just
to get
isn't
kills
really his
is
thing.
the sort
Like
of
I've
thing
spoke to
you
him about
need.
it.
The moxie,
Like he
I suppose, would be
enjoys
a
it,
better
but
that
it's
you
too
need
much.
to win a map like Club
just
Royce.
enjoys playing
Full
other stuff.
extension as you expect. Jalad playing below as he has so much
He's
already.
a superb
But Oscar
player.
already
It's a
with
bit
has
silly.
drone inside of rafters that will let them know that that section of the map is either clear or are there danger signs from Jalad.
Jalad's coming back up the site. And this is scaring me so far.
There's a lot going on red
Again
here.
here, Gibson. It's been such a long day just to try and recover myself from it. I really want to
Have you just
double
realised,
down on
Alex?
what I mentioned on the desk before we went in here. Flexi is the player that I will put my spotlight on and say this is the man that needs to stand up a little bit taller.
For 1
and
point
push his
up
shoulders
to
back and be
Yeah, you're not
brave.
getting anything
I've
for
seen
winning.
How good he can be when he's feeling confident, and I want that side back out. And they might need it as well. You can't rely.
They need to
on
join
just
top red.
Newport and
Yeah,
Oscar
yeah,
to
there
be
we
the
go.
only
Good.
tip of the spear players operational
they've-
at this point.
Oh.
Maverick getting brought out
It's
to help
Jim.
give them
I thought
access.
they just
Right
given a
to the
freebie
team.
for Rafters
Cash
then.
to Crossfire, big help to the main stairs. Externally, help the floor, as that mentioned Flexi, and they have Rafters early and a good drone
Surely
network
at
to
some
help
point
support
they've
it.
realised.
And you've opened up that door as well, or that window
This is a
onto the
big
main
cash
stairs,
hold.
which gives the defenders something to
Yeah.
think about as they rotate
Well, VP
across.
did
So
this,
it's
and
that seat of
Twisted
doubt,
Minds
that
literally just
phantom
jumped through
pressure
gym window.
that
I
makes
gonna say,
the
just go
defenders
the other
double think.
way.
Now, this Hasham P9 setup, we saw it earlier today.
To be fair,
They're
Mav's
both
on the
aggressively
jacuzzi.
playing this position. The
Yeah, you've
F9
got-
He's
on
not.
the breach is really
You've got
important.
Jalad
That is
and
the signal to swing.
Twist.
But Oscar,
You and
will
Oscar
begin
are
to
putting
walk
so
on, and
much
there's
time
still
into
another
this.
wall that you want to deal with. You've got the yellow pings.
great
You've
pick.
ahead, and Oscar will find
There's
the
another,
opener
there's another,
once
there's another.
more.
I know he's
Another
posting, I know
yellow
he's
ping.
posting.
Another bit of information has been gathered on the defenders with it as Skeptic starts sending those candelas in.
There you
And
go.
Oscar will start
Oh, that
closing
hard
in.
breach is
But
gonna be
he's realised, do
brutal.
not skip steps. Do not jump in before
they
you
have to back
clear
up.
this wall.
They were going to
That's
rotate
time
out
to
via
pull back,
cash. That's
isn't
going to be
it?
a
They have
great
to.
moment. 3 bodies stacked up deep in construction. They're all realistically relying on this Kiba barricade network to keep them safe from from a long
This
angle.
Blackbeard
The
keeps
walk in to
clearing.
capture the shield will keep them safe in the hands of Oscar and Twisted Mind. For the very first time, really beginning to feel like they're on the back foot. They've got nothing. They're walking backwards, absorbing jabs, but can Project Zero find that big cross to break the guard here? 60 seconds remain. And Jalad, I mentioned how they can be oh so slippy.
A free timeout
Emerges
on Jin.
to the center of the basement. But the drone staring at Adam is ready for it.
He's a mod. I don't know if I
The
can.
drone's getting there, yeah, it's ready for it, but they scroll on up, they move up the stairs, and You start droning the next phase. The Blackbeard, he can
Blackbeard just has to
force his
blast
way
through that wall.
through that wall, giving you access inside of logistics.
Here we go.
That could give
Go
you even
in.
more information. Now there is
Take
a player
Lodgy. You
quite
take
close.
Lodgy.
That's
No.
Trix with the shotgun, but another
Should've
hit
taken
thrown the
Lodgy.
other way. Let's get rid of that Goyo canister. 30 seconds to go
This
on the
BB
right.
has to take Lodgy. He's faffing around.
He's wrapping all the way around the other
Oh
side.
my God.
He
Jalad.
called it. Jalad with the big flag.
Jalad.
Twice now in 3 rounds. They've been caught out by somebody tucked in a
No
corner.
way.
Skeptic the next to fall. Hisham finds that one with the flames.
Flexi.
Jumping
Flexi.
on in though. It's a
Flexi.
2v2. 10 seconds to go. Groovy with the case in his hand. Flexi holding main stairs. Groovy's going to go for the plant, but he's caught by Trix. The case will go down. At least he'll come off it for now. 1 second to go. And just like that, Jalad
That
will
fell
get
apart
Twisted Minds
so
on the board
quickly.
as well.
Jalad went
1-1.
huge.
And all it takes is the
Wow.
smallest, the most minuscule
You
mistake
need
to
flank
unravel
watch
around. The
or
drone they had
anti-flank or
staring
anything.
at Adam doorway
That
would have
happened.
been enough.
Jalad got
It
the
actively held to
freest
stop
2K.
Jalad finding 2
On a Blackbeard
and
as
picking
well.
apart
It's
this
crazy.
offensive round from Project
You can't
Zero.
have your
They followed
main
every
push
step, every
have
procedure,
zero
but
flank watch or
one
anti-flank.
moment unraveled all that
It was a
hard
great
work.
push, but you
Death
cannot
by
do that.
1,000 paper cuts it feels and Twisted Minds once again
It's not even
feeling like almost an
70,000 paper
impression
cuts,
of
that
Virtus
is
Pro
literally
have to
just-
draw from the deck of cards of clutches, and it will be Jalad's name to come up once again.
And Jalad,
Jalad
a
is having a
player he
great
is
game.
getting for this side. When he gets hot,
Great series, I mean.
he carries. When he gets cold, the other players pick up the slack. It is a
Flexi.
tale we've seen from this player for a long, long time, but 1 round apiece is the perfect start to a map
Need to
like
gamble.
Clubhouse.
Pyrex instantly loses
Down
all its
to the
points.
basement of the site. P9 will threaten the
Skeptic
heavy
on
roam
the Ying.
presence with
What
those
the-
scopos, with the shells, but you'd assume you normally see one either
P9 on
placed inside of
Skopos. Are we about to
Strip
see some,
or
like,
inside of
spoint level
bathroom
plays?
itself as he gets into reinforcing weapon. A little wrinkle though this time, electing not to bring the castle, not to open up the hatches
The
and play
Skopos is
those
slightly
hatches
exciting me.
aggressively this time. It's a bit of a different
no, not the
roaming
secret
approach.
peak, not the
Will
secret
Hisham though
peak, not the secret
find
peak.
something as he begins to fish to start the round.
Oh.
This is what PZ need to be super
Premature
careful of, is now
pre-fire.
Twisted Minds are going to try plays like this, more aggressive, more kind of contesting your spawns, but it will be, hopefully, Hisham falling off sooner rather than later, and it will be.
Why does Gilbert
Now,
have so
with
many
the Scopos
points?
in
What?
play, normally Hisham is on that operator, but how many times with Twisted
Gilbert.
Minds
Oh, he's
benefited
got-
from a team misdroning,
On
not
my, you know
spawning a
your
shell,
stream elements
and
points, how they're
finding that
different than
late
your actual
round
channel
fight. So
points.
keep
Gilbert's
an
got
eye
like
on
a
what
million
P9 can
points.
find. A massively different setup from both these teams, and Grubby's going
You
to
know
find
he's
some damage
pulled
early.
off.
His own flashbang blinds him, his best
What?
impression of a North American player, it seems. He'll hop back on the
Flashbang
drone,
himself?
and it's going to be an entryway from Flexi on that ram.
Yeah, he's in the building, but still you got to find where these defenders are playing. Remember, a roaming presence is there, and that's
Someone needs to
been
get
the
in the building.
problem for Project Zero. They've cut corners twice.
I
And
feel like
both
Ash should be
times
being a
they have
little
been
bit
caught
quicker.
out for
I
it.
know it's early in the
Hisham
round,
will
but
play inside of Secret. The fact that that window isn't fully open gives him full reign to play here, and even more so,
And those
guards
two playing
on the
top
roll,
floor, that Ella
bringing
and
himself those
Skopos.
Grismont mines that he can
I
place to
think Jalad
protect
on the
himself.
Skopos up here
Like,
could be brutal.
I've seen this setup before. The perfect attack to this defensive lineup is to rush
Sorry, the
down
Solace,
blue,
not
take on the
Skopos.
fight with Hisham, and go for the execute. But I feel like Project Zero, they're going to get
Well, I
drawn
think
into
the
this.
Skopos
They're
is
going
there
to
for that, yeah.
focus on that roam game
I think
and
he's
try
there
to
for
clear
hero
them
play,
because they
you know,
don't
late
want to get
flank.
caught again like they were before.
But Jalad's in a perfect position. No one knows he's
Jalad
there.
could
He's
do
lurking on top of rafters, and
huge
with
things
completely
here.
unchecked Solace plays, he can have an impact in the later stages of this round. So right now, Jalad's job is to sit there, be still, remain undetected, and even hop on the cams or whatever support he can for his team at this distance. They'll try and clear utility away with that. They've already pulled him back. They don't want to go
If
for
he
that
stayed
fight. They
up.
want to play the numbers game.
P9
P9
I think
takes
they're
a
gonna-
beating,
probably gonna
falls
switch it.
back, but he's still in this
Mine,
fight.
no, he's
But
not.
Oscar finds
Oh,
the opening,
Oscar.
finds
Oh,
a
Oscar.
second, and here come the pressure. Project Zero
bomb.
dive in. Newport
Keeper?
knocks down one more. Hisham meets his grave.
Ruby.
Robbie looks
Oh,
into,
wow.
Oh my
and just
God.
like that, a
What a-
flawless
what
an
round.
execute.
Project Zero
Oh
take
my
their second.
God.
Oscar doesn't even need to put the A in his name whip because he gets
Wow.
it for his performance every single time. Opening picks was that 3 in a
What a
row
play.
that Oscar has got the
Feel
opening
like
pick, and that
the
time he
room just-
followed up with an instant
it didn't
double.
meet
Project Zero
attack at any
catch
point
them
there.
cold, win the round, and
Yeah.
take the lead
Whilst
once
the attack
more.
didn't
Two
know where they
attacking
were, I feel like
rounds
they kind of
won
used that to
on the
advantage when they were like, oh, well, they're
in
just not here, let's
Clubhouse
fucking
is
go.
as good as it gets.
Yeah, we'll just take the
One one more round,
Yeah, that
and
was
they
crazy.
are perfect. 3 attacking rounds.
go down blue
It's a
and then
great
they're
spot
just
to
too
be in for
late.
Twisted Minds once more find
Great
themselves
push.
trailing and
Really
this is
good
very
push.
much
Let's go Project
into the
Zero.
theme
Come
that
on,
we
boys.
saw on Labs earlier
Who
on in
won
the
the
first map
attack?
of the series. Project Zero winning rounds to get into the lead,
Who won the
and
attack
Twisted
is
Minds being
super.
forced to fight
Is that the
back
dude
every
who's
time.
got peak? Does Hisham have a peak lane after?
Twisted Minds, though, are a team
Yes,
that I don't
it's that,
think
like,
have the
front
best.
peak.
Like, they just struggle a little bit from the back
Well,
foot.
when you
With
walk
Oscar,
up to the wall,
think about how he was so
walk up
dominant
like
in
a
that
door,
opening
and as
half,
you're about to
especially
push
on
it,
that
like,
Haven Labs, where he was
quickly
winning every
throw
one.
in
He
one
became the
throw,
raid
you know,
boss.
bounce.
Twisted Minds had no way back into it. They really struggled
There you
with
go,
it. They're
Brats.
mechanically brilliant players. But so are Project Zero, and they can't rely on their
It's a bit
rifles to
of a-
dig them out of these trenches when they're
it
losing
is a bit
players
of
so
a baller
early.
peak,
And
you
it's
know
that
what I mean?
opening
It's not
engagement
very
every
useful.
single time. They're
It's
almost
not
right
very
to the
useful.
script for this
Double
round.
ADS
Oscar has
on
found so
Rafters,
many
even though they
opening
don't have
picks,
an
and this
Underarmy.
team
I
has
wonder who's
full
going to play
advantage
there.
and capitalize off of them.
Still got hope for Twisted. No, 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 no. Twisted are losing. Twisted are
big
losing.
repick going out here from Project Zero. Nomad, Ace, Capital, and Maverick all picked up.
Plans
We're
can
not on the
change
mainstream,
based
so
on
we're
what
allowed
you
to be
see, and that's
incredibly
exactly
biased.
what they've done here with it, but the defense, I'm still pretty much a fan, right? Jalad, we saw this earlier. Remember the way that they tricked that garage wall. They held Rafters to protect. Yes,
Yeah.
you give up the main breach, but if you keep the bottom garage safe, it allows the Rafters player to be brave, to peek, to play aggressive. And that's exactly what they're going
Yeah,
to
they
try
also
to do
gonna try
again.
and do like
We've
they did
seen this
against,
before, but with the problem with doing the same attack twice on the same day as Project Zero have seen this
Against
before.
VP, they
If
just
you
held the
spot
two bottom
fact that
garage
You're
walls.
seeing those
Just
Zoto
so-
canisters
so
being
why
thrown on
was
the
6
wall.
loses their
You know they're going
points?
to try to follow it up with a Cade Electric Claw to stop you from opening it.
Jalad Tub. Bottom garage.
Claw, chokes at the time, and it's one
pick
more
up the
problem for
sixes
Project Zero to
That's
solve.
right.
And we see this one again. Jalad posted up behind the motorcycles deep in bottom garage.
Oh,
That's
C4.
where he shut down Virtus Pro.
Oh,
C4
I've
goes
missed
out
it.
and does not find its mark. Lucky blessings counted from the side of Project Zero. The Maverick trick should open this wall up with relative ease and
I'm gonna
does so.
watch his tootsies there.
Rolled in
He's got it wrong.
momentarily, and that's
Missed
how
it up.
Newport's on that Sophia. Use that impact to pop it open with 3 bodies stacked up on this
They,
platform as
they
well.
need to clear. Oh,
Very
wait, touchdown.
direct approach,
No,
perhaps
he's
on the
not.
cards.
They need
and
to
two
clear
stacked
Jalad.
up as well. Jalad holding his position. Might be cautious of Lounge.
There you
2
go.
bodies down below as well, holding
They
on
can
to
get
the
a breach
direct
open all they
approach.
want,
Might not
though,
be the
but like,
best
we
course
can't.
for side of
We need
Project Zero
garage
here.
control.
Yeah, but you can see they're trying to fish
Jalad
out this
and
kill
P9
on the
need to
P9
be
who's
gone.
playing on top of Rafters right now, but do you know about Jalad below? If you peek the door, like if I'm
peek the door, you're
P9,
dead.
don't expose yourself to the door. Focus on the breach because
Are they just
Jalad
gonna fuck
should
garage
have
up?
you
Just try
covered.
and get in and
But
plan?
there's
They
the
can't.
smoke,
Yeah,
smoking
I think
off
P9
that player,
gets them
maybe
if they
trying
even
to bait
consider
some
this.
utility on the walk-in, but not going for it just yet. So
Yeah,
I
good.
see what Project Zero are trying to do. They're trying to
They
bait
need to clear
C4, trying to
P9.
bait an overswing.
And ideally
Twisted Minds
Jalad.
not falling for that bait just yet. And Whippet, I think that was a C4 that has now been burnt, that has now been wasted,
Yeah,
and
that's
now
it.
they've only got one to
That's
work
C4.
with.
There's no C.
Oh,
no,
impact
Jalad's
burned
still got
well,
his
burned
C4.
away as well, but this pressure down in Lounge
Oh,
is holding
Jalad's
on
dead.
to it,
Upor.
and Upor reads it brilliantly. Jalad will
Really
fall.
well played by
Now,
Upor,
they
that.
still have smokes to work with on the hands of Capital. The lock
this
off
his
in
game
time,
of the
so P9
series?
will be neutralized when they
Don't
want to go
think
for this
got picked up
execution.
now.
But do they want to try and stick to find this fight? I don't think they do.
This could be
Bodies
Upor's game of the
stacking up,
series,
finding
finally.
themselves on that rappel.
Right, this is
And
an angle
Skeptic
here.
will burn utility,
This is
sending
very-
Lot out
P9's
towards
gonna be
it.
tough to
Jab
deal
goes
with.
off. No avail. He tries to dive in to find a second one. He might get a rotation
They've got
here.
the can't-
Can't.
Oh.
This is the virtue, but Flexi doesn't
Oh,
have
yeah,
any.
Flex.
Diving in
Flexi.
and finding two.
Oh my God.
Robbie gets one as well. Twisted
getting the bomb
Mind,
down.
beaten to the
Hush
punch.
on Khan,
And Project
everything.
Zero have found a huge left hook. And
Hasham
there's no way
stuck.
back in this one as the count
He
starts.
has to go blue,
Hasham
maybe?
on the
And then up
ropes.
red?
He might have been
What's his-
playing
what's his
a
play
pit
here?
pits of hell right now. A one
does he
versus
have? No,
he's taking a
five.
tactic
He
too.
is
Taking a
down,
timeout
but
this
this
time.
is
Yeah, he's
a
taking a
time
time.
out. He is
They're
not
gonna
going to
go
try to
for
win
it.
the
They're
round.
gonna realize
He's
it.
giving it
Yeah.
away. A 3-1 lead to Twisted Minds.
Wow.
And this is,
What
do you
an
remember what I
execute.
said? I said Project Zero
Upor getting
could race
Jalad
into
there
a
with
two-round
the jump in,
lead
jump out
and
was
cause a problem for
superb. That
Twisted
opened
Minds
things
and
up
start to
so
slow down
much.
the momentum they have.
That opened
Well,
things
they've
up
got that
so
two-round
so
lead.
much.
And I don't think
As soon
that
as
Twisted
P9
minds are
clear.
enjoying this at all.
Finished.
And dare I say,
Wait, what?
Oh.
I'm going to say it actually now. I'm going to dare say
Lads
it.
is left.
Project Zero did the basics. They watched this map
Interesting.
earlier, and they're like, we know what you're
Can this
going
be-
to do, so we're going to counter it. And now we'll wait a little bit longer while we get a player back in, but whip it. Project Zero, dream
Crash.
start here in Club, 3 rounds on the
Slide
board.
an hour, yeah.
We gotta get these players back in. It will break the serve a little bit.
I
You
love
could
these
say
Mike.
it will
I love him.
slow the pace of play down. But you gotta feel about this one. Project Zero played that perfectly. And it was
Oh
a
my God,
difficult
yes.
round indeed. They had the clear positions inside of Lounge. You had the clear rafters.
This
and
siege
they had
has
all that
been
pressure on the main
superb. The
site
plays,
itself,
the
and they took
absolute
their
shit
time to
housery in
break
the
it
chat.
down. But I'm gonna look at this
Phenomenal.
and say
Such a
Jalad,
good
who was
play.
so active against Virtus Pro on
Do you
that
know the
bottom
law
floor of
behind
Garage,
Prince Ice too?
gets completely
What's
caught
that?
out this time around and shot
Do you know the
down
law behind
early.
match code,
Losing
Prince
him
Ice
is a
too?
big blow.
Clue.
But also, There was no C4
wow.
to deny that plant when he went in. And
so
Flexi, the player I wanted to stand up a little bit taller,
before they got
seized the day. I believe he vaulted in from radio window, got one pick on his entry, went straight towards P9 and shut it down. Gotta feel, Gibson, this is real pressure now from Twisted Minds. They're feeling it.
It is exactly what they would have wanted, and this is like this might kill their momentum just a little bit. But you've got 3 rounds on attack on club. Like we've seen 3-3 splits way more frequently over the last few years.
Did they get found out?
As opposed to the 4-2s, but I think Project Zero, they have got Twisted Minds rattled right now, and Twisted Minds. Change it up. What you were doing earlier today.
Oh, so he left and was like, right, so this is what they
play
did.
From Oscar, dropped inside Moto, the smoke goes off. And
I remember seeing a tweet yesterday, and it was someone saying, like,
fight
what
10
happens when a
times
player
out of
moves
10.
team to a
It was a
rival,
flawless
like, you
run at
reveal
that point.
tactics,
I am
and Pengu basically
just
turned around and was like,
loving
primarily
what I-
just for
remember, we
professional
have watched
integrity,
these
tend
players
not to.
from tier
But players
4
that do,
inside of
the
Europe,
teams often
you
know
can
that that
too.
type of
I
player will
started my
move to the
casting
next team
career
and go, oh, so these are
covering
the
these
tactics.
players
Switch
in
the tactics
depths
completely,
of the
and then
regional
go and play
system
them and be
with
like,
it. And now
wait.
they're about to potentially
Hello, Jack, how
qualify
are we?
for the 6th Invitational. And the amount of players that you and I have seen from UKIN 2 that have gone on to play in Tier 1, I'm so damn proud of these guys,
this
and
could
I
be
would
wild.
love to see them make it.
Well, I love the glaze for the UK players in a camp for that system. Gibson, I will play and say the exact same story for these guys here on Twisted Minds. They came in, they made a storm.
Ice
Gotta
hockey
think about
thing in
this.
America.
Not too long ago, MENA was an afterthought. They had to form their own leagues to get competition. They were often that hidden secret of Europe, the team that you scrimmed if you wanted to be challenged mechanically. They were given their own region and they stood up tall, nearly finding glory, and they were holding candles to the big dogs instead of the ML.
Hershey
This
Bears
roster,
intermission,
formerly
yeah,
of
so I think it was
Falcons,
during one of the
had to
breaks, they
rebuild
like
themselves when
have all the
Roar
kids go
acquired
out
the
on the ice
BDS
and
team.
play.
Finals.
And all fighting each other in the middle of the
Got
ice.
back up.
Jesus.
They've got back to this stage, and
See
they're
if I can
one map. Yes, they're trailing, but
send
one
you the
map
link.
away from the
crazy.
biggest
Fucking
event in the world.
They just start
Oh,
going.
but I said
at
we were
it.
there for the glow up of these
I
players
think
all the way
It's
through.
too no-brain.
You
You're
and I were
kidding.
there for the glow up of Twisted Minds, like
There's
you
no
said.
way.
We were there when they announced to the world that MENA
Brilliant,
was a
if so.
serious
Big fan of
region
that.
and these players could compete. And either way, I am going to be delighted for whatever team wins this game.
Really?
But all I'll say is there's still a long way to go, right? It is 3-1. They're waiting for this game to get up and running, and we're waiting for all the players to be ready, which they are now ready
Is
to
it
go.
actually too no-brain?
I think Twisted Minds need this round. I know it's early,
Oh my god, it is
the same
Welbeck.
must
Tell you
win.
what, Welbeck's having a bloody good
but you
season.
cannot let Project Zero get a 4th round. If you give them a
Yeah, when
4th
you get a
round,
minute, look at
you've
that
got to
tweet
deal
I
with
just
doubt,
DM'd you
you've
on
got to
there.
deal with pressure, and there's only so
DM
much
me
time
on
that you can
Twitter.
spend climbing uphill
On Discord.
before those legs get tired.
Easy.
And fatigue certainly a factor, Gibson, and we mentioned those legs
It's
might feel
getting after
heavy
it on ice.
with all of that lactic acid build up, because you got to think, Twisted Minds, they played a grueling 2-mapper against Virtus Pro earlier.
Look,
While
they
it was
actually are
not
just
the
throwing
longest
that. They're not
in
even
the
taking the
eight,
gloves
still a
off, they're just
competitive
swinging.
game where they had to have
They're
the
just
heads
fully throwing
on
hands at each
proper.
other.
The gloves aren't even
And
off,
now,
they're just
they find
sending it.
themselves under even more pressure as Project Zero get closer
Brilliant.
and closer
Absolutely
to that
love it.
flight to Paris.
Obviously, don't fight
You'll be
kids.
there, Whipper. You'll be there. You were there that weekend alongside me, aren't
And
you?
you can't
We're
be
off
Brighton.
to- we're off
Jack,
to
you
watch
say
the
that
game
like
for the
Brighton
fans.
aren't a
me and
really
you were
good
off
team
to have
with
a
a really good
Valentine's trip as a
coach.
casting job.
Like
Obviously, that's what it
Hertzler
is. That's
is
why
one of
we're
my
there.
favourite managers,
That's
and
how
you've
we
got some
build
great
that
players.
chemistry.
That's how we
I'm
sold it to
a
our
big
partners
fan
to say
of
that we're
Matoma.
allowed to
I
go,
think
actually.
Matoma's
Like, we'll bring them
class.
the Valentine's
City
Day
can't
in
even be
Paris.
good
But
because Brighton are a
nonetheless,
good
Gibson,
team.
we have a game ahead of us, a grand final for this spot.
All
And that
this
trip
Brighton aren't
to
a very good
Paris. And
team
Project
thing, I
Zero
will
doing a
never
fantastic
understand.
job on the offense.
Brighton
here.
are
What's been the
fantastic.
big tail of the tape for them here on this?
They're just really inconsistent.
The tail of the tape has been they've just had an answer.
But I
for
think you've
everything
got a
Twisted
great
Minds have done,
coach
and
with a pretty
answers are
good
easy
team
to have
with some great
when
players
you've
in
seen
it.
the questions
Oh.
in advance, and that's what has happened.
Oh.
Because Twisted Minds have not changed a lot. Now,
was
Groovy,
almost
no
a
fear,
very
walks
early
on in,
pick
takes
from
the
Groovy.
engagement with, I think Gillard now took
I
a
had
little
me
bit of
excited.
damage,
I thought something
but
was
it
gonna
goes to
happen
show
there.
that he's not worried about taking on these fights. Grubby will play on those main stairs, look to meet any pressure that comes from bathroom, that comes from those chains door
Is this-
as they push in. Remember,
is
this
the
is
vert
a
free?
basement defense. But I see Sans whipping.
Is the vert complete?
There's two Sans attacks here. There's
Have
the
they
kitchen
learned from
Sans,
last
where
time?
you
They've got a
cut off
clash. They've got a
AKs,
clash on
or
main, but
there's
I think
the
that's about as
I
far
feel like
as
they've
Remnants
learned
of
from from
mind,
last
the
time.
Moto Sands drop.
To be
You
fair,
drop
they've
the
got-
sands through the Moto, you
Oh,
push
there you
deep,
go.
you
They've got
plant
two
those, you
C4s.
cut off full lines of sight, and you put pressure that way.
You always know there's that risk as well.
I feel like you maybe send P9 up and then keep the C4 in pocket. You're risking C4 here by sending Gelado.
On the clash. Very good at soaking up time. Very good at really helping delay this play.
Anyway.
And Project
They're
Zero
gonna try
has
and
done
bait
a
that from
good
the
job
clash,
of
I
being
think.
fairly time efficient with their clearing of the map so
I feel like
far.
if anyone
The
goes
clash
up,
will
Jaeger
be a
goes up.
late round problem
P9 should
that
go
they
up.
will have to solve, and that's going to be a difficult one to do when your
Gelad's gonna
utility
rip
is
the
likely
C4.
already
Gelad's ready.
burnt away.
You can smell him.
He's gonna get it as well.
Use
He doesn't know for
everything
sure he's
you
there.
have as an attacker and a
waste.
defender.
Oh, he's right there
Remember
now,
that
guys.
you
I
always
thought
say,
he was
well,
gonna
yes,
rip it
this
through
is
the
an
I did,
easy
yeah, I was
game,
excited
but
there.
there's also so many more layers.
So
to
we're
it.
1 C4
P9
down. We've got the
playing
pre-placed
aggressive
still in
on that
pocket.
dirt wall. Remember, they tend to leave
P9.
it soft. They're not that worried
P9's
about
gagging
reinforcing
for
it.
this.
And if you're an attacker,
They've left
this
the
is an
default
easy
cam up
blind
as well.
spot. This is somewhere you can push it. The
I think
fact
it's
that
up
the
because no
drone
one's
is
gone that
still
way.
up gives P9 so much information. Look at that. You're dealing with Valve drones
Cost you the
inside, but
Valve.
little do you know, it
The
could
pre-placed.
be an external drone that leads to your demise.
Is it not there anymore?
The camera is still standing, but it doesn't look like they'll be falling
Oh, yeah.
victim to that
There's a
free
hole in the floor, so
information.
it must have- it
Three
must have
bodies
been-
stacked
When
up
did they put
towards
that?
blue, it seems, and that might be the focal point of this push. The main hatch is
Oh, they've got the
opened up, and the
Sens.
light
Did you see the
wall
Sens?
has
P9's
already
still in
been
there.
laid by Sens.
This is a
I
great
think
drone.
it's-
This is a
The one
great
thing
drone.
is
Oh,
that
superb
a little bit of a
drone.
trap and a bait and a bait
They
and
know,
switch,
and
they actually
P9
got
doesn't know that
information
they
now.
know.
P9 has been spotted.
He doesn't
and
know.
They want
P9
this
has no
one.
idea.
U4, it's a one-on-one,
Oh,
and he wins
oh,
it.
it's
Opening
free.
pick is
U4,
found,
and
and
he
they're
can
going to
take
gain
That's
control
a
of dirt. A
freebie.
massive linchpin, and they're going to pivot this play straight towards a drop. The
Oh.
kitchen hatch. Fire darts go out
Hey,
straight
watch
away.
it, the
Can help
Sens
deal
is
with the
down
clash.
on the
Yeah.
Smokes
Here
as
we
well
go.
from Capital help burn
Here
things
we
down. A
go.
nade as well to make it even easier.
does-
They must
wait,
drop
does he
to
know
make
that
this
guy's
plant go
AK's there?
down. The light wall drops, and a rotation from Dummies
Oh.
there.
Oh,
One more
trade-
spawn,
trade
the
outs.
perfect trade. The cover needs to be even better
Trades.
though. The stick should go down. It
Oh,
will
touch
go
on.
down, but it will be
Touch on the
advantage
tricks.
of players
Punt
of
down,
Twisted
punt down.
Minds.
Huge.
The Achilles heel though of Twisted Minds has been the fact
He doesn't
that
know where they
not
are.
being
He has
able to
no
win
idea. He
rechecks
hasn't
here
got a
in
clue.
Clubhouse, but
But you
this
can smell
could
him.
be
You
where
can
they
smell
get
him.
it done. Oscar going on the flank.
He
He
needs
is
to kill
being
this
the final
Clash.
boss. The Clash
He
is
doesn't anymore.
dancing around the beach, and I think that shock sending out will give the information to where Oscar is. He steps through.
Oh,
and
he had
Sean
a shot
gets
there.
the kill, and Twisted Minds will take the round. It's
Jack,
3
Jack,
to 2
Jack,
with
Jack.
it, but Oscar
Jack, you
almost
can't
wins it,
hit
and
the
dare
G-
I
the
say,
GN
that
easy
little
peasy.
bit of lightning
You just-
bolt that came from the Clash revealed his position to Asham.
Oh.
All had to do at that point was hold the flank.
No, YY6. No.
That round could have been spectacular,
no.
but realistically,
Behave.
Twisted Minds, they were
Behave.
compressed, they were compacted, they were pushed
When-
into
when
a
they try and
box,
take a 40
and
split,
they
though,
clawed
they do
their
a 40
way out
split.
of it. They looked almost to be done and dusted, but those huge critical picks in the middle of
Let's go,
of
Twisted.
that execute in the mix of the smoke and chaos unraveled it. Oh, the clash on the board.
No,
you can play
not
that numbers
Let's Go
game.
Twisted.
Destructive
Let's go
Look at
Project
Roman
Zero, baby.
U4 wanting that one-on-one versus P9.
Down with the Twisted.
But a few key picks from players like Asham unraveled it, and Oscar couldn't find it dumb. Raid
Not
boss
that we're
mechanics
biased or anything.
have been figured out.
Yeah, but again,
No.
it comes back to it though. Like
Definitely
Project
not.
Zero are getting these openings because Twisted Minds are not doing anything different than what was done in the matchup with VP. You're making Project Zero's job easier than it needs to be. Yes, all 5 players are mechanical demons. Yes, all 5 players can win their ones. But remember, if someone has information and knows and has a bit of
Oh,
ability,
it's gonna
they
be
will win
a
that
stressful last match.
gunfight.
Can
It's
see it.
why you see some players still playing at the highest level despite their mechanics declining. Like we all know, some players go the other way as they get older, but they can still
God.
compete because they know how to use information to their favor. Whippets, Project Zero. Imagine the scenes now. They were 3-1 up. If Twisted Minds win 2 rounds back to back now and make it 3-3, all of a sudden it is fireworks, it is cinema, it is going to be one half to determine who goes to SI.
You got to think about this from Project Zero. This is a
Here we
completely
go.
great position. You're going to go into this 3-3 or like you are okay with this on the offensive
it's a
side of
good
Clubhouse
position for it.
because you know you can get almost guaranteed positions like those basement defenses. However, they've been weak from both of these teams so far in the LCQ. You can
breach.
almost kind of get 2 or 3 guaranteed defensive rounds, and that's going to be a huge playing the average favorite for Project Zero. Now, they still have a chance to get themselves a
On
very
breach as
solid
well.
4-2 advantage on their attacking split. Oscar will waltz straight into control. He'll gain himself access inside of rafters. just, he'll creep up, he'll crawl. There's going to be one silhouette lurking inside of Red Stairs, as well as Jalad locked up inside of Cash Room. This will be a very important battle indeed, and Project Zero have been efficient at clearing it so far.
The only difference between this time and the last time is that A, Jalad
Oscar's
gets
gone
the opening
straight
pick,
down.
and B, Hasham's not there.
Oscar needs to do
But
better than that.
Blackbeard down. That is your human drone. And not only that, it is Oscar who has been phenomenal for
Blackbeard as
Project
well,
Zero the
nonetheless.
whole way across this series.
He came flying
Suddenly,
through the wall and
Bree,
Jalad just
Twisted
was watching
Minds,
it.
things look a little bit better. Those storm clouds on the horizon are starting to dissipate as suddenly a 3-3-1/2 looks more than possible. Upside down repel though with
Yeah,
Ruby.
they
trying
give
to
a
find
Blackbeard
that easy
pick and the
kill that
results
you can find
suddenly
at times,
3-3 looks
but
very
We'll
possible.
realize it ain't coming. And a little bit of a reposition here with it. Flexi making his way towards Logi. A phone call will be deployed as that logic bomb should go off
Could be a
quite
30
soon.
angle.
Hasham.
Behave yourself.
Wow, that's a good
bottle,
shot.
spray some water. Hasham, don't be doing that one
They'd
again.
never let
That's
this
a
go through
nasty
3. Are you
pick
sure about
find.
that
That's
one?
gonna even
Are you sure
gonna
about
make
that?
the problems even harder for the side of Project Zero. As now, it's going to be down
I mean,
to
even
3.
with Project Zero, you
Grummy, Grubby, Skeptic, and
you
you
take it
four,
through
again,
all
all players,
attacking
and I will
support.
trust mechanically to find this. But there's no easy route to get this case down. It does look like the entirety of Bathroom has been reinforced off, so no
fat-fingered.
with pressure and control still held inside of Cash and Construction. There's no easy way to play on this sub-roof balcony.
He's
There's no
still got a
pressure on the
Witcher
windows
open.
from Master Bedroom nor inside of Gym. And that means the players in Twisted Minds
I'm
hold the
fat-fingered.
keys to this round. Expect everyone to have that pressure. And this job right now from Uport to hold on to this
sorry,
is the
Tyrex.
most important moment in this round.
This
Nothing
is
happened, Tyrex, don't
all
worry.
down
We're okay,
to those
we're okay,
three
we're okay.
players. Can they find a pick? The vault them through the window, but the cover's there. Does a ton of
Oh,
damage, and the
come
cover's
on,
enough
man.
as Jalad will find
Oh,
another one.
Jalad.
Grubby and Skeptic now. Another attempt at a creep
Ooh,
up. A screw
Skeptic.
push up being
Oh,
Skeptic
okay.
will find
Wow.
a Sham, and it's a 2v4 now. But the case is in the hands of Skeptic. Can he get
Oh,
to that
no.
wall?
No,
No, he
it's
can't.
not.
Tricks will
Oh.
Sham
Tricks
down
now
with a
as well.
shotgun.
Grubby.
Traded back by Grubby with 15 seconds to go. Another kill is found. It's a double on the round. You know there's a player behind Mattress, but P9 wins his one.
I could
and
see
Twisted
it.
Minds secure the
Oh.
3-3-1/2. Whip it. First half is over. Games is over. The big
I
boys,
just
the
felt
serious
like
half
something
begins
spicy
now.
was going to happen there.
It's
Right, let me
all
save
down
the
to
rest.
this now. A single 6-round shootout, maybe some overtime, drizzled on top to decide how things go for this. But a 3-3 level split from
I
both these
just-
teams. Now, if you're new and watching this or haven't been
Share
around
this
for a
my 10th
while,
month
the big
anniversary
advantage
and
here is this map historically has been defender-sided. But with its age,
10
means
months
teams know how to break it
anniversary.
down on the
Yep.
attacking split. Project Zero do not have an easy day in the office
Tyrex,
to
I'm
try
not
and hold
taking
on
the
to this
blame.
advantage. They do not have an easy day at all.
I'm not
Twisted
taking
Minds
the blame, though.
might have more work cut out for them. They were super
No, no,
clinical
no,
against Virtus Pro, so that might be a worrisome factor from Project Zero, as it will be a Thermite Blitz ban and Kaid Clash taken out by teams respectfully.
And remember how they played these attacks with it earlier today? It was
Macclesfield beat
aggression, it
Sheffield
was
United.
early entries, it was hunting down
so
roamers
wait.
like your life depended on it. And
Well, even
that is where
Palace.
Twisted Minds
Mansfield.
need to
Oh,
find
Mansfield.
that joy. Now, the only difference
I was
is
gonna say, I thought
they
it
will
was,
face a side that will
Mac
roam
beat Crystal Palace
aggressively,
last night, didn't
but
they?
not hide. Like, the
Yeah.
difference was you saw VP players kind
Yeah,
of
PG's
dipping in
got
the corners, trying to
73
be sneaky,
viewers.
trying
You
to
mean
win the
always?
fighties.
You mean always
yeah.
hiding in strip club
Damn.
every single round and being pinned in strip
You
club
went live
every
at
single
4 a.m.
round?
last night.
Yeah, that's what I meant, but
He
I didn't
didn't
want
go
to call
live.
the
Two of
player
his
out,
mates
okay?
at his
But
house for, like,
it's
an
different.
after party,
Project
and they
Zero
went
will
live
take
on
you
his
on in those
PC, started playing
gunfights.
CS.
And if they win those gunfights, they're going to speak verbal in
Amazing.
chat. And
I could go
for
wrong
Twisted Mind's
horribly.
sake, I think that
Oh yeah.
the verbals, it has was been shaking just a little bit at the start of this game, but I'll give them credit. They've composed themselves.
Let's see
They've
the
got
setup. So
themselves
we're in
ready to
church
go.
again.
But they know
This was scrappy
3
last time.
rounds
This is
the
bold
bare
going
minimum.
here again.
If you do not win 3 attacks,
they're playing the
you're
same
not
castle
going to
setup.
6
Chatting
Invitational.
shit. I'm chatting shit.
I would
They're
say your
attacking
year is
now.
over. Your
I'm being
competitive
idiot.
year is over
yeah.
because 6 Invitational, I see it as the closer of the year. I know some people see it as the
Playing the
opener.
same.
But
It seems a
that's your
very
competitive
similar
year
setup
over,
to what
and
Project
you've got to
Zero-
wait
what
and reset
Twisted
and get
Minds will do.
ready for those, Challenger League games where you try to get back into Tier 1. So you're playing to finish your
Goals and
competitive
Monty
year
again.
with a
You
bang.
knew that was going to happen, didn't you?
What a way it would
You ban
be
the
to
blitz, he
make for
takes
both
Monty,
these
you ban
teams
the-
that trip towards
Monty
Paris.
takes
For Project
blitz.
Zero, of course, a team that does not have the wealth of international LAN experience as Twisted Minds may hold. Of course, we got to cast them a few months ago on LAN, not too long ago in London, but I think a different environment in front of the
Oh my
crowd
God,
of
look at
SI
this
to make it
from
towards
Flexi.
that main stage will be a factor. And look at this from
Look at this
Flexi.
from Flexi.
There's a freebie. There's a
Look
second
at
one.
this
Maybe
from
no.
Flexi.
He gets himself in a 1-for-1 trade.
Straight
Something
up,
over. He's going
they
to
got-
find himself in
Oh,
down
Jalad.
below.
Skeptic.
And
It's
immediately
hard,
finished
man.
off by Shalad. Things in a blink of an
The
eye
Monty
have opened
stand-up.
up, and Twist of Minds hold the early advantage.
Yeah, you got the opening pick, but was it worth it? 2 have fallen on the other side, and those Deimos tracks coming out will force everyone else except for
I don't know
Oscar
if I'd
back.
trade 2
Oscar
people for
will keep
shield.
on going.
Groovy
Sean
down
gets
well.
another. Groovy falls. And what a retort this is on the
Sean's-
side
yeah,
of
Sean's
Twisted
just
Minds.
walked in.
Jalad
Walked in.
steps down blue
He's
with
just
the
walked in.
vendetta.
Why is this
And it
hold?
leaves it all down to Oscar. 5 and 3.
Okay.
Make it 5
Oscar?
and 4, but the case
no,
is
no.
going
Turn
down
around,
over
turn
on
around,
the
Oscar,
other
turn
side.
around.
He thinks there's the flag.
Oscar,
He
you've
doesn't
not heard
realise
anything, right?
what's happening on the other side. Castle
not
target in
this
the
time.
mirror window. To Smith. You know, he swings. He gets one. But does he get a second? Switches over to shotgun, but Jalad is just better.
It's scary how rounds like this can come down the margin. If he finds that pick with the
Oh my
shotgun,
God, he
we
nearly
could have been singing his praises
that
for a
round,
massive
man.
clutch. But
Wow.
Gibson, the thing about that round I love to see was the fact that what we saw was Project Zero committing themselves to a massive Roman clubhouse, not an uncommon sight these days, with the hatches opened up to be able to drop
Hajime,
down
I
when that
thought you was
pressure
about to
arrives.
do it.
Now,
I thought
if
you was
you're an
about
old
to do
head
it.
and you've been watching the game as long as I have, we used
you
to
had it,
call
man.
that setup an SSG room. They didn't have. And the thing
just-
about this is what was the counterplay? Rosh, get aggressive, try to hit site directly,
Damn.
and they done that. They got a huge pick early instead of blue, trading off 2 players immediately, and then they flooded straight the site and left the Rome presence no job other than to retake. Difficult day in the office for Twisted
Sean's
Manford
chatting
side
now.
of Project
Now they're
Zero.
God damn.
Lead on club.
But you spoke about it. That
I love the
SSG
game- I
room,
love the
counter
in-game
of
chat.
it was the go direct, and I will never forget the W7M game against G2, where G2 eventually went on to win SI. But the first round, W7M straight through blue, straight into sight, won the attacking round and caught the team cold. And Project Zero, they're weak to that too. That roam, as you said, that is its Achilles heel, and Twisted Minds answered correctly. Now, they did try to make a huge play with the shotgun prone below the window, but when it's traded back instantly, you question the worth of that kill. You'd rather have your player alive a little bit later than losing them in the first 10 to 15 seconds. So we changed location, we changed site. We said Twisted Minds needed 3 attacking rounds at a minimum. They've got the first one. 33% of the way there. But there's still a
Console
long way
access
to
to
go.
text chat.
I got a feel, Gibson. This is the moment.
YY6. No, no, no.
Nerves,
Stop
and
this.
A little bit of
Stop
that
this
anxiety
twisted
begins to creep in
propaganda.
and whisper in the back of the minds of some of these players. What a journey it's been. 12 long, grueling months of your respective Tier 2 circuits conclude in this moment. And Project Zero now trail by 1. Twisted Minds have played so good in SEL, so good in this LCQ. They've sent so many Tier 1 teams packing this weekend. Will they be able to get
Is
that
this the bait and
final
switch? It looks like
hurdle
the bait and
across?
switch.
Project Zero, the defense needs to be solid. To be completely locked in,
Well, they've got a
completely
Monty.
aware.
He's going to
No
walk
could be getting
rafters.
brought out from Hasham. Guards
Guards
again on that
needs to get
Monty.
taken care
Strong
of.
resource.
We'll
Grubby
about care
picks
of
up the frog.
quickly here. Lexi needs a good
That's going to
hold.
be great. Now remember, it'll slow them down. It gives you the information as well. And Frost has not been selected by Project
I
Zero, if
don't
I remember
love
correctly,
Yuka's
in
position.
any round on this series. So unless she's been
Groovy.
drawn, never mind. Whether or not her utility has an impact, Gruby's already
That's
done
such a
job.
big
Got the
pick.
kill onto Hisham,
That's such
who
a big
was going
pick.
6 and 6. And
Hisham's
just
livid.
like that, first blood drawn, and it's a lot harder to find a gap whip it whenever
Here
you're in a
goes.
5v4.
God's going
One
in.
player down, you lose
He's
your Dokkaebi,
brave.
you lose
He's
your
got a
logic
lot
bombs
of
and a
people on him
powerful
here.
DMR and a secondary SMG as well. So Jean gone.
Oscar
with the
move,
ashes.
Oscar move.
Big loss for this team. The Monty does have
Oscar,
support.
you've been there
for
way
all
too
5
long,
bricks.
move.
The opening made from radio window.
Oh,
Makes
Oscar.
it difficult, but
Well done,
Oscar
Oscar.
Wow,
finds one.
that's superb.
Delod trying to get aggressive in the midst of that chaos.
Oh,
Gruby
Gruby's
does
picked.
fall eventually.
Picked up
Trix
Gruby.
finds that trade. An
Oscar's
advantage as
losing
Oscar
health at
burns
a
away.
rapid pace
Oscar-
here.
Oscar
Daddy's
should have stepped
behind
back in the
his shield.
fire.
His goggles keep him safe for now. Pre-fired the red stairs on a found,
Pizza Ninja,
unfound
thank you
anything.
for the follow, sir.
He
How
will
are
be
we
bearing
today?
down upon that Monty.
Pizza,
It's actually
W.
Perfect finding
Flexi,
two. One
Flexi,
over for
Flexi.
Flexi. Cannot make it
Flexi, let's
three.
go.
But Oscar is still standing, and Flexi only
Oh.
DBO.
Right.
That
Oh,
was
no,
the
stick it to
flag.
pudding,
We've
stick it to-
seen
stick it to
some great
pudding.
ones in this game, but that
Just
one for
taking
Flexi
pieces of him.
protects Oscar.
There you go.
Wins
Let's go.
the
That's how
round.
it's done.
Project
That's how it's
Zero
done, baby.
Answer back. They won their first
That's
round
how
on
it's
defense.
done.
Whip it. I'm getting deja vu. It's following the exact same pattern as the first half of the game.
Every single round will be traded
Yes.
back. Every blow,
Let's
every
go.
punch, every duck and
Suck on that
dive. Each
YY6.
team will take every moment oh so serious from this point. Gibson, what have we
that
just
was a
seen?
good hold.
A massive play from Flexi. And
That
who
was a
did
great
I ask
hold.
to stand
The
up just a
warden had
little
me
bit
pretty
taller
scared there,
to
but
unround those shoulders
played.
and show the world how good he can be? It was Flexi. A massive two-piece, great reaction to the player on red stairs. Finds that Monty as well. And that was the
Twisted
moment that
fumbling, as they
unraveled
bloody should.
everything from Twisted Minds. The control, the clear of cash. It was so effective from the side of Project Zero. Not working for Twisted Minds.
Flexi is a player when he gets kills, those kills matter. Remember back to the first map of the series, Flexi in the 1v3.
The more I look at these award nominations, the more I get concerned with Michael B. Jordan's chances. There's a lot of very good nominations this year, potentially. I still feel like Michael B. Jordan should
that
win.
is leading the
I just do.
way with tons of
Call me
kills,
biased.
but he is the guy. When he gets them, they matter. Skeptic, setting things up. Very traditional lineup here. You bring the mirror, you use that mirror to hold
my
main
chili
stairs.
downstairs.
Usually you'll see the attackers use a Habana or
You're
a
gonna get
Beast
it.
to try to pop that mirror from
We are
above
very,
on the other side of the wall.
my
but
parents are very eating the
keep
kitchen.
an eye, because the lineup whippet,
fair.
it screams vertical control
The
once
plan is
more.
as soon as this
You're
game ends,
bringing the
I'm
Ram,
switching to
you're
full
bringing
face
the
cam,
Monty.
putting
9
a
times
big
out of
BLB
10 when it's a
across
Ram,
my
it's
screen.
going to be a kitchen hatch drop, maybe dirt
Yes.
tank. That's usually what that signifies.
The big thing for me is going to be the addition of the mute this time around. Now,
time
Grubby's
as well.
job is
We
here
might get
is
an
to
hour
basically just
before.
pop mute jammers all on that top floor.
We might
and
have time for a
essentially
rank game or two.
deny their drone
Well,
down
rank game.
Praise
in
is
order
happy.
to get that information. It's a little bit of phantom pressure that might
I'm
go a
running off
long
after
way
this.
to
I've got to go and
slow
make dinner.
Twisted Minds down. And that's a
So
wooden
you're going to
barricade.
Izzy's tonight?
Didn't need
Izzy's
to
coming
use
here.
two X-Kairos pelts, but
Making
hey,
a
you're
ramen.
the pro.
Look, they're better than us. They're
Well,
the
it
ones
is.
for sure.
Is it?
You've never
was on
beaten any of
Siege
these
like 2
players on
AM
a
or
LAN
something.
event, so
She always
we
games
just talk.
late. She's
We're
very
humble
nocturnal human
voices
being.
of the game at this point.
Like me,
P9
I think
though,
it was
he
me-
is looking to make
me,
himself
Shog, and,
heard on the Lion. He's got the opportunity
Fraser
to
was
send
sat in a
those
call
scans
and
off.
like, oh,
2
Izzy's
kills
playing
for
Siege.
him, not
Should we
quite the
get her in the
20
late
and
night
10
rank?
game he had in the previous matchup.
She'd join it, but she's
But
always
remember,
scared
he's
because
a kill,
she
who point
gets
player
like
who
no
punches
kills.
and
And she's
bunches.
like,
He's a
oh.
multi-kill master, and he will look
Yeah,
to
she might-
find a
she
few
might not
more.
meet Fraser's
Gillard
level of,
already
rank stuff to prove
inside of Rafters, already putting pressure on Pit. The Lion scan, revealing the
Sweaty
position of
stack.
players on site. As
Gans
Monty
is
will
just
clear a lot of
in.
space as well with it. A minute and 10 seconds gone,
Yeah, he's-
and they have garnered nearly all the map control they need as this
Yeah.
total defense of Project Zero wasted a
They've
little bit of time.
hard
to
turtle.
clear club.
Lots of time being burnt away.
Turtling this hard but not
hatches
banning a
closed off is gonna
ram
make
feels
different, and there
crazy.
is the benefit of those mute jammers. But a larger radius
No
now gathered by
Cade.
them, it makes these
They've
drone
kept
networks
the
a
ram.
little bit more tricky to establish.
This
and that
feels-
forces them to now be a little bit more careful.
I don't know how I feel about
pushing
this.
up and clearing
They've
and having
reinforced
information on that
tactics,
main
they're
stairs.
playing about-
Mirror
yeah,
window
they're
stairs
playing-
down
playing
towards
off
the
the
bottom of
mirror
that
on
staircase
main.
and have solid information from it. I don't believe motor hatch has been opened yet. And this
They've got
Monty
Hibana,
just
so
garners all the information.
If they're not careful, this mirror's
Perhaps they might try
gone.
and find a way to plant inside a church,
They
but
have no
towards
wall. Oh, they have the
kitchen,
mute.
I think
Maybe
the play.
if the mute's on the wall.
Information found inside of blue.
Well, that's why you bring the ram.
They
You can
just-
open up all this floor and drop
That's
there,
close.
but it's to keep a barrier, keeping
know how
the
you
players
could stick in the
safe for
damage
now.
there.
You pour repositioning pressure now on that stock hatch. You're going to clear behind generator. It is the Capitao as well. Those fire darts could be perfect as P9 will begin his creep and his crawl, but it's a
They know
C4
he's
that's
walking
ready.
down. They
The
know he's
audio
walking
of that
down.
Lion scan will actually hide the audio of that C4 being ripped, and that
They
could be a
don't know he's
massive
walking down.
problem. But the
Clueless,
gunfire
they're
is quicker
clueless.
than the boom.
He has
The
to stay
C4
quiet.
ripped once
No, they
more.
don't. They do. They know.
The jig is
They
up.
know now.
Flash grenade is thrown. Now you got to push P9. You're slowing things down a little too much. He's there with the C4.
Oh, shit.
P9 gets himself one. Does a little bit of damage on the other side. 20
P9.
seconds
Oh
to go.
my God, they just
Another
exposed
one
it.
from P9. It's a
Oh my God,
double.
it's just
And just
Oh my
like
God.
that, the case goes down. Flexi in the 1v5.
It's
You
just
ask for a
rained.
step up. You ask for a
It's
big up
rained
from
and
him.
it's poured.
But he's trapped into church
Oh
with barely a
my
prayer to work with. And
Lord.
his Sham will get the kill.
P9's just
Whip
opened
it.
them
That
all.
is a big round from P9. Getting those 2 kills, enabling the plan.
P9,
P9
that P9
creeps his
look
way
was
sneakily
incredible.
all the way down Dirt Tunnel and gets that massive pick.
P9 plays
And this is
crazy.
the moment that Project Zero
2-1.
fear the most. They go into the final
Yeah, and a
ban
bit
phase
sweaty,
of this
Jack.
matchup,
2-1.
trailing by a round.
Scary.
If Twisted Minds find victory in this 10th round, they hold map.
Wait, it could be
match,
made him
and
start for
series
once. Oh my God, he
point
did.
advantage,
Oh,
and
he's got
Project
subbed off. When did he get
Zero
subbed off?
have taken this chance to breathe. The call
Got subbed off 62 minutes in. Right?
They got to
He's not-
figure
he's not
things
in
out
the
here for
Amarin
the defense. And what
penitentiary
the biggest
anymore.
one was
Yeah,
was
true.
the individual errors that opens the door.
What was the starting lineup?
Or the team
Lamens,
that will
Dorgu,
always,
Martinez,
like water,
Yoro, Dallo,
find
4 at the
Djokovic
back.
resistance,
Oh my
and
God,
Dirt
praise
Tunnel
the
was
Lord.
option there.
Menu,
And with it is
Ugarte,
the fact that they
you
took
can
their
you at
time
left
as well. It
wing
was
a
very
decent amount of
untwisted minds
what?
like in the early phases. Clear the map. Throwing
But
it
to be fair,
out,
they don't really have
find the weak
wingers
spot.
anymore, do they?
But then when they needed to go
He
twisted
sold all
minds,
their wingers.
by God, they did.
Because
The
I don't never
DMR
played with
down dirt,
wingers.
the drop of the hatch, the
The only ones they have are
everything
Diallo, and
was
he's at AFCON.
perfect. And whip it, you saw it.
Yeah.
It was a C4 in the hands of the Mira,
I
but
thought
the
it'd be
Mira
back
gave
home.
away her position
Aren't one of
by
the
ripping it
two
and then putting
Fletcher
it back in the
twins
pocket.
wingers?
My heart Twisted Minds with the lead once more.
The
Can
armor and
Project
penitentiary,
Zero
I'm so
guarantee
sure that
every
probably
round
made
in
like Shaq Dameron's
regulation,
wife or
or will
something.
Twisted
Like,
Minds
there is no way you're
find
that good
themselves
of a
in the
midfielder and you
exact
just do
same
not
spot
get
Yeah, it
they
was
did
odd.
this time
I
last
didn't
time?
understand
Remember,
it.
they held a 6-4 lead.
Have you seen the state
on
of the
previous
lineup, by the way, that
map, and
Arsenal put out
Project
against
Zero were able to
Bournemouth?
claw back.
Portsmouth, sorry.
Project
Was it
Zero are a
just,
team that I feel
It
like
was
have
basically
that
the first team.
old-fashioned
Kepa,
UK
Lewis Skelly,
and
Gabriel,
determination.
Norgard, Ben White, Ethan Muneri, Marino Eze, Martinelli, Jesus, Madeke.
For a long, long time.
Fucking hell.
So we were with them when they made their debut.
What is that?
Tier 3 competitive play.
And then the
UK
bench,
back in
other
those
than
days.
one player, is just their entire starting 11.
Grueling play days, trust me. I know,
Like,
listen.
what?
8 better,
Better safe
6
than
better
sorry.
than one
There's
shouldn't
better
take
safe
well
than
out.
sorry than
Somehow
there's
they always
that.
did.
Like,
And
City's
they were the
starting
players that were
11
always
yesterday
there,
was
different
arguably
teams
better
were
safe than
always
sorry because
available,
Haaland
always
started.
able to
But we still
embrace the grind.
started
That's
like
what
2 or
Project Zero
3
need to do now. They
young
only trail
lads,
by one,
and then
and it looks like a
by
minuscule
half
distance for
time,
them
the
right
average
now.
age of the
That
team is
one
about
round
21.
deficit feels like a mountain.
Don't be
And
scared,
they
probably
need to find a
scored
way
like 3
to
minutes.
dig the right picks in and try and drive
And then
them
scored no
themselves
goal in
up.
8
And
minutes.
this is going to be
And then,
Prince,
oh, let's go.
CTV and Cash, and they hold the line. And it will be likely high
Oh,
pressure and importance
Hull
placed.
beat Blackburn on
Control
penalties.
down below.
It's not just Preston that lost.
But
in the
it's
third
not
round
only
of
that.
Lancashire.
These are 5 players who scrim every single night. And
Hey,
they're
we don't
not
care- we don't
getting
care about
paid.
FA Cup
They
this
don't
year.
have
We're
an
going for
org.
playoffs.
They're doing it for the love of the game. They're not
All
getting any
in for the
backing on the
playoffs.
other
We
side of
need
the
a
coin.
big
You've got
Project Zero
Twisted Minds
defensive.
with almost infinite wealth. They've got access to the facilities.
They've done
got
it well, though.
full-time
They've done
pay.
bedroom well.
They're in the game.
How well
and
they
they
do.
are doing it because
P9
they're
on the
able
Ace
to
Garage
do
scares
so.
me.
So Project
Let
Zero
them
is
up
an
in Garage
underdog
isn't an issue.
story and a half if they make it to SI.
P9 on the
It's
Ace
a
is
long
concerning.
time since an on-org team from Europe managed to make it anywhere like that, but Whip It. They're the teams that are trying to
when
carry and
Pompey
bear
won
that
1-0 up.
flag. But Twisted Minds with the advantage. The castle brought out. But if anybody should know how to deal with a castle below Whip It, it's this team here. Because Project or Twisted Minds, they do it every single time.
They're running it every single round on
giving
the side,
them
but
the
I wonder, is that going to be in their game
and
to try and
Rafters
deal with
is
it? Early round,
crazy.
sent straight towards Rafters to clear that
Yeah, but
player.
they've got Garage
and
open now.
Q4
They're
holds
open the
such
Garage
an
to the
important
Ace.
position
It's
to
not
keep a
going to take a
barricade
lot.
will try and keep them safe from bullets.
Literally, all
The
they need to do here is clear
will
the
protect
castle.
him from those nades.
No, don't
Wow,
crumb back,
we
like,
almost
don't
found our very
crumb
first fight instead of loud.
Almost. Not quite. Everybody's
If
still
he
on
peed
their
out, he was
feet and
dead.
all is still okay
Yeah.
on the side of Project Zero.
Absolutely.
Grubby playing the tandem on top
there you
of
go,
those
they've got
red
the Flores
stairs.
to
There's
come in and
two of them
clear
in
the,
that spot for the reason. They can play each other's trade. While one also holds the breach, the other holds
Clear red
anybody
stairs.
pushing up from that secret side from below. You're seeing the Flores get to work dealing with
Yupo
everything.
needs
But
to
with
pull
this
off something
Kiba
special
barrier
here.
and
Yupo
Jaeger
might cook
combination
it. Oh, the
is a
Captain
maze and a half,
No,
but
the
there's
Captain
definitely
underneath.
one operator that can
He
deal with
knows
it.
it as well.
And I like
No.
it. Toss the EMP.
no, he's
That
supposed
enables
to
the
be
fire
safe.
darts to be thrown.
safe,
Information
he's
is
not
really
safe, he's
good,
not
and that
safe.
forces the Azami
Oh, you
through the flames.
You ran into it.
across, but drops down to 20 HP, stays alive and in
That's
the fight
normal
with
fire,
it.
though.
The opportunity was there for a fraction of a
I know,
second.
he's
but
lost a
Twisted
lot
Minds
of-
couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, but I
Missed
think
the
they think
opportunity
they've
to find
played
that
him.
rotation on the Zami, and Newport will be very
Nah,
lucky to keep
then-
himself
oh, there
in this
goes
fight.
Grubby.
Grubby does
Nah,
find the
they
opening,
know
the
he's
flashbang sent
there.
to
He knows he's still
Rafters.
there,
You
look.
gotta feel that
There's
this
nothing
might
that
be
can
the
get
moment
rid
to
of
try
him
and
now,
dive
but he's
in,
just
but
so
no,
low.
They elect to drop down.
Oh,
Do
Grubby.
find that trade.
Trade must
Grubby
have
has
got
been
back.
slain, and that's gonna be picked up from Hisham, lurking, hunting down below in lounge. P9 backs him up
Got
as
so much
well.
below.
This charge from Red Stairs might
This is
unravel
such a
his
strong
defense
position
from
for
the
Newport to
side
still be in
of
there.
Project
Guards is
Zero.
just waiting.
But Guards,
Guards
the
is
case in
literally
hand,
just
being
waiting.
committed. He has to hold his angle,
Guards that
and
have
this
to
could be a
move,
problem. All Upor needs to
Guards has
do
got
is
kit.
sit still. Here comes
Oh,
the wave.
P9.
Here comes the pressure, and it will be down
It's
to a
P9
simple
every time.
tag team matchup. Upor
2-2.
still stands. Oscar remains as well.
Oscar just
and
sits
Guards
still.
is so far away with that case in hand.
He knows
Oh,
his
you can
spot.
see the peak there. You know exactly where it
He
is.
doesn't have
but
to do
that
anything.
is
Just
a
wait.
bulletproof case that you're
Oscar, just
standing
wait.
by. You step
Oscar, win it.
across,
Oscar,
you take
win it.
damage, you fall. It is Twisted Minds in a 2v1, but the case is in the hands of
Just so
guards.
unnecessary.
He cannot walk in. He's being held. P9 will be fallen. He's going to
Should
walk
do
in,
it. Nice.
but
Come
the
on, you
defenders
Oscar.
do just
Oh, you
enough.
Come
You
on. I don't know why Oscar's peaked that.
hidden, stays there.
Oscar
and
just
just
waits.
like
He-
that,
he
the
waits and you
time is
hear
the
him come
biggest
through the
friend
rotate.
for Project
You
Zero,
just-
and they
Oscar.
answer back once
Stop
more.
it.
Whip it is just a punch back,
That
punch,
scared me.
counterpunch.
That
These
scared me.
players are
I
these
have a bad
10 players are
feeling
going
this
head
going-
to
That
head,
really scared
and
me.
nobody
max
is
round.
giving
Yeah, I
the other
agree.
one the advantage for
They're just
long.
going
It's like we're
round for
watching
round.
two heavyweights deep in the 12th
Although
round,
Jim
leaning on
Bedroom-
each other and gasping for air, with dirty boxing and the referee
Good
standing
deal,
over
good
waiting
deal.
for
That
one
really
of these
scared me.
giants to fall. What a matchup this
Probably
has
trying to take
been.
the 1v1
and we
to
go,
the glass.
guaranteeing Gibson that we need all 12
Concrete
rounds to
will
find
force
that
2v1 on him.
separation.
The swing on
Yeah.
Ace was
The
superb.
storyline here was to force
I mean,
commitment.
the glass
glass
had
of
the
guards
diffuser.
really realizing.
And like Upor had him held.
The Glaz was the play there. If anything, Glaz maybe just runs across to the back of server rack, and then Upor then has to swing.
Scrappiest fight I've ever seen, but
Yeah,
doesn't
but by the
matter, he
time
lost it. He delayed enough
By the time
time,
that
and
started,
his
it was
mechanic to the
like
side,
0 seconds left. Like he had to stick
bringing us
it.
level, and the defense of Project
Upor
Zero
played that very
holds
well, I
on.
think.
Upor played really well.
My favorite
Oscar
thing about Siege
really unnecessarily made that
is
difficult.
okay. You can die. If you waste time and
Burn
die,
alive in this
it's
house, man.
fine because of how
Literally
impactful the clock
lit
is
on
in those
fire.
final few seconds. Oscar did enough.
Open a window,
did
Tyrek.
enough. Despite the immense pressure from Twisted Minds, those two players did what they had to do. And I think that people need to realize that. So many
It's
people are like,
like,
oh, he
oh
died,
my
blah, blah, blah.
God,
No,
it's like
Oscar did
ever
his
so
job.
slightly open.
3 minutes now. One of these teams is going to get the opportunity to
Who's
win
been
this
sent
game
off
in
for?
regulation. Will it be
United.
Project Zero, or
Shay
will
Lacey,
Twisted
it's the United
Minds
player.
force the break once more
He
on
got
the
yellow
attack?
and a second
2 minutes
yellow
and 40
instantly.
seconds from now, we'll have the
He only
answer.
came on at half time. 60 minutes in.
Upor re-ups the position he
Who is
held
the
so
Shay
gallantly
Lacey?
in the previous
Oh,
round.
no, he's a
I
youth
wonder
player.
if he'll
That's
have
so
that
unlucky.
yet again. Again, I
He got the
love the
second
play
one
they
for
had.
this,
The EMP
He's
down
18, it's
low,
only his
combining
third
that
appearance for the
with
club.
Fire darts. And they actually,
Wait, no,
I
I've
believe
seen
they're
some
gonna
stuff
try
about
and
this
trick
Shay
this
Lacey.
wall.
Apparently he's a
Just keep
pretty
them
good
stalled
player.
out as long as possible. And the Grubby has re-upped the frost
Yeah, but,
this time.
I mean,
Confident
you
on
get
the
a
old
second
school
goal
Sterling
for the
S7.
centre.
Yeah, you need to
You're
just
actually
shut
Will
up.
got
make
second
him
goal.
like a
You have to
this
just
time
shut up.
around. Well, only time can tell.
I do think
I
the
love
percent
how
should be a
tense
yellow.
this feels now.
Like
Both
the
teams
attitude
have
in football
fallen. They're
does
not
matter.
playing the style they have because the
managed to get a,
pressure is starting to rise.
did manage to
They're
get sent
going,
off with
someone's
somebody.
going to make a
Too
mistake.
bad.
Somebody's going to make a huge play for his team.
See, I was
These
rugby,
players
so
are
like if
human
I
after
even
all.
like looked at the
There's
ref wrong, I was
information.
sent
So much
off.
resources needed.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
sending the death mark, but the Kiba barrier is
Fucking
being
hell. Oh,
caught.
that's such a big grenade.
In position. And
How's
another
he
bit of
alive?
damage.
Coming
They
up?
chase up the
No,
stairs.
you
so they
can't.
know he's there. No, he's not. P9
Oh,
will get the
P9's
kill.
just
Now the
read him
bandit
like a
cannot
book.
trick anymore. You've wrestled away
He's a really
Raptors,
nice lot.
and
Who?
I'm not
Shay
taking it
Lacey?
away from you, poor. He was like a deer in high headlights. There was nothing he could do there under all the pressure. Minute and a half gone.
Oh,
But
Oscar.
what a
Oh, good
C4
pick.
from
Good
Oscar.
trade, Oscar.
Great
From
C4.
downtown makes a big 3-pointer to bring them back.
Project
Notice
Zero
that
need the
brings
next kill here.
everything level in terms of player count. They can begin the fall back here and play within the
Yeah,
constraints
we're not-
of that cache area.
This
They'll
isn't
drop
tight,
off the
but,
Blackbeard and
you
try
know.
and maybe contest this up red stairs. The Vendetta from verticality can be super effective, and Trix finds himself tremendously wounded. A single round will be enough to send this ace back to the drone screen, and that Banshee, well, lets out its sinister wail. The pressure from red stairs is here, and Guards is so wounded. The angles need to be held perfectly, but everyone from the side of Project Zero is being corralled deep inside of this corner in cache.
no.
Asham finds one,
Look,
Flexi
that's it.
falls, and Twisted Minds might have everyone trapped as Grubby all alone
on,
by
just-
himself.
just
No help, no support.
hold.
He's got to play his life here.
Yeah,
The
Grubby
menaces
has
from
to
Mena
help players
are
now.
really starting to put the pressure
Just slow
on
them
now.
down as
4
much as
players
they
up with
physically
Trix
can.
is low on HP. The Blackbeard cannot quite walk through that breach safely with the pressure still there. Grubby
great pick.
will find one.
Grubby.
That's
No
a
way this is
huge
working.
kill from
Oh.
the young man. He peps across.
There is
he
no
gets
way, Grubby.
another. Remember, close
Oh.
to walls. That's where shields are most vulnerable.
It was a
And
cool- he
look
played
at
his
the
life
shot.
brilliantly.
Left and we got-
Or 18
Everyone stay
seconds to
calm.
go. C4 thrown on the clock. That will maybe see the tick-tock gone for this team as they try to win the round, but it's blown too soon. He goes prone. He peeks across the shotgun. Ain't going to be good enough. Oscar gets a double on the
Yes,
round.
come on, Oscar.
Oscar
Let's
wins
go,
it.
Oscar.
Project Zero will get the chance to win
Bloody
this
hell.
regulation.
Oh my god.
They have the
Grubby's
match
done
point
so
advantage, series point, and qualification
bad.
moment for
Let's
them.
go,
Oscar
baby.
stands
Grubby's
tall,
done
and what a
Grubby's
play
done
that
really
was.
well. Oscar's done really well.
Gets
Grubby
the
and
final
Oscar.
crowning glory.
Brilliant.
We cannot
Whoever was on
hide from
first, it was
what
Grubby.
Grubby just
Grubby
done.
did
In
so
a position
well, man.
that is untenable, unwinnable, unholdable.
although-
He finds a
although he
way
was
to
first
save
taken
the
out very
day
early on,
and
Newport
crack
wasted
the
so much
defensive
intel.
round that looked
He did, yeah,
almost
he did.
destined for
Everyone
victory.
was
Gibson,
pretty necessary.
get ready for round number 12. This could be the end of our
Who won game
LCQ
over?
journey.
Solid
it could be
result
the
for
final
you,
moment to
I
crown
honestly
the
think
last
it was
representative from
Trafford,
Europe
actually.
to go
I think if
to
United
Paris. What a
got a
moment
2-1
this
result result
Could be.
in Brighton. That's not a bad result.
Everybody now
I
to
think
pray for
at Old Trafford,
15.
they need to do
Whether or not you're a Project Zero fan, whether or not you're a fan of
was
Twisted
a
Minds,
great play
we
from
want
Ruby.
the winner to be
Oh my
determined in
God.
overtime. We want the stakes to amp up that a little
What a
bit
top
more.
red rotate
But
from Tom Windows
Project
scared
Zero,
me.
these players, these 5 together, have never been in a position like this
That was
before.
Bandit, wasn't
They
it? That
are
was
3.5 minutes,
Oscar?
1 round away from qualifying for the 6th Invitational in Paris. Remember,
Come on.
no org,
I'm telling
no
you now,
support,
if Project
no
Zero
backing.
make it to
They got
Paris, I
temporary
will
backing
scream
for
my
Lanners. You're
lungs
playing
out for
under the
them.
spaceships banner. That's where they've been, and they now find a chance.
I know Tom
That's
gets
one
them
of
as
the
well.
biggest teams
So
in the world. Twisted Minds, though, but last time they desperately needed an attack
If
to
they
stay
make
in
it to the
game.
main stage,
They answered the
oh
call.
my
They won
god.
it. They need to
It's
drop
Tom
on that
likes them as
well
well, so you
one
best
more
know
time
we're
to
going to be
keep using that
outrageously loud.
reference whip. Here we go.
This is it for this moment about Twisted Minds. They've been a team that have battled so hard. They are your Saudi E-League champions as well. They have tasted glory in this Tier 2 year, but can they start 2026
That's
off
unbelievable.
with a
How'd
trip
you get out of
to
that?
Paris in a moment to lay their hands on the hammer so many legends have touched before them? And it's time for this.
PJ only know going for the groups too. I don't know.
Is he?
Can they get overtime?
I don't know.
Project Zero.
He's not even.
Twisted
He's not-
Minds,
I don't-
I
he's
think
not
they
Does he
can
make
do
it to
it.
Pa-
They've
to
got
SIL
the talent. Remember,
to
these are
Paris?
5 of the most mechanical
You
players.
say that, all they have to do is
in
win
the
this game and they are
entire
going to
But
Paris.
look at the aggression of the setup, but they are not going to let Project Zero delve down
playing
blue.
downstairs
The
like
first one of
they had
those
before, they're just gonna
tracks
waste
will
time.
go off. The death mark will note
Honestly,
the
don't
player
blame
inside
them.
of stock and force them down the hatch. And inside
Grubby.
of blue,
Oh, Grubby.
Grubby finds a big kill.
Superb, my friend. On the hip banner as well.
Grubby, though, is going to
No, they've still got
The
Oscar.
creeping, pushing Oscar. He turns
Oscar.
back to the fight, and a knife is stuck in a P9. Finds the double, and it is a 4 versus 3 now. Oscar.
For P9's a bit good, isn't he?
Or shouldn't have turned his back, but he did.
best
And all of a
players
sudden, things look even tougher now for Project
game
Zero.
as well.
Numbers
God.
favoring Twisted Minds.
Grubby and Oscar
Yes,
both
you've got
down.
Upor
Upa's still
Skeptic
up, which is
and Flexi
okay.
alive with it, but Jilad, P9 has Shaman guards, and you've got the fact that a Blackbeard to boot. This is as tough as Project Zero would ever going to find it.
Got a
Not
Blackbeard
an
and
easy
the
way out of this
Legion's
one for
gone.
Project
That's
Zero.
not good.
They still have the defensive structure the basement provides. They have information with Flexi.
Yeah.
They have denial in the
Don't have
hands
a
of
lot
Skeptic.
left.
But you gotta
Alicia,
imagine, with
we've got
guards
two
bearing
stuck
down
in
with
blue
that
right
Blackbeard
now.
shield, the death marks from Jalad, there's no easy way out of
They
this.
got
They
Flexi using
need
the Leo
someone
skin, by the
to
way.
be that hero. Oscar has been the well they called upon so many times that he has been slain early. Grubby as well. Time for Upor, Skeptic, or Flexi to find their moment and etch it into Siege history. Case has been shuffled around, and guards looks like he's intent of pushing down into Moto.
Oh, whip it. There's 50 seconds left, and that time is ticking away quicker and quicker and quicker. Upor is repositioning
time's
himself.
their
He's
main-
inside
their
a
main
pit now,
hope
but
here.
Solace will get targeted by the Demos, and
Yeah,
that
the
might turn the
Blackbeard's
traction
dropped
away.
off.
Oh, the BB's one hit.
Shots on the guards. He cannot afford to peek and lose this battle for Twisted Minds. Another peek. He falls. It's a 2 versus
Can't
3.
assume he's just
30
not still
seconds to
ADSing.
go, whip it, and SI is on the line.
Guards is wounded, and Sham still
The
standing in the
guards is so
R4C, but the
low.
backline's formed up deep. The
Great
smoke
smoke.
goes out, but he
Idiots.
vaults over the boxes. Must win encounters, and the Blackbeard
That's kit,
falls.
that's kit.
Back to level. Hasham is
Flexi.
next, and it comes down to this. Skeptic sends Project Zero to Paris. They have taken their
PJ
spot.
Mino's screaming
Twisted
right now.
Minds fall. And what a journey for European Tier 2.
From Yukin 2 years ago to the top table, Upor, Tekabo, Skeptic, Tekabo,
Oh my
Flexi,
God.
Tekabo, Oscar Tekabo, and finally Grubby, the redemption arc. Take a
Oh
bow.
my God.
You have gone further than the team that just said
Mate.
goodbye to you. But whip it, what a final that was. And the
He screamed.
unorged,
I bet he screamed.
unbacked Project Zero are going to
I'm
Paris.
surprised he's not on a fucking backflip.
I'm at a loss for words. I
what
feel
a
like so overwhelmed
series.
for these players. We've seen them for so
What a
long, and they've
series.
made this step up. A team that has trusted themselves and rebuilt from downsets, being demoted from Tier 1 and
Supporting
players who
PZ
thought
at
they
SI.
had the
Well, we
team to
already
back
liked
them,
them.
and
And so the
finally,
reason we
this
like
iteration of
PZ
the roster,
primarily, by the
with
way,
final
is
changes coming in the
because
LCQ has
3
done
of
it. They
PZ's
have
roster
made
is
it
British.
the
They're one of the
grandest
only
stage
rosters
of them
with
all.
British players. And
It
they're
is
all really
absolutely
nice.
incredible.
Like
It is the
Tom loves
biggest
them, they're all
Cinderella story
lovely.
we
We
could have
spoke to them in
imagined. A
Tom's chat
massive
before.
congratulations
They play
to Project Zero
cracking
for making it
Siege
to
as
the
well,
biggest
as we've
tournament
just
of the
seen.
year. We got 4 new players to this level of competition. 4
And
players
we
that have
feel like
never
I
been
did
to an
last
SI
round.
before, and they'll be going to their first
That
SI
was
ever.
amazing.
And in what a game as well. So close. I'm so glad we needed all 3 maps to determine this one. We even got so close to an
That was
overtime
great last
as
round.
well.
Wow.
But just a constant back and forth
God.
between these 2 players. I mean, or between these 2 teams. I think think you guys were saying as well, Gibson. It shows the quality and the strength that we have inside Tier 2 Europe.
Hey, get me in fucking Tom's Discord right now.
I said at the start of the whole weekend, like Tier 2, the top of Tier 2 in Europe is stronger than it has ever been. The gap to Tier 1 is lower than it has ever been. And this team right here, they define everything about it. We spoke about it. They don't have an org. These players, some of them work full-time jobs. They have to support their, you know, what some people in their family would say as a hobby inside of Siege, but they want to make it a career. Wow. And even more importantly, shout out to everyone involved. Like we spoke about the coaches, the backroom staff.
Oh my God.
This is a well-prepared, well-organized team. Whether or not they get dumped out of the group stage of SI, that doesn't matter. Getting to the event for some teams is what it's all about. Anything above that is a bonus.
As much as I want to sing the praises of Project Zero, I'll have to say it's almost sad to see Twisted Minds go inside. There has been dominant inside of the Saudi E-League. They've been so strong. They beat Geekade. They beat crowned the champions there. And a team that's been so dominant and been on those big stages before falls short. They're not done yet, of course. They'll be in Challenger Series not too long ago. They're fighting for an opportunity to be back in Tier 1.
We're arguing with Warstar last night, and he said
they're going to be absent.
Yes, of course. Commiserations to the sides of Twisted Minds. They fought hard. They eliminated many teams in their lower bracket run, but it ends here. They fall short just one round. It comes to push at the end here. No SI for them, as you mentioned. There is still a chance to look forward to punch their way into Tier 1 and make qualification to these events a little bit easier for the upcoming competitive year. But for Project Zero, this is absolutely huge. You mentioned it. One player returning to the biggest stage, trying to get the revenge after last year's SI didn't really go the way that he wanted. 4 players that are new to this competition, getting to play against these big teams, as you mentioned, of course, expectations might be, or enthusiasm might be curbed going into this one, but getting to play against these big teams, getting that rep in, getting another big spotlight on your name, that must mean so much to these players.
It really does, and I just know these players have been grinding so hard for this moment, and they kind of lean on what Gibson said. It's great for many teams just to get to the table, but you can also think about the fact they now get to sit in the practice rooms and absorb the knowledge of these legends of the game that will be attending the Invitational with them. These players will come out better for their journey to Paris than they started it, but what a matchup from an Oscar, the guy who started us off by being
all in on Tom's stream as well. You were big.
Another dominant performance here on Clubhouse.
It was so good. 12-7, 3-1 on the entry. He was involved in 3 out of every 4 rounds in that game as they managed to secure their ticket.
A little bit.
What a story it's been for him as well. But like, he has had chances. Some of those chances have been taken away. He went to Tier 1. He fell back into Tier 2, and now he finds himself there. And as you said, you were there. And I was there.
I've obviously watched a lot of Siege this year.
Viewport's career in competitive Siege, and we were here for the moment that he has managed
to
secure his spot
Rainbow Six Siege
inside of SI.
From 29
and
to
how did they do it? Simple. They won their ones, but even more importantly, remember we spoke about the entry battle and how Twisted Minds won it against VP? Look at how dominant.
That's why you always go all in. My counter argument to that is how many points would you have if you just never went all in?
Well, they learned from the lessons of those who fell before them, and look at that, perfectly done. And that's what shut it down. Twisted Minds never built significant momentum. They were trading rounds back and forth.
To be fair, they were all good. Even Skeptic, who admittedly
what a matchup we've had, and I'm so thankful
struggled at times, still had his use.
I can't wait to see the sets eventually for all 3 maps as well. When we do get them, but try not to cry, guys. I mean, they've been playing for years. Some of these players having had their official first Wikipedia record somewhere in 2020, 2021, and it all comes down to this. A big congratulations once again to Project Zero. They really have been putting in the work, and to have been punching that ticket to SI whilst having only lost 2 maps inside this whole LCQ. I think, Gibson, it's very fair to say that this shows how dominant they were, and they really were that force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, all the way through the upper bracket. Like they dropped 2 maps the whole way through the weekend from Friday until now. That's why they're there. Like the consistency, the victories, the fact that they took down VP as well. Like both of these teams had to get over VP in order to get to where they are now. It's a phenomenal achievement. I think that they are going to be over the moon. They're going to be ecstatic. Here's the overall series summary though, and like look at Oscar, 137 score over 3
hear
maps.
them before we see them say it.
It's
I don't
hard
even
to find.
notice.
Every
I'm still
player
just
can
reeling
have a
off of
big
the back
game,
of that win.
but Oscar had big games when it mattered most for his
I'm
team.
still just reeling off of the back of that win.
Newest addition to the lineup as well, very important. They made that roster change after December, after being at the EML finals. And looking at this in general, we talked about the entry, we talked about the fact that Oscar really stood up. Is there anything else that really sticks out to you when you're looking at these numbers like this?
Big thing for me is the fact that it was actually a more top-heavy performance for the side of Project Zero. And Twisted Minds, they kept themselves level. Every player kind of stayed consistent the entire way through. I'm a fan that we saw Flexi have a little bit of a step up later on going into the games, having huge independent rounds.
Where we're going to end it. That's possibly where we're going, because I'm not here for the NA stream. Because Izzy's coming over and I need to go and make us dinner. An awful place to end. What do you mean? I'm not here for the NA stream because Izzy's coming over. I've got things to do. I'm very sorry. However, we're live tomorrow. We're gonna do a huge stream tomorrow. We're gonna be doing a big stream tomorrow. Like big, because once Izzy goes, I don't have the gym tomorrow. So come like early afternoon, we'll go live. We'll do Witcher. Probably some Ark Raiders with Tom, maybe some Siege. We'll do a few things. We'll do a few things tomorrow. So that'll be good fun. You'll be live when I got home from work, 100%. Unless like something bloody crazy happens, I will 100% be live when you get home tomorrow. For sure. So we should get quite a lot of time in tomorrow. We're going to make PG, by the way, because I'm pretty sure he's staying live, whereas I know Tom is going off. I know that Tom's going off. I don't get back from college till 5:30. We will 100% be live when you get back from college, brother. We'll do a big one, suppose. So we'll do The Witcher, maybe some Ark, but we'll primarily be doing Witcher. And now that I know I'm allowed to stream Siege as well, I'll do that more whenever stuff is on. So when EPAC and all that's live, I'll maybe try and cover that. That seems like good fun. I'll just see what my plans are in the week and stuff. Doing about to like 7 PM. I'll probably still be live, probably. Like, almost definitely still be live. But all good. Don't worry. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll definitely still be on. So yeah, I think there's a few new things that I can maybe start to try with the channel. There's a few things that me and Tom have said we're going to speak about as well. So see on a couple of those. I'm not telling you what those are yet, just to leave you in suspense. I can't believe it. I've got things to do. I'm sorry. I almost didn't go live today. I was really sorry. Really sore and tired when I got back from the gym. I was like, oh, so I nearly didn't go live. But I'm glad I did. Have a lovely evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. Love you as always. You're still being absolutely incredible. See you very soon.